the Lina. Really nice play there from LGD.
That's got to say.
Yeah. So they were keeping tabs very nicely there. And now the catch too. Ame.
Must be fine here under the tower.
And the chakra targets too, right? They have the Beastmaster, which is the obvious one in most scenarios, but the other two aren't bad either.
Oh, keep
the
it there.
Venge and this DK, you can get chain stuns coming out.
Hello.
He's really looking for more beyond the tower. He's found it.
Mingalaba. PNGနေတာအဲ့မယ်လေ
He's fine, but still.
အေးဝါကိုရေးကြည့်
was completely out of this top
အရန်စောရင်လည်းမပြဘူးတဲ့အရန်နောက်ကျရင်လည်းမပြဘူးဓာတ်ကြီးဖြစ်လား
Pushing the top tower, also making the
ခဏနေဦးဗျဒီနေ့ပါနိုဒီမတက်ဘူးနဲ့
His level 6 has the swap ready.
တောင်ဆန်းပွဲပြီးမှလာခဲ့မယ်တဲ့တောင်ဆန်းပွဲကြည့်နေရလေတောင်ဆန်းပွဲပြီးမှစပရစ်ပွဲလာမှာလေဘယ်လိုလဲစားပြီစီးကွာလည်းမသိဘူးကြာဒီပွဲပြီးမှလာမှာ
to really make moves into any of these lanes right now. You know, you set up bottom, you get his
မောင်တောင်ဆန်းတို့ကျုံလာကြ
The DK pretty beefy. It's going to take quite a bit to bring him down and out of the lane, and then
he's doing so good.
On the off lane, yeah, you're going to get roared.
Yeah, honestly.
And suddenly the follow-up TPs come in. So XG.
တော့စင်းတကားကြီးတဲ့ကိုအားမေတို့ဘက်ကန်လာရှုပ်ကိုအားမေတို့
300 behind the Lina. Like he's essentially won the lane.
ကိုအားမေတို့ဘက်ကန်လာ
Definitely seeing why.
ကအင်းငင်းကြီးလို့အင်းငင်းကမတတ်တော့
A bit of an answer or a way to get through the laning stage against these heroes such as Lina.
ညီလေးလားကိုကြီးလားကိုကြီးလို့ဒီနေ့ကိုကြီးလို့နေ
Instead of going for the overlord timing that we tend
အောက်ကြီးပဲအောက်ကြီးပဲ
As you said, their line
ပွဲတွေအရင်လက်မြ
tanky in the way that they kind of collapse and close the map off. So this could be a cool approach if he wants to go for as well. FY.
ငါအဲ့ဘွားမရှောင်းဘူးလား
The chance to get a snowball off.
ရှောင်းနေမိသေးလားမိတယ်ဗျာကောင်းလိုက်တာလို့ဆော့သွားတာပဲလွတ်ချင်လားမလွတ်ချင်တော့ဘူးဟာရဝင်းမုတ်တာမှာထတ်ချော်သွားတယ်ဗျာလွတ်သွားတယ်ဗျာပြန်ချော်သွားပြီကဲ
Coming out there from
ပြန်ချော်သွားပြီ
These first 10 minutes super clutch both
ဒရက်ကလည်းဘယ်ဟာပိုကြိုက်လဲဒရက်မကြည့်ဘူးဘရိုဒရက်မကြည့် LGD ပဲသွားရှုပ်လို့ကိုအားမေတို့ဘက်ကန်တယ်ကိုအားမေတို့ဘက်ကန်နေပဲသွား
You know, not a lot of other carries could do those sort of moves, right?
ဘာတွေပါကြည့်နေတော့
Now in the meta having sort of a stun to interrupt some sort of solo guardian play for Dawn's left on their own, and obviously no one else having the potential to just swap your mid lane out and
ပမာဦးဆုံးနဲ့3 time champion ဖြစ်နေကြတာရာဟုတ်တဲ့ဒါရာကြီးကမင်းလူနာလေးနဲ့နည်းနည်းပါးပါတော့မလုပ်ပါဘူးဗျာကြီး
fast timing and versus that Lina that's not what
you
see as that Lina.
The Venge pick looking very good for this.
He went offlane didn't he?
Play that LGD is looking to play with.
Because I've really only seen the Venge
offlane
versus Tiny, of course, but also versus the Doom, as was the initial one.
ဝါမေကတဲ့ဂိမ်းဝမ်းနှုံးကတဲ့အသေးယုံတာအဲ့ကြီးလေးဂိမ်းမယုံတာလားတဲ့ကျွေးပြီဘယ်လိုအဲ့ကြီးမယုံဘူးလို့ဝါမေဘက်ကန်နေပဲ sorry ဝါမေဘက်ရှယ်ကန်တာ
And this hero, once it gets to the point of it, once it has its items, it does absurd damage. It actually really does some of the craziest amounts. It doesn't look like you should, but yeah.
No.
As soon as you get that wave of terror on 1 or 2 targets at 20, once you get this Hydra.
အဲ့ဒါနေလို့အင်းကဂူရီမတက်လာသေးဘူးတော်တော်ဆိုးဆိုးကြီး
We've all been there in that game.
အင်းလေးကြည့်ပါ
just happens to pick up a Venge carry against you and it's you know.
မော်နေမှာညိုကီတို့
My goodness, this hero looks busted.
Rambe ယာကြီးနဲ့ညီလေးတဲ့အေးလို့
That is a nice
မ
one to
နေ့
see at times if you
ဒီနေ့တော့ ages နဲ့လေးရမှထင်တာနော်မနေ့ကမရတယ်ဆက်စပန်းလိုက်ကောင်းတယ်
Blink done for the DK. As we said, the skirmishing from LGD is super strong. Same thing for the side of XG, but as we see, there are some counters that LGD has to play with. Still not quite level 6.
ဒီနေ့မောင်းထဲမှာ OG ပါလားမသိဘူးနော်မောင်းက3သိန်းနဲ့ကျန်တော့ကျွန်တော်ကတော့ပူတွဲတာတော်သေးတယ်နော်ဒီနေ့ဟိုကဗာလဲကော်ဖယ်ကွန်နဲ့ရန်နဲ့ပါတွဲတာတိတရောင်းသားတွေတူးစီးမစော့
Sure Lina can, but it's risky versus the Venge.
ဂိမ်းဝါရှုံပြန်ရှုံဂိမ်း3တွေရောက်ဒိဗယ်မရှိနေကမမပြဘူးလားတဲ့နေကမဘုတ်ရှုံသွားပြန်ပြီလေဘလို့ဒီနေ့လေဒီနေ့ကတော့အပြတ်တက်ကိုရှုံတယ်နေကမဘုတ်ကဒါပေမဲ့ညီလေးတို့နဲ့ယာကြီးတို့နဲ့နေကမာပွဲနေကြတော့ရှင်လိုက်ဘယ်လိုကွာကြီးလေဟိုကောင်လေးရှယ်ကျုံးမဲ့ပွဲ straight ရပွဲဒီနေ့ကတော့ကွာကြီးမနေ့ကတော့မတိမ်မရိပ်
Because Doran or Lina, they don't want to be starting things, right? They want to be reactive and sort of be able to sit back, react from a distance, or react with the solo guardian. So it has to be the tiny or the tusk to make.
ဒီပွဲပြီးဟိုဘက်ခဏဝင်ကြည့်လို့ရတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီပွဲပြီးမှ separate နဲ့ partition လာမှာဆိုတော့
Like you've got snowball saves, you got solar guardian, but playing fully reactive can be incredibly dangerous.
Bishin.
Avalanche into the arrow and the Solar Guardian. But
ဆော့သွားပြီအာ ဆော့သွားပြီဆော့သွားပြီပြန်သေးပြီလားမသိဘူးတေးသေးသွားတာယူမနောက်ကျနေတယ်ကိုတိုင်းလောင်လို့ဘက်ကကိုတိုင်းလောင်လို့လေအကြီးဘက်ကနှစ်တန်နေထပ်ကုန်ပြီပေါ့ဒီဘက်ပိတ်မရဟိုကနည်းနည်းလေးပို့စောတာပဲငင်းနဲ့နည်းနည်းလေးစော
Dyer's courier, he bit the big one. There's a job opening.
Man, you
in case
might as well
anyone's
save that
interested
energy
for courier.
because Radiant just
အိတ်စီကားတဲ့အလိုလိုနေချလာသလိုပဲ
What, did you think I got a problem with
ဝတ်ဆန်းကားတဲ့1 versus 3ပြေး5ပြေး2သွားတာတဲ့အေးဝတ်ရတဲ့ကြီးကဘာဖြစ်နေလေးဖြတ်ကျွေးပြီတောက်ဆန်းကျွေးပြီလေးနဲ့ပေါ့အင်းကြီးရတကယ်တော့ပြီးကျက် break time မှာတဲ့ clash royale လေးစော့ပါအောင်ဟာကိုရလည်းမှာ PI လာနေဟာပွဲတွေဇက်တိုင်းပြအေးစေပေါ့တခြားပွဲတွေကြံစော့မှာ clash royale မစော့ပြလောက်တော့ဥမာ Free Fighter game တွေ့တာမှာစော့ 2HK လားငါ့စော့တော့တော့တက်လေချင်းလာပါလို့ရပြနေတဲ့နေရာမှာလာနေတော့နဲ့
Dyer's top tower's under
ဒလေး
attack.
ဒလေးက epic ပဲဒလေးပြကိုလိုကလန်ဘန်ညာဘူးကြီးကပြန်တော့နည်းနည်းဝေးနေအစသေးဘူးကပြန်တော့တော်တော်နောက်ကျမှဆက်မှာဒီဘန်ညာဘူးကကူးစံနေကမာပွဲကိုတဲ့မပြဘူးတဲ့ဂျာကြီးရတယ်မနေ့ကတရက်ပဲပြတယ်တဲ့မနေ့ကလည်းပြပြတာမဟုတ်ဘူးဘရိုအဲ့ဟိုကပြစ်သွားလို့ OBO PC ခွက်သွားတယ်မဟုတ်ပြပြမှာမဟုတ်ဘရို Telegram မှာလာလည်းမဘုတ်ကြဘူးမဘုတ်တော့ဘုံများတဲ့ဘွက်ပဲကျွန်တော်ပြမှာပဲ Telegram မှာဘုတ်တောင်းပါမယ်ဆို
Shadows, take us.
အေး Helicopter မှောက်ပြီဗျာ
Killing spree.
ပွဲလုံးဝမျှရနော်လေကိန်းသွားမယ်ပွဲကြီးပဲဘန်ညာဘူးကြီးကလေကိန်းသွားလို့တော့မကောင်းနဲ့လေကိန်းရောက်မောင်တောင်ဆန်းတို့မှောက်လောက်ညော်လင်းနေတဲ့ညီလေးနဲ့ကိုကြီးပွဲဖြစ်လာပြီ
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under
Green Knight ပါ
attack.
အကြာကြီးအသေးသားဝီစကီမန်ကြောက်ပြီလို့
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ဒီကမှချန်ပီယံရရင်လည်းစပုတ်မယ်โอเคပါဘရိုအာမီကိုအားပေးတာလားအာမီကိုဖက်ကန်ပြီးလာကြည့်နေရဘရိုဒီကမှပေပန်းပြီးပြောတယ်ချက်ကြည့်ဒီဘွဲပြီးမှလာမှာဗျစပရယ်ဘွဲဆောက်အဲက waiting for လေးရေးလာသဝေးသွားတွေဖြစ်ကုန်မှကိုလူ waiting for separate brother vision ဘယ်လောက်ရရနော်ညီလေးတို့နဲ့ကိုကြီးတို့နဲ့ခဏကြည့်ရရိုးနေပြီနေကမာပဲပြဘုတ်ပါဆိုလာမဘုတ်ကြဘူးကျနေကမာဘုတ်တိုင်းနိုင်နေတော့အခုဒီTIရောက်မှရှုံးတာသိလေကိုကြည့်TIရောက်မှဘုတ်တွေလာရှုံးတာအပြက်ကြီးတွေပါရှုံးနေကမာဖန်တွေမနိုးသေးရလားလဲဖြစ်ရင်ဖြစ်နိုင်တော့မနက်မှဘုတ်ခေါ်လိုက်တာမနက်မှနိုးချင်းဘုတ်ခေါ်လိုက်တာအိပ်ပျော်နေနော်ဘယ်ညဘူးကလည်းအယုတ်လည်းမပြတ်တော့ဘူးတဲ့စကင်ဝယ်လိုက်တာဟုတ်OG ကပါ2C2နေပစ်ပန်းမဲ့ရှိသေးတယ်ခါဟိုကနေခွကြည့်လိုက်ရှုပ် PC အဲ့လောက်တော့နိုင်ပါသေး ဒီမှာဒါပဲပြတာဘယ်လို string ကိုကြည့်လိုက်ဒါတွေပဲမြင်ရထိတ်ဆုံးမှာငကမာပွဲတွေတိတ်မကြည့်ကြတော့ဘူးနောက်ပိုင်းဟာကိုဖန်နေလောက်ပဲကြံခဲ့ယူကအဟာကြီးဖြစ်လာတယ်ဖြစ်
For VGS, they already see when do I
YouTube မှာဘုတ်ရင်နိုင်ပါတဲ့အာ YouTube ကြီးကဘယ်လိုလဲကျွန်တော် channel ဘယ်တော့ပြတ်မလဲမသိပဲနဲ့
whatever the carry is going to be and
Telegram မှာပဲလုပ်ပါဗျ
no matter what the carry is going to be you can most likely just
Telegram လေးဝင်ရဘာခက်လို့
jungle a bit you know you can arrow creeps you can devour you can find your farm even strong devour you can find your farm even strong lanes and you got what you wish for.
Oh, right, it's ET on that side.
Come on, East, who win? Winter, GG, Winter အပိုင်ပေးတာ
ET with the SF.
ဒီဘက်က Dawn နဲ့ Shadow V တဲ့ကြားမှာတယ်
Armor is going to be really
ဟိုဘက်ဘက်ကတောင်းတယ်နော် VG ပကြီးကအားလီတော်တော်တောင်းသူမေး win run ကျင်းနေတယ်လား
previously it was yesterday we had some fantastic setups
win run Shadow V ပွဲဒီပွဲ
It's just impeccable ET.
Dawn ဘက်ထဲကို win run ကြီးပစ်လိုက်ပြောင်းကြီးနောက်တာလားလို့ Dawn နဲ့ win run ဇောက်ထိုးကြီးနော်ဟဲ့ပစ်ထားလိုက်ရပုံမှန်ဆို win run ကိုကောင်းတာတယ် Dawn က
yeah nowadays
ဇောက်ထိုးကြီးပြန်ပစ်တာ
you know they look back to
Dawn ကြီးကိုမြင်တာနဲ့ win run ကောက်ပဲ
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. What's the matter with you? You just Dire's bottom tower is destroyed.
All right, I'll allow that.
ဖိုင်နယ်ကြရင်လည်းဘာတွေမှာကတ်ဆုံးမှလာတယ်အဲ့မပြောဖြစ်သေးဘူး bro မသူတို့လုံးမယ်တော့ပြောတာအဲ့နေဦးကဟိုကောင်လေးကခွာကြည့်ပါမယ်ဆိုပေးမကြည့်ဘူးတင်းကြီးဆွဆွခေါ်အောင်
Easier prey now.
ဒီကောင်ကပွဲရမတက်ခင်ကြည့်ရမှာလေ
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower is getting hit. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, what a mess. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
ကလောပါက
Those little rascals are hitting Dire's bottom tower. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Oh, jeez, Morty, they're going after Dire's bottom tower.
အခုကလည်းဘလို့ဆော့ရလဲပတ်လေလာတယ်စွတ်ကလူbro ဒီကမှာပွဲပြမပြဒီကမှာပွဲပြမပြမတီးဘူးတဲ့ Telegram နဲ့မဝင်တော့လည်းပြဦးလေး bro ဒီကမှာဘုံရှုံးတာဒီနေ့လေဘုံရှုံးဒီနေ့ညီလေးကိုကြီးကိုပွဲပြဒီကမှာပြုတ်တော့မပြုတ်တော့ပါဘူးဟောတော့ကိုလည်းမှန်းတာအဲ့အပေါ်တက်မဲ့တယ်ကြောင်းလိန်လာလားမသိခဏနေပဲငါမမိတော့
Shadows.
ပေါ်ထဲမှာထည့်တာမထည့်တာဘူးအောက်ထဲထည့်လိုက်တာဗီဒီယိုထည့်လိုက်တာအဲ့ပွဲအဆုံးဖြတ်တယ်ဗီဂျီနဲ့နေကမာနဲ့လဲတာဟုတ်တာပဲငါလဲလိုက်
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
အားရောင်ကြီးကန်ကောင်းလို့နော်
Oh, Radiant's top tower.
တေးသွားပြီအဲ့လောက်ဆိုတေးသွားပြီဟုတ်တယ်ဟာပြန်အောင်တက်နေတယ်ကပြန်တေးတော့မှာနော်နောက်တစ်ကောင်မှာပြန်တေးမဲ့ကွက်တွေအဲ့ကွက်တွေဟမ်ဒီရောက်လိုက်တက်တာထွက်ပြေးရပြန်ပြီးကြောက်ပြီးတော့ပြုတ်ကြီးပူစီနေပြီကဒီပူစီနေဘာလဲကဲကားတဲ့ဒေါ်တာပြန်မစော့တော့ဘူးလားမစော့ဘူးလို့ခွာပြီးပြပြီးပါကြောက်ပါပီကပါသေးတယ်မလားဟုတ်တယ်လေ vision လေးဒီနှစ် vision ပါပီပြန်ပြီးတော့ထွန်းတောက်မဲ့ချိန်ရောက်အဲ့လေ vision ကတော်တော်ကောင်းနေတာဒီနှစ် vision ပြီးရင်မရှိအောင်လေရန်တက်ကတခုကူကကြ liquid ဖြစ်တယ်ဟို liquid နဲ့ vision ဖြစ်တန်းတာ liquid vision separate ရေးနေပြီတဲ့နောက်ပွဲပြမှာလားတဲ့ညီလေးကိုကြီးဘေးမှာရေးရတယ်လေဘရိုမနောက်အောင်ဟိုးပေါ်မှာတွေ့ခဏနေကျွန်တော်မှာစောက်ခွနေအောင်ပေါ်နေဒီပေါ်မှာကင်မရာကြီးမော့သွားတယ်ကင်မရာဇက်လန်အောင်ဒီကမှအတွက်လေးကြည့်ပေးပါဦးခုနကြည့်နေတာဒီနေဘာဖြစ်သွားလဲမသိဘူးဂေးပြီပါဟုတ်တယ်နေကမှဂေးစူမေးဝင်းရန်ကျွန်တော်ထင်တာတော့ဂိမ်း1ရှုံးပြီဘရိုအဲ့ဒီဒွန်းနဲ့ကိုဝင်းရန်ပစ်တာနဲ့ရှုံးပြီမကြိုက်ဘူးလို့ကြီးကြတောက်ထိုးကြီးပစ်လိုက်တယ်လို့မင်းကကြတော့ကျဲရိုဘီနဲ့ဘိုင်ပါဗျမင်းလိန်တော့တာမှာနေတယ်ဂေးမင်းနဲ့ဂေးမင်းတလိန်တာမယ်အဲ့ဒီအားနဲ့ပြီးဆော့မယ်လေဂိမ်းပြန်ရှုံးအောင်ရှုံးနိုင်တယ်အဲ့နေကမှအာဒီဂိမ်း𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤လေဂိမ်းဗျအဲ့ဒါကြည့်ကြက်အလုပ်လိုက်ကွာဘာတော့ဝင်းရိုင်းဒွန်းနဲ့ကိုပစ်လိုက်တာနဲ့မကြိုက်တော့နေကမှလေဂိမ်းကတေချာပေါက်ရှုံးဖို့များတယ် AZ ကလည်းလေဟိုမေဂိမ်းလေဂိမ်းလောက်ကြတယ်နည်းနည်းပုတ်လာများမမြင်ရဘူးတဲ့တယောက်တည်းကြည့်နေရတယ် drop ပဲကြည့်ပေးနေရလေသူဒီဝက်ပြီးမှခဏသွားကြည့်ရင်လည်းသွားကြည့်ကြအားမေလေးတဲ့ TI ရလောက်လားတော်ပြီလို့
Radiant's top tower is under
မင်္ဂလာပါဘရိုမင်္ဂလာပါ
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower just got wrecked.
အေးကိုအားမေမုန်းနေတာတောက်ဆန်းကိုကယ်ပေးထားတယ်ဗျာကယ်ပေးလဲနောက်မှရှော့သွားပြီးတော့နှစ်ကောင်တောင်တေသွားတာမတန်တော့ဘူးဒါပေမဲ့သူတေကိုတေနှစ်ကောင်ထိတ်လာမထိတ်ဘူးအိတ်စိတ်ဆက်တွတ်သွားပြီဟုတ်တယ်ပြုံကြီးအာလီ5ကတော့ဟုတ်နေသေးတယ်ကိုအားမေဖမ်းခံလိုက်ရတာကိုအားမေတဲ့တောက်ဆန်းဖမ်းခံလိုက်ရတာဘိုက်စီကျေးခေါ်မယ်ဆိုထဲ့မယ်လေတဲ့အဲ့ဒါဆိုဟုတ်တယ်လေအဲ့လိုသွားအောင်ဒီကမောင်ယုံတော့အာလီတဲ့ထဲ့ထားလိုက်ပေါ့ချိန်တိုင်းကာလိုက်ပေါ့ဒါပဲရှိဒါကြီးကို support လုပ်မလို့လည်းမပေါ်ဘူးဖြစ်နေတယ်နိုဒီပိတ်ထားတယ်ဘရိုတောက်နေပြီရဲတော့တော့ငါတော့လည်းလိုက်နောက်လုံးနေလေသာစားပြီးလားနေလေသာနေရစားပြီးလို့အဲ့နိုးရဲ့စားပြီးမှကျွင်းနေမဟုတ်မှမနေ့ကလည်းကွာကွာတော့တမင်းတော့စားလာဘိုက်ကဘာဖြစ်နေတော့မသိစားမမှန်တော့ဒီနေ့တော့ထမင်းရင်စားပြီးမှကြည့်
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Well, look what the cat drugged in. Drugged? Is he on drugs?
Daily baby. Daily ထက်မိုက်တာပေးမလို့တဲ့သူရောဘလူးကဘလူးဖမ်းလာတယ်မသိဘူးအေးကြီးနဲ့သွားပြီကိုအားမေလူမောင်းပါပြီကိုအားမေမိုင်းနေငါကောင်အေးကြီးနဲ့ကောင်ပြေးနေတာကိုအားမေရောင်ကြီးဆလိုမိုကြီးနဲ့ဟာ
Wubba lubba dub dub.
ဟာအင်္ဂကြီးကစက်ကြည့်ရမှာလားထွက်ရမှာလားတော်ပြီလို့အဲ့လောက်ဆိုတော့ထွက်လိုက်တော့လောက်ရများတာကိုတို့ဟာဒီကမှာဘွဲပေါ်လာတာကွာကျွန်တော်ကြည့်မယ်ဆိုစောင့်နေဆိုတော့လာသေး
Nice aggressive ward they've got to LGD. So scouting both the Lina
and this
tier 2 access to the outpost.
TI တစ်နှစ်လုံး TI တောက်လျှောက်ကအဲ့လိုကြီးကြည့်ရတော့တော်တော်ဂဝမ်းသွား
A bit quiet from nothing to say overall. 3-3. Sure, he got the Laguna on Thompson earlier, but not the easiest game for him as we're seeing.
Fantasy လေးပြပါဦးနဲ့ပြမယ်လေဘရို Fantasy ကကျွန်တော်တင်ထားတယ်လေဘရိုတ Facebook မှာလည်းတင်တာ TikTok မှာလည်းတင်တာ
They still have catapult.
ကြည့်လိုက်လေအဲ့ရနေ
Maybe they'll just poke with some creeps there, but
တကူတကကြီးတော့ပြန်မဖွင့်တော့လေပွဲလာ
Oh, they expect Ame to head out and farm these camps.
အေးအာမီမောက်ပြန်အာမီမသိဘူးဗျာမျိုးစိုးပဲသိတယ်သူ
they just knew.
တေးွားပြီအောင်ကြီး
I mean,
ကြိုက်တယ်ကိုအားမေဘက်ကန်လာတာဆိုဒီနေ့က
they knew exactly that he was coming out of the base and going to those camps.
I mean, I guess it's Yuma who made the
Well,
call.
I mean,
And Yuma's
Buckeye
getting a
out.
lot of tips from his team this game, and now the push. Ame just died.
အာမီ26မိနစ် short
And he was
တော်သေးရကကိုမ LGD F4 တွေပါကင်မှုချောင်းနေတယ်တော်သေးဝင်းမဲ့တန်းကြုံလိုက်
Whoever got that
yeah,
read.
said we got to go check those camps.
ပွဲကြီးပြက်ချက်26မိ
That's
န
a
စ်
Rax.
ပြုတ်စင်ကိုအားမီတို့ချက်
26 minutes in.
They might even get the second set. They push
30 seconds without the carry. And as we
When
see,
I mean,
they haven't
if you
done
don't,
anything much
man.
without the carry.
ကိုလည်း F4 ထဲမလို့ဗျာဒီလား LGD အော်လို့မတော်တဆတွေကောင်းနေကမ်းဘက်ခံနေရပါဦးမယ်လေ
It's pretty crazy.
တော်
to
သေး
see,
မထဲမိပဲ
especially
ဝင်းရွယ်ကြုံလိုက်
in a meta right where we've had so many long games. 26 minutes in, taking
This is
2 sets of racks. We just haven't been seeing that this
မောင်းလေး
year.
မပေးဘူးလားပေးတာတွေလို့ Telegram ထဲမှာ Telegram မှာ
Might
ပေး
have
တာ
a half duration game here this time compared to most of them.
Crazy.
အားရနှစ်လမ်းမိက28မိနစ်
Versus
တေးပြီလေ
the individual like single target
ဝေး
abilities.
ပြအောင်ဆော့ရ
But
တော့
there's not just these single targets. It's a lot that they have on the side of LGD. Well, that is a pretty monstrous advantage they've gotten now. 2 full sets. Probably one of the best Aegis uses.
1000 fighting
Yeah, I mean, just to
He didn't have to use it.
1000 fighting
games, it does just feel like LGD.
Hey, boy, they are the good shoot of this.
When it comes to what
Hey,
they
look.
have done on the map.
ကျွတ်တော့တာကျွေးလေးကျဲနေကိုရီးယားမှာဟိုပါကကွားနေကိုသွားပြီးထဲကိုင်း
Not
ကျဲ
able to really rally around, nothing
ဝ
to
မ်းဝင်း
say.
ချင်နေလေးတဲ့ဒီနေ့ကတော့လက်ွက်ပဲနိုင်မယ်ထင်တယ်
To
ဘ
be
ရို
anticipated, but this one
အိုင်ဝင်
it's
ကောင်းလာပါပြီ
incredibly quiet.
အိုင်ဝင်တော်တော်ကောင်းလာ
This one, the algorithm's given this one much less of a
ကောင်းလာတဲ့
chance
တင်း
than
နဲ့မဆိုးလာတဲ့တင်းနဲ့လည်းတီးရတီးတာ
And feels like they have every answer. It really, truly does on the other side of LGD. And as I said, it's all before even the 20 town, which is when the Venge just actually rips everyone to shred with that tiny. So.
I mean, I guess this is the question as well. You know, you're talking about obviously how it did have a lot of nerfs, but now after this game, are people going to be looking at Whisper Beastmaster and be like, you know what,
Army is the
maybe
follow-up
the
now.
Axe Beastmaster is going to come back in and play this TI.
ညီလေးကကျန်နော်ဒီနေ့တော်တော်ကျန်
The
ညီ
lane
လေး
that he's up again, even though he
ဒါပေမဲ့
didn't
ညီလေးလည်း
dominate
ဒီ
the
နေ့
lane,
ဘက်ကန်
in
အောင်
particular,
ပဲ
it was enough.
သိ
And
ခဲ
I
တော့မကောင်း
love that he did go for the Axe this game.
Trying to turn with the fight here, the solo guy, but the bushwork
ဟောဟောဟောကြော်ပါပြီနှစ်သက်လုံးချောပြီဟောဟော
stun on him, they'll get him a second
ဟော
shot.
အဲရိုးရဲ့ second အဲရိုးရဲ့ဇာတာကြီးကွာပလိန်ဟမ်တေဝါပြီးထွက်လာတဲ့အတူအဲရိုးထက်မယ်
From XG, yeah, taking Yuma properly out of the game, the twice.
ယူမလည်းပြောတာပြောတော်တော်မကောင်းတာနော်
Involved as well, too.
ဒီမှာနတ် position နေဆိုအနာကန်ခက်ဝေးလေးမနေအနေရတဲ့နေကမာဖြုတ်ခဲ့တာလေ LGD မလားအလေ
Or do they feel
Man,
they
man,
can't
man,
do
bro.
this?
Let's probably just back up and farm again, right? With the way that XG's been playing, that's just kind of a...
ပြန်တော့မတွေးတော့ဘူးနဲ့တွေ့နော်ဘာလို့အကယ်ဒီမှာသာ LGD နိုင်ပြီးတော့နေကမာပြန်ရှုံးရင်အမှတ်ကတွတ်တူပါမှာ
But they still are playing
တခြားအသင်းတွေကတွေးမယ်လို့ထင်တယ်နေကမာ LGD ပြန်မတွေးတော့
He's going to be shoving in onto their side now, giving all that extra information to LGD to play
ဘယ်
around.
များဆော့အောင်လို့နေကမာရှုံးမိတာလားမ
Different
သိ
style build here. I think I've seen him do this before, though. Early overwhelming blink. Can be annoying.
ညီလေးကိုလည်းဘာလို့ဘက်ကန်မှာလဲအော်ကောင်းလို့
Picked up from these
I like
guys,
it.
but sure.
It's a decent bit of attack piece, though, right?
လက်ကတူတူလောက်ဝဲပဲ separate နဲ့ညီလေးတို့နဲ့လက်ကတူတူပဲအော်ရတာကွာနေ
extra punches in. You jump on top of them and suddenly they have to kind of put the BKBs early and such.
ပြီးတော့ norm ကြီးလည်းတော်တော်ကောင်း
Crazy
နေတယ်
about it, but I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, it's Thompson. He tends to have his own style of build. So
တဖြည်းဖြည်းနဲ့တော့
LGD.
ညီကနှစ်လန်းလို့သာပြောတာကွာနောက်ကတိတ်မကွာဘူးနော်တာတောင်တာနေသေးတယ်ကာရမ်းမလားမသိ
Coming up in the next minute and a half or so. Probably want to get a good war.
နေထားကားမဲ့နေထားရောက်တယ်အချိန်ကြီးရ
Whisper now with a full BKB as well. See the courier.
Or they can jump the Murano if they
ကိုတူကြီးဘက်ကနေကားမဲ့ဖြစ်နေကွာမေတို့ကွာမေတို့နောက်ဝက်ကြီးရတိတ်အဆင်မပြေနေ
react.
စပီအာဘာကြီးမနေလေ
Put everything onto Yuma.
အာတေဝါပြန်ပြီလို့ကိုငိမ့်မောင်လည်း
Whisper did get the BKB off. So Whisper's going to try and
ဘာညာဘူးကြီးအဆင်မပြေတော့ဘူးရောက်လှိတ်သေးနေ
But though turns throws the axes out. Arme moving him with
His
the BKB,
BKB.
trying to find the
နောက်ကျနေတာတောက်ဆန်းနောက်ကျနေတာ
Caught him in the bushwhack.
BKB အစ်စ်ကြီးနဲ့တူတယ်ကွာဟိုကောင်သွားမူလိုက်အပြည့်ဘူးဒီမမူသေးဘူး BKB အစ်စ်ကြီး
Full HP. He can turn
သေးသေးဘူးဗျာတသက်တော်မသေးဘူးဗျာဒါပေမဲ့မလောက်ဖြစ်နေပြီ
Can Ame get out also?
အာမီနောက်ကိုတော့ share လိုက်တယ်ဗျာ လွဲသွားပြီလွဲသွားပြီ
Second, he'll have another blink. He's into the trees. Nothing to
လွတ်
stop
သွားပြီ
TP. Ame gets away.
ဟဲ့ကမ်းဘက်ခံနေရတောက်လျှောက်ကြီးကို
It looks like they were gonna lose Ame or XXS.
ဘာညာဝီပဲလိမ့်သေးနေလုံး
Kills and clean up out immediately afterwards too, cleaning up Yuma. He does still have his illusion alive, and now FY might just get caught.
တောက်ဆန်းဘယ်ကိုနောက်ကျနေရမသိတောက်ဆန်းနောက်ကျပဲလား
Is it in range for the swap?
Blink in a second.
He's okay.
အဲ့မတက်ဘူးကတောက်ဆန်းဘာဖြစ်လို့
Nice moves from XG. Catching LGD a bit off guard. They weren't all together at that moment there. They're able to combo the Venge down. That is the name of
ဒါ
the
တွေက
game. If they
ကောင်း
can
သ
get
လို
the
လို
Venge
မ
at
ကော
the
င်းသ
start
လို
of
လေ
things, and there's
ဂျာ
a
ကြီး
swap
တို့က
out
လည်း
of
မနေ့က
Solar
ရှုံးသွားတာ
Guardian.
ဒီတဲ့
We've seen.
ဟမ်
That's quite the build.
That would
ဂျာ
be
ကြီး
a
တို့က
spicy
ရှုံးသွား
one.
လို့လားနိုင်သွားတာမဟုတ်လား liquid
Game Radiance.
That would be weird too. But you know what? Like I said, it's Thompson, so who knows?
Who knows? I don't know if he's
That one
gonna
I don't
do
really
it,
like
'cause
that much
one-
either.
Getting the Radiant Slate that's definitely a move. I mean, I'm all for the crazy
ဂျာ
stuff.
ကြီးတို့နိုင်သွားတာပါ
You wouldn't
liquid
see
2
anyone
1
else do this.
ဘယ်လဲစားပြီ
Has completely dropped down.
နိုင်သွားလို့နိုင်တဲ့ကောင်ရဲ့ကောင်နဲ့ပြန်တွေ့ပြီ
He's changing it up. He's giving up
အေး
on
ဗန်းညက်ဘူးတရိုးပြန်ပြီဗန်းညက်ဘူးတရိုးနေပြန်ပြီဒီကဘေးကောင်ကြီးကလိမ့်သေးနေလုံးလို့
They do turn with the stun over towards X-Nova. X-Nova gets the leap off.
ဟာကြားမယူဟောင်းချလိုက်တာအမှားကြီးနော်အားမေကိုဟောင်းမဲဟောင်းဟောင်းရမရှိတော့ဘူးမလို့ဘူးတဲ့အားမေကလည်းတေးတယ်ဗျာမဟောင်းလဲမဟောင်းလဲရှော့တယ်အိစိတ်ဆက်လဲအိစိတ်ဆက်တော့လွတ်သွားပြီ
That's Ame gone. Can get Yuma losing their own tiny.
ဖရန်တကာ
Once, but he just comes back and ends up getting the swap off anyway.
I couldn't kill him a second time this time round.
အိန္ဒိယရဲ့စကန်မာယုံ
Whisper
နေ
continues to be the actual carry, right? Just over and over again. Sure, you're killing him, you're killing Yuma, but Whisper.
ဒီနေ့နိုင်တဲ့လူတွေ4 win နဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီနေ့နိုင်တဲ့လူတက်ပြီ bro 4 win နဲ့ perfect win နဲ့တက်ပြီထိတ်ဆုံးသွားတယ်ကျွန်တော်ကပါရီနိုင်စီချင်တာပေါ့နော် prediction ထဲမှာထည့်ထားတယ်အဲ့တော့ဗတ်ထားတာတော့ separate
I like this. I'm okay with the Shivas.
I mean,
Pena.
Sounds nice.
Almost certainly the most likely. Actually, I saw his Whisper, of course, going for the defuse. Was looking for the disperser.
Sure. And Whisper, an Orchid now picked up for him as well too. Difficult for their
ကာမယ်ဆိုပြီးကိုအားမေကြီးလိုက်တာတဲ့ကာမကာရင်တော့ဦးလေအေးရောမလိုပါဘူးတော့ကိုအားမေဒါကြီးကြီးရတယ်အလေခွဲပဲထားမှာလားလေခွဲပဲထားမှာ
Like they can get out here.
ခေကမပြီးသေးဘူးဗျဘူဒီဘတ်တွေဖြစ်
Give it to Yuma. Whisper has
Okay,
yet to
but
really
they
be
shot
frustrated
doing
with
it
these
like
fights,
the
so if Yuma just wants to play with that. He's level 19 now and
အေးနိုးနဲ့ဘလို့မှဆင်မ
almost
ပြေ
20
နေ
now.
ဒီ
Fully
တော့
C5
ဘိုင်ဘတ်စီ
success.
ပါ
Starting to gain a bit more damage here, as we said. The three
Kaluya,
cores
Kaluya.
side of XG. It's just it's a lot
Kamala,
of
Kamala,
a
do it.
lot of ways that LGD can just fight, and now at this point, the next fight, it's 7 heroes they have to go through because of the way that this Venge has, and maybe even more if he buys back in between the two. So there's a lot of different, a lot of different things that LGD can do.
တူဘူးကြီးလား
But XG hanging on.
ကိုအားမေတို့မှာ nothing to say တို့ကီလေးပဲကောင်းတော့ဟိုမှာဖုတ်လေးချထားပြီကာလိုက်ပါ
Venge 20. See how much he actually
ကာ
gets
လိုက်
from
ကာလိုက်
momentarily
ပွဲမပြီးသေးလို့လားပွဲပြီးသွားအောင်လို့ကာအောင်
It's going to go up pretty high.
Really, really
ပွဲပြီး
high.
တော့မဟုတ်ဘူးပွဲဟောကာမယ်ဆိုလို့အော်လိမ့်ကြတာကာမရတော့
Mate. Looking for
Quia.
the heart next.
တပင်တော့ဘာတုံးလဲဘာမှမတုံးဘူး
But it isn't normally something you see on the tiny, right?
No, usually you want this data list for the big explosive hits with your damage, but okay.
Just want some sort of way to be guaranteed to live through any kind of raw attempts onto him.
ဘိုင်းဆိုင်မသိဘူးကြံ
I'm surprised because
Like,
it
you
feels
need to
the
know
long
when I'm
fights
doing
do
it,
more
made
than-
it
I'm
anyway.
like trying to think about the reasoning because like I feel like they want more explosive damage rather than going for the long fights because I feel like LGD and the long fights are just better.
I mean, it's your Beastmaster, DK, and
တော်
Venge.
စမ်းကြီးနဲ့
They do all sound like 3 cores that don't mind a long fight.
Yeah, and with the coddle as well too, blasting the heals. I thought that Ame would just go for more
He
explosive.
might change it. I think
တ
he's
ပင်
got
ကြီးပြီးသွားမှ
Spencer. Yeah,
profile picture ချိန်လိုက်ဟောမပြီးသေးဘူးရှင်းကြီးဆောင်အောင်
Either
ဘ
way,
ယ်
right?
ကြီး
It is difficult to itemize at this point.
စပင်တော့ကလည်းမိမကတ်တော့ရတယ်ဝယ်စရာမလိုဘူးတဲ့
Some of the Shivas.
မှန်မယ်ဘရို
On top of that overwhelming blink.
Very
annoying once he gets the jump on them.
They're this tiny.
Early BKBs.
𝐴𝐚𝐴's attack speed is going to be dreadful.
It's going to be.
He has like no attack speed already. Throw that in on top.
BKB, he's got to kill a whole lot of people.
He really
and
does.
You're
and
right.
that's why I'm saying, like,
doesn't get the daedalus.
Yeah, that's
how much damage
too.
are you actually getting out doing that BKB?
Yeah, we'll see if he does actually commit for this. He's got to be careful right now with his positioning as well, too. They are starting to sandwich on top of him.
And maybe also just trusting that his
BB order တဲ့ပြပေးပါတယ်။ဒီပွဲပြီး separate ပွဲကြည့်မှာဘယ်။
That's okay, that is kind of fair.
ဒီပွဲစောစောစီးပြီးငကမာပွဲလေးများသွားကြည့်ရမလားလို့ဒီပွဲမပြီးတော့ဟာ
That is true.
ဒီကနလန်းစောကြီးရပြီးတော့တစ်တကယ်လည်းဗန်ချက်ဘူးသုံးမကြလို့အဲ့လောက်ကြာနေ
Yeah, the kind of
big
physical that they've had recently is that the AC's been added
တတင်လို့ရတယ်ဆိုပြီးလိမ့်သေးတာဟိုဘက်ကောင်နေပတ်စံနေစွတ်တက်နေအလုံး
might be hard to
သူ့နောက်ဝက်ကြည့်တော့အောက်ဆုံးရောက်ကယ်ရီလို့တော့ပြောတာမေးကန်တော့မယ်မေးကန်တော့မယ်
do not lack in the damage department.
Double catapults.
ဒီတိုင်းဆိုတော့တက်လို့မရဘူးသိ
With the banner. They have an arrow to deal with. One, if they want to do the same thing, they have a 4-step like they did last time. Last time they have the banner range as well.
ငါကပြောင်းပြီးသားကြီးလို့တော့ဝါရတော့
Second arrow going to be up soon though for 𝐓𝐴 to take out the next catapult. And it looks like LGD just a bit hesitant to just force the issue here.
ဒီတိုင်းဆိုတဲ့ China ဒေါ်လာတဲ့ဓာတ်တော့မယ်တဲ့1000 TI ရဝါရင်တဲ့ဘယ်လိုလုပ်မလဲတရမရလောက်ဘူးတော့ညဖြစ်တော့ဖြစ်နိုင်လောက်တော့ဘာလို့ယူမလက်ကြည့်ပြီးတော့မဖြစ်နိုင်တော့မှသိပါ application ပြန်ချိန်တော့ယူမအရင်လက်ပြန်ရရင်တော့ဖြစ်နိုင်တကယ်ယူမဘာဖြစ်သွားလဲမသိ TI ညာဟုတ်ပြတ်
back up get tormentor they're just being efficient on the map now at this point
again it just from XG they're literally
so
နေကမ TI ရဝါတော့ဖြစ်နိုင်
they don't want to leave the base they're terrified
LGD TI ရတော့ဖြစ်နိုင်လောက်တော့
not a whole lot happening really from XG side of things
ယူမယူဘတ်တွေနေ
they're feeling that
တူတွေများပြီးတဲ့အားမေတို့ကမစော့တတ်တော့ဦးလည်းကာမနေနဲ့မှန်မယ်
they're like all right guys let's just maximize efficiency gold lead jumps by like 4k in just a couple of seconds here
ဝါမေလေဖြတ်ချက်တွေ
boots of travel okay on the coddle he's like yeah boy you can just farm I'll boots of travel I'll just gonna scale more
they can get all the waves pushed in and yeah to take as much as he can from the map.
Yeah, with the way the game state is going, right? He's just like
Navi le be where wa mana mthi Navi ကနီးပြချိန်မှရပါလား player လေးတွေကကောင်းရတာလေနီးပြဘာလို့လုပ်လို့ပပန်းတွေကြီးလိုက်ရင်ကွမ်း
Not like this for KJ. I was hoping somebody would buy the Vlads for the team. He's going to be the one that goes in on the
Roshan
I feel like we're starting to see that bit more from teams right now. It used to be one of those times that just got ignored completely, right?
Yeah,
but now teams are starting to pick up a Vlads here and there again.
Yeah, really nice when you have just multiple different right clickers. It's going to synergize beautifully with the Venge.
ဂျာကြီးတဲ့ပွဲရှာနေပြန်ပြီတဲ့ဒီနေ့ပွဲရှာ no D ပိတ်ထားတယ်ဘယ်လိုပွဲရှာ
one connection on how much
ကြာတော့သိတော့မသိလိုက်တကယ်ပေးတဲ့လူတွေတွေ့ရင်ဟိုကားကြိတ်နေဦးအားနာကြ
And the reduced damage for Wave Terror, is their entire damage or is their base damage?
Base damage. Wait, actually, I think it is entire.
Yeah, it's total.
Yeah, it's total. Yeah.
It is total, yeah. So.
Because I remember with the it's enchant totems as well, right? If you catch a shake.
Maybe that's why I don't want to get Daedalus then. Because then his total attack damage is higher than if he has a heart. So he doesn't want it to get stolen.
I mean, yeah, okay, I guess, but yeah.
Then you still don't have any yourself.
Then you don't have any damage yourself, exactly, so. Lead growing dramatically.
I mean, they've still got more to grow, right? Whisper can get this disperser.
I mean, Thompson has an insane amount to grow because he just got like he's got this like anti-carry build rather than a carry build.
Anti-carry big.
Having a lot of fun.
And yeah, they're just not really able to step outside too safely.
Yeah, မတတ်တော့ပါဘူးတဲ့။မတတ်တော့ပူစီနေတာဟုတ်နှစ်ဖက်
They're coming out now of the base.
Doesn't hit the tiny, hits the Dawn, gets plus like 100 damage.
final ကိုလည်းမနစ်ကလို့ဘီယာဘိုင်းမှာကတ်ဆိုရှိသေးလားဆိုတော့ပြောရတယ်ပြောတာ confirm တော့မဖြစ်သေးဘူးလုံးဖြစ်ဖို့တော့များတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ရက်ကတော်တော်ကတ်နေပြီလုံးမကျင်းနေရလားမသိ
you can make use of such a high amount of net worth on this hero as a carry.
And he isn't even the true carry in this game, right? As we've said, it's been Whisper the whole time. Soon to hit that 25. 6,000 ahead of the next hero. Flawless game so far, pretty much from him.
Yeah, I think more teams might start be looking at the Beastmaster with the Ags again. Despite the fact that it fell out of favor. If Whisper can find a way to make it work this game, I'm sure there's other games as well where it can.
XG wanting to get outside. They've been stuck in the base for a very long time, trying to probably prepare for the Roche.
I guess that's the risky thing as well, right, for Ame going for this heart. It does mean they're also making these plays where he has 4k gold not spent.
True.
As opposed to where he might have felt that he could get like the small crit and still have money for a potential
buyback.
Something a bit bigger. He doesn't have to play with here. Not at the moment.
BG liquid. Hey, maybe.
He has an
It's
gonna be a get the
ကွာမေပါတေမလားတော့အေးမိပြီကွာမေမိသွားပြီသွားပြီကွာမေ BKB မကြီးဘူးဗျာစလိုဟန်နေတယ်ဗျာ
Look at the damage on
BKB မကြီးပါဘူးလေဗျာ
225 when he retires the tiny. Oh my god.
တိုင်းနေမှာတိတိနဲ့မကြီးတာဟော
plus 225 is like 570
တက်ပြီနဲ့တွေ့ high ground
574 and then
ဖိုင်နေကဘယ်နေ့လဲတဲ့23ရက်နေ့ပြီ23ရက်နေ့
It's like plus 200 damage or something. He literally had over 200 more damage. Yeah. Off a good wave of Terra.
It is pretty crazy. One of their strategies. I think I've only seen LGD be the team that does it versus that Tiny, so it's been some time. 17k lead now.
Yeah, it's looking pretty comfortable here for LGD.
Yeah, XG perhaps feeling a bit desperate with that move.
Hey, man, what? No, hold it, no.
Many ways to protect you.
Hold it. Vamos a people.
Seconds without Arme.
Good Lotus. He was about to get swapped.
I'm gonna say that swap would have had him. Success will live.
That they say she there.
At least by time for Arme.
Say that she in there.
LGD just playing it very safe. They're gonna back away, wait for the Roche themselves again here.
Which are you not at all?
And
flying here.
It feels like in the last 10 minutes or more.
BKB though.
It does feel indeed he's sort of been stuck in this state of the game where he's just kind of
walking around.
Literally only gotten 1,000 gold in the last 5 minutes as the carry.
What
you want to see.
It's a tough one here for XG. They are
They said it just feels like LGD, they've had all the answers for quite some time in this game, and yeah, just blowing open the game with those double racks has just had them, given them so much extra freedom. XG, like you said, this is desperate, but they got seen. That ward did see the smoke. LGD claiming the high ground position.
Rushan, Luma, Lagami. Rushan, Luma, la Toti Mala.
These supports are monstrously farmed as well too for LGD since they've just been able to sit back and
say they mishi you got top san Mavi, Mount Thousand
no damage.
Mount Thousand Army on Piandino. I don't know
to find
ဟုတ်တယ်လိုက်ကျုံနေပြီတယ်လီကော်ပတာဖင်ရတယ်လီကော်ပတာတေးသေးဘူးကတယ်လီကော်ပတာအမှမူးရတယ်နှစ်ကောင်ခုတ်ပြီးအားမေကွန်ဘိုပေးတယ်တကောင်မှမသေးဘူးဒမ်းမထွက်တော့ဘူးအားမေကကီးပါတော့ခုတ်လာတယ်ကြားနေအခုမှရှော့သွားလီနာတောင်ညာနဲ့ပြုတ်ကြသွားပြီသွားပြီရှော့သွားပြီဟဲ့ဟေးကန်အောင်လို့နော်အားမေပါရှော့တော့
But just getting the Kotl cost them two of their own lives, one of them being that of the mid, and they had to go so deep for so little.
Keep on man,
frustration and desperation, just trying to get any of these catches.
You don't know Pasane Pianpiama. Oh, the Pasane Yera, 5% Yera
is a 1600 crit that I saw there.
After those wave of towers, yeah.
Now the Roche will go down. And yeah, the damage from Ame, it's just not there. Not by any means at this point.
Did he spend up on anything?
Not before that move.
Yeah, he's doing it. Afu 9 Afu 90. Boy 9 with Jana.
Alright, now he spells up. They're just buying multiple hearts.
Okay. I mean, heart is a good item. It is a good item.
It is.
This is going to be good enough to turn this one around on the two of them. They're down 17k gold
အ
right
တင်း
now.
စုနဲ့အားမရဟာတာဟာသူရကြော်သူ thank you ပါဘရို
LGD's heroes also.
မမရှစ် gateway ပေးလိုက်တာ
When you mention like the 1600 crits coming out from you,
ဝက်သူကပိတ်ထားပါလေဆိုဟမ် monetization ပိတ်ထားတာအတင်းကြီးမမတွေပေးနေတာကိုလိုလေ
Or the 3 times course with the Aegis, the Vengeance is just going to destroy you.
And XG's damage just feels very pathetic. It feels very
And I look at the Hydra's breath, right? That
ဟိုင်းလေး
does
ပေးရင်ရ
some
ပါ
sort
ပြီ
of
ဗျ
damage, right? Depending on the percentage.
It does.
Got more HP, it's going to do more damage to you.
Yeah.
အေး
Nice,
အေး
looks fantastic here
မောင်
for
တောင်ဆန်း
LGD.
အေးချင်းမပါဘူးနော်ရွာမောင်တောင်ဆန်းရွာ
They get to slip for the final set.
ဟိုကမီဂါချိုးစရာရှိမချိုးဘူးဗန်းညဘူးကဘယ်ကိုဆင်းလာ
Mate.
အဲအားမေ
Oh my
တော်
God,
သေး
that
တယ်
was insanely risky.
တော်သေးတယ်တော်သေးတယ်
Oh, XXS.
Hey, move like we buff it though.
Swapped out.
Back onto XXS.
Oh, like it. Yeah, they get okay, Wabi. ဟိုကောင်အားမေပဲတင်တာတော့ခုတ်မရအောင်ဒီအောမီကဖြစ်ပြီအောမီကဖြစ်အာမီဝင်ခုတ်ပြီအာမီဝင်ခုတ်ပြီဝင်ခုတ်တာလားဝင်ခုတ်ခံတာလားမသိသေးတော့မယ်ဟာ
Finally gets the BKB off, but he's so low. The jump comes in from FY Solar Guardian as well. They'll take you out the once. That's the Aegis gone.
အေးချတော့ကြောက်သွားပြီ top ဆန်း3အောင် stand
Look how
3အောင် slow
XXS.
ရပြီအဲ့လောက်ဆိုရပြီ
By the stun into the hook wing pushback. He's out for good. 90
အဲ့
seconds.
လောက်ဆိုအောမီကဖြစ်သွားပြီဗျာ
The mega creeps are out.
Oh man, this Thompson build too, it's very annoying versus this team. Look at Ame. He can't move.
ပွက်ပြီးပြီပွက်ပြီးပြီ
And these last 2 games, they've really looked
အောင်းနိုင်လို့စီအောင်းနိုင်လို့စီပါပဲအာဘွားနဲ့အသေးလေးဆွဲလဲ
A distant memory. After seeing the performance here in game 2 and game 3 from LGD.
Roar.
Another one.
Godlike.
ဝစ်စပါဂေါ်လိုက်
Close it up. They're going to try one final attempt to hold them back as they look towards Yuma. But Ame, he's gone out of the game.
ပြီးသွားပြီ GG ပါပြီဗျာဒီပွဲရှုံးတဲ့ကောင်ပြုတ်ပြီလားမပြုတ်သေးဘူးနဲ့နော်
We'll take this series 2-1 with a very impressive game 2 and now game 3.
ဒီပွဲရှုံးတဲ့ကောင်ပြုတ်၄ပွဲစရိုက်ရှုံးတာဖြစ်သွားပြီလားခဏတော့ကြည့်လိုက်
There was probably a lot of little individual things. Stopping the Solar Guardian, swapping at the first Solar Guardian as well too. So many different things he was able to do.
အော်၄ပွဲစရိုက်ရှုံးတဲ့ကောင်ကဟူလူကနီးပါ
Just doing things a little bit different with their picks, with their item builds.
HG က
absolutely
HG က3ပွဲပဲရှုံးသွားသေးတာဟူလူကနီကိုတော့နိုင်တာတဲ့နောက်တော့ဝဲပြန်နိုင်မနိုင်မောက်ပြီပေါ့
And they do not have to play for
ဟူလူကနီတသိန်းခံတော်သေးအောင်အိမ်ပြည်သိန်းတွေပါ
2-2 a record. We'll
ဘွဲမှာလည်းမနိုင်ဘူးပွားမေတော့ရှင်းသွားပြီ
3-2 later.
Eyes on top lane.
We've
Not
got to
what you
start
wanna
getting
have
some of these.
ဒီကမှာဖြုတ်နေတာဘုတ်နေတာ
Got to start getting some of these culling blades going. Huh?
BG ကျေးခေါ်သွားပြီလားဟေ့
Killing kills from Axe.
BG ကျေးခေါ်သွားသေးလားမသိလိုက်
Mana for a culling blade on a previous kill either. He was like literally 2 mana short. It's been a little bit sad for him. Getting KS.
Yeah, he does have the soul ring, so you know should be able to have enough mana in these fights. But yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the drawbacks of having heroes like Wind
BG
Ranger
လည်းကျေးမခေါ်တဲတဲကြီး
and big power shot spells coming in. They kind of steal your kills a lot of the time.
Those League of Legends heroes. Full screen skill shot.
ဒုံးကကားကျိတ်နေရပဲကွာ
Steady as we go for
Don't
the
catch it.
Viper still keeping up in terms of net worth. Always a worry if mid lane Viper starts to drag behind, but he's top 3 with Boots of Travel able to join from across the map. So he can play kind of like we've seen Underlords and Dawn.
အဲ့ဒါနေနေကမှာထုနေတာဟောရလားအောက်လန်းတာဝါတော့မယူရသေးဘူးနော် bro
Into the action if you're needed.
အောက်လန်း first တာဝါတော့မယူရသေးဘူးနေကမှာ
To do this because your gank initiation.
ထုနေရတော့မဟုတ်တော့လားအော်သူတို့လည်းတာဝါမပေးရသေးဘူးကဒီဘက်တာဝါမယူရေးဆော့နေရပဲ ဟိုကနေကမှာမစ်တာဝါကြီးဆိုလည်းမပေးရသေးစေဗလင်းတာဝါကြီးလည်းမပေးရ
Together with the hoodwink, and you can just farm away.
နိုဒီတွေတက်နေတယ်လေးတဲ့သိလိုက်ဘူးဘာဖြစ်သွားတာ
So you could TP.
နိုဒီပိတ်ထားတာ bro
It's true.
I guess we don't.
အာညာတီးမဲ့ဂျာကြီးတဲ့ကြောက်ပြီလို့ thank you ပါ bro
I mean, at least
thank you
the Dominator is still seeing some play.
နိုဒီတက်တာမသိလိုက်ဘူးပဲပိတ်ထားတာကြောက်လို့ဒီက
Busted, but
ညီလေးတို့ပဲနော်
also
တဲ့
certain heroes. I don't miss the
ညီလေးတို့ပဲညီလေးတို့ပဲလားညီလေးတို့ဘက်ကန်ထားတယ် bro
Dominator every game. Even mid
ဖိတ်တော့မကောင်းပါဘူးညီလေးတို့ဘက်ကန်ထား
Dominator pipe every game? No, why not? Oh, low enough. What's this? Tiny combo plus Doom. Toss up.
ကဲရောပါပြီကဲ
Come with a third.
အဘွားတွေပေးနေပြီ
Get caught by the Lotus pool.
Just a little bit too far out. Didn't expect them to play down here. Mid.
Oh, look
Just
at
a solo kill.
900
With a blade mail.
လမားပွဲဖြစ်နေတာဟိုငါလမားနော်လမားဆိုလိုကေးသွားပြီ
I think 𝐓𝐴𝐚 just thought he could blink away from anyone trying to catch him, but unfortunately not fast enough reactions. Divide gets him. And that's just insane for 𝐴𝐴𝐚, who has a, pretty decent early game, but now feeling really good being level 17.
Oh, now Sumail, he's on to Xinkyu.
မာလိုက်လားဟိုပဲ
To kill off the ET straight on.
ကြံသွားတာပဲကြာကြီးကြာ
But I think 𝐴𝐴𝐚 gonna have to do even more thinking.
ဖြစ်သေးပါဘူးကွာပေးသွားလူတွေပေးသွားလူတွေမတည်ဘူးဖြစ်
Back into this game, desperately scrambling for his BKB on a Shadow Fiend, a hero who has soaked up so much net worth and has had so little impact. Now I start to wonder. Hang on, Shiro, with Y, Sumail and Omar say, okay, fine.
ဒီပွဲဘယ်ကောင်နိုင်မှန်းလည်းမသိဘူးကွာတရိုးနေတယ်
Take a tiny kill, thank you very much. Divide doesn't get the dunk again.
ငါထွက်မပြေးတော့လီကြီးရှိရတာအဖင်ဟိုးရတယ်အင်ဒိုဇန်ထွက်ပြေးတော့
This time it was Divide's fault. He miscalculated the dunk. Goes on cooldown for 1 minute now.
ကိုအမီတို့ကလည်းရေးကြီးသွားပြီတဲ့ကြီးသွားပြီလို့ငါတော့သားနဲ့ပွဲနေပြီပါတော့ပါပြီလို့ကြောက်နေ
They felt safe.
လူဒီတွေပါပိတ်ထားတာဒီနေ့
Two observer wards nearby, but the rotations have been really good. With the Blink Dagger on Wind Ranger now as well, she can help with that initiation that they're lacking from the mid laner.
Dire are scanning.
It really has felt quite sluggish from VG Gaming in Game 1. And I feel like the same compliments we had for Enigma Galaxy previously stand here and breaking down laning stage and having all these little moves. Just lots of little pokes, right? I think Omar does a tremendous job playing forward, sometimes dying, but consistently getting under the skin of your opponents, giving vision to heroes like 𝐴𝐴𝐚, who desperately need it. Starting out all the little fights wherever needed.
ညီလေးတို့ပွဲကားတယ်မတွေ့ဘူးဟောတဲ့ထဲမရဘူး
Kind of hero. He's
လာမယ်လေးဘရိုခဏလေး
Hoodwink, like a Hoodwink and a Wyvern duo, are actually ganking and killing people.
Yeah, this goes back to what you were saying the other day about how, Chinese meta, they kind of want to get their 3... Oh, they're on our ward. They went to Invis, but they were...
ဒီနေ့ရောယုံကြည်သူတွေပဲလား
Okay.
နေကမ VG ကနေကြေးခေါ်ပြီးတော့ VG ကျုံးလို့ကြေးကမခေါ်ဘူးဖြစ်
Back away.
နေကမအားလီမဂိမ်းနေ
Yeah, so what are the 3 items VG need?
I mean, they need the 3 items. They need BKB. The
လိုင်းကဘာထားဖြစ်တာလဲမသိဒုက္ခတော့ရောက်ကြီးအစ်
third item for the SF here, also the next item for Doom, is going to be BKB. And they want these badly. But we've seen from Enigma playing with less items, making stuff happen earlier, and that can be really crucial. Why?
အဲ့တည်ပြန်ပြီဝိုင်းဆိုတာလေ
You're not part of this team. It's like
where were we dropping, boys? Where are we going?
It's like in Counter-Strike or something, you're stuck behind a corner, and the rest of the enemy team walks past you, you walk behind them pretending to be them. Like, no, it doesn't work.
Just be cool, dude.
Man.
Just be cool.
Radiant are scanning.
Imagine there was a hero like that, like the spy in TF2, where you could pretend.
Fantasy point ဘယ်လောက်ရပြီလဲတဲ့အေးလို့မေးနေနော်ဒီနေ့မှာနော်ဟောနိုင်မှာပြန်ကြည့်လိုက်အတန် SMP တယ် Thank you ပါ bro နာမည်ကဖတ်ကြတာ
Never mind that there were 2
တစ်မျိုးပဲဟာ
on the same team.
There are 2 anti-mages.
Thank you
Kind of strange. I could have sworn we didn't have 2 PLs, but okay. Actually, I think it was before PL's time even. I don't think PL existed already. Yeah, it was.
You like that ပြီးပြောနေတာလေအာမီတို့ PC ပွေးမပွင့်တော့ဦးတဲ့ဘာလို့နေမှမသိဘူးတဲ့ဘာလို့လဲဒီဘတ်တာကံ bro ရှုပ်လို့ Fantasy point ရှာပေးနေရတယ်ဖြစ်အောင်မပြောမရ
Especially if you're an anti-mage. Yeah, because you just put
VIM ရတယ်ဘလို့ဝင်ရလဲတဲ့ VIM ကအခွန်ကြီး bro မဝင်ပါနဲ့
Cool. Alright, so big time.
တော်လည်းပြန်ဖြုတ်လို့မရလို့ဖြုတ်လို့ရဖြုတ်လိုက်ပြီ
BKB.
မဖြုတ်တတ်လို့
By all means ready to go and do stuff. They have Glimmer Cape over on the Elder type.
YouTube policy ချိန်တာဘာမှဆက်လုပ်လို့မရဘူး
Pieces are here and they won't get much stronger anytime soon.
Fantasy point 4900နဲ့နဲလိုက်တာလို့နော်
600 more gold on Tiny getting
4900နဲတော်တော်နဲတာပဲ
a long way until they get their next round of items.
တွေးရတဲ့အတင်း LGD ကို
happen right now. Enigma
ဒီက trade တွေဝီရ trade တွေဝီလို့မရဘူး trade တွေဝီနဲ
sliding
ဆောင်း
back. They realize they know the triple BKB timing is strong. They're respecting it and they're grouping more.
Yeah, sit together, play together, slay together. 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 Gaming very potent right now when they're all grouped up. Trying to sweep through that bottom jungle first before approaching the enemy ancients. But so far, no targets spotted, nobody to jump on. And it's not
you might need gang tank here with like Wyvern or something. Just
might have to
go in and soak the possible smoke rotation.
Because it's also Tiny with a shield rune. That's like 5,500 health that 𝐓𝐡 has right now. He would love to launch himself into battle. And they've got an observer ward that could see the approach of 𝐓𝐴 Galaxy, but right now it's only Viper showing on the lane in that mid spot. And 𝐓𝐴 sat under their own high ground ward.
Camera ကြီးပေါ်ထောင်အောင်အေး camera ဘာဖြစ်နေလဲ
Bottom lane.
တက်ကြိုးနေတယ်
Seems like they're going to make a move.
အပေါ်ပဲထောင်နေချိန်တော့
I feel like they waited long enough.
camera နေမကောင်းဘူးရ
They're just waiting for some male.
ပိုက်မိပါအောက်ပေါ်ထောင်ထောင်နေ
His BKB timing will get it off this creep camp. With this, they can make a move down towards bottom if they want.
ကောင်းတာတဲ့ point ထည့်ပြီဒါမှ point ထည့်ကြမလို့လေ bro ဟိုကသွား prediction က လူတိုင်းထည့်လို့ရတယ် bro အကောင့်တိုင်း
Very important time to get any pick off as it could quickly lead to getting the
အကောင့်တိုင်းထည့်လို့ရသလုံးပေါင်းလေးမှန်အောင်ရေးပါလို့
This whole game is for 𝐓𝐡𝐚 Gaming, right? Like hit a timing, make move whiffs, fails dramatically. This one wasn't like a dramatic.
BB support တွေထည့်တာတဲ့ 9000 ပဲရတယ်
Pretty momentous period of the game.
ဒီကနိုင်တာမနိုင်တာနဲ့မဆိုင်ဘူး bro ပွဲများများဆော့ပြီးတော့သူပေးထားတဲ့ trade ကိုများများဆော့ရင် point ကိုတက်ဒီကအရန်ကောင်းနေလေမထူးနေပြီလားအဲ့ trade တွေရွေးရ random များကန်နဲ့လည်းတော်တော်ဆိုင် trade ကောင်းဖို့လို့
behind him Doom plays forward but actually was the one in trouble.
trade ကကိုထည့်ကျင်တဲ့ trade လေးပေးထည့်တင်တယ်လေ random ကြီးကြတော့ထားမကြ
BKB up, Doom thrown, so now you can't get the Berserker's call out, but Wind Rangers keep giving chase.
ဟာရစုမေးတွေးဆိုးချက်တွေလို့ဟာဟုတ်တယ်နော်အောင်စုမေးဂေါ်လိုက်တုတ်ချက်တွေပဲကြာလားဝင်းရတဲ့ကောင်တော့အပိုင်ပဲပါလေပြောင်းကြီးကဒုံးကန်ပေးတာလည်းမပြောနဲ့နော်တီးချက်တွေဝင်းရပေးလိုက်လိမ့်တီးနေ
You can't do it. And now back to languishing and try and farm where you can, but that's not so easy when you've got Omar lurking in the shadows, a glyph on the creep wave, 𝐓𝐴 and 𝐲 both going to have to leap back and escape.
Yeah, it's nice to have the value of the harpoon, being able to pull yourself to trees.
နောက်လာမယ်ပွဲစဉ်နောက်လာမယ်ပွဲစဉ်တော့မကြည့်အားသေးဘူးလေဒီအိုင်လေးအေးဆေးကြည့်မယ်လေဘယ်လိုဖြစ်လို့
functioning defensively.
ဘလက်ဆလန်ပဲစိတ်ဝင်တာအဲ့ဒီ fearless dress ဆိုတဲ့ဟာအဲ့တော့ဖြစ်စီခြင်း fearless dress ဆိုတော့တော်ပွဲကြည့်လို့ကောင်းအောင်စောတဲ့ကောင်လေးတော့မသိပွဲကြည့်ရင်တော့ share ပဲစောတဲ့ကောင်လေးကတော့ဂလဲဦးကြောင်တော်တော်ဖြစ်သွား
spamming and animation cancelling his echo stomp.
ကင်နေကြကောင်လေးမကင်နဲ့ကားကြိတ်
something to happen. Sometimes that's just your
လိမ့်လိမ့်ဘယ်သူကောင်းလဲတဲ့ VG ဘလို့ VG ကောင်းတယ်
You're only down like 1k net worth.
ဟိုဘက်မှာ Shadow V တွေရော Ace တွေရောဒါတော်သေးတာဒုံးကပုတ်နေလို့ ဒုံးကားကြိတ်တယ်
Place observer wards. This ET is legit just stacking camps and AFKing.
ပိတ်ပြီးအောင်ကျမ်းမှာ VG ကလည်းနိုင်တာဖြစ်နေတယ်တိုင်ပတ်ဟိုဘက်ရက်ကွာ
and ET are both bad initiating supports, right? And look at 𝐓𝐴.
Oh my baby Shadow V.
They've had hold up XM. He does not know about.
BKB ကောင်းတယ်နော်လမ This is လမ
but he's still getting right.
လွတ်သွားတယ်ဗျာသွေးတရားလေးနဲ့
BKB and
ဟာ
He's gonna have to TP out quickly.
ဟာရောအေး
Interesting move. The wanting to
သူမေးစိတ်လေးလျှော့ပါဦး
have the safety net to retreat.
နောက်ဆုံးနှစ်ဆိုပြီးစွတ်လုံးနေရောအေးဒုက္ခပဲ
Stop him.
Yeah. Now Wind Ranger gone at least. This is a chance for him to move out a bit.
What the-
for that pick
what the fuck
on the track hunting for GH.
သေးပါပြီကြီးက
Find him here. Harpoon back into the tiny combo. Take down the Wyvern.
သူမေးသွေးဆိုးချက်တွေကျွတ်စီ
Yep, they have a few options of what to do right now. Could go down and look for a Tormentor, get themselves a little bit of gold advantage there, or they could run top and play towards the Roche. If they play bottom, take Torm, then you're definitely losing the Roche. They're gonna smoke up, try and take the top area. 𝐓𝐴's game moves overall have been really clean this game. Their reads on the rotations coming out of 𝐓𝐡𝐚 have been so impressive. I think
ပါပြီရိုရှန်ပါပြီလားမသိဘူးရိုရှန်တော့ပါလို့မရအောင်ရိုရှန်ပါရေးကြီး
Backing up to this high ground observer ward where they can use this as a platform to defend from. 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 Gaming.
ရိုရှန်2ယောက်ထဲလုံနေတာကွာဟုတ်ရလားမသိဘူးကယ်ရီကမပါဘူးတိုင်နီကဝင်မခုတ်ဘူးရိုရှန်
Galaxy have set up for this. So they hold a
ရိုရှန်လုံချင်အောင်ဆောင်တာလို့မလုပ်ဘူးလို့
placed in the northern jungle and now
ကောင်းဆိုရင်ညှိပြီးဝင်းရန်ထိတ်ထုံးပါပဲဗျာမမိပါဘူးဒီတစ်ခေါက်တော့အေးမှာဘာစကာကောရှီရိုတော့တော့မလောက်ဘူးအိမ်ပြန်ရပြီတွားပြီ
He's being annihilated. The Tiny cannot stand and do anything.
တယောက်ကြီးတွေကမရဘူးကွာနော်တယောက်ကြီးတွေချင်းနေပြီတယောက်ကြီးတွားပြီနောက်တစ်ယောက်ချောသွားပြီ
Nothing done here. A Winter's Curse to set up on the back. Chase forward from Divine and Lorinov, easy as you like to kill him.
ရိုရှန်လေးပေးလိုက်ရပြီတွေးချော်ပြီးတော့
Into Roshan.
ရိုရှန်ကြီးပဲပေလုံးလိုက်တော့ရိုရှန်ရနေတွေးရဘယ်တော့မှမရှိတော့နေကမောက်လက်ဆောင်ပေးပါရိုရှန်
They're trying to set up the fight mid, but then also XM is still taking Roche. And if you do go for this double play, you basically have to poke them away on mid and then go Roche. You can't commit to a big
ဒီနေ့ကလမတော်တော်ကောင်းနေတာပါဗျာလမဘာစကာကောကွတ်တီတွေကြီးပဲ
I think if anything, you send in like
The Mahabas got goal.
bait them, keep them away, you know, waste their time while you finish Roche. I don't
ဖန်တာစီမှာတဲ့စူမေးရွေးချင်တာဦးတဲ့ဘေးမှာသမားကြီး
So XM was in the pit.
Yo.
fighting Roche. And the rest.
He almost finished Roche. Roche was 40% HP.
I was legit wondering where is SF.
He was full committed to Roche. So
Wow.
yeah.
ဒါကြီးတို့လာပြီတဲ့ Okay bro
Unfortunately, this only served a very low HP.
ဒါကြီးတို့ယာကြီးတို့ပွဲထိုင်ဆောင်တနိုင်လောက်ကြာ
And now that game, which by the metrics looked reasonably even.
ရက်ွက်ပွဲလားမပြပါဘူးကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့မှာညီလေးကိုကြီးညီလေးပွဲကြည့်
The hands of Enigma Galaxy.
တော့တပွဲမှမရှုံးသေးတဲ့နှစ်သင်းပေါ့နော် TI မှာဒီနေ့ TI တပွဲမှမရှုံးသေးတဲ့နှစ်သင်းကိုကြည့်
And this Sumail win
ဘယ်ကောင်စရှုံးမလဲ
on top of the Revenant's brooch, Hydra's breath.
ဟာနှစ်သင်းလုံးတပွဲမှမရှုံးသေးဘူးအနိုင်နေကြီးပဲ
Is a very
ဒီနေ့မှာရှုံးပွဲရှိတော့
to break through.
ဒီနေ့နိုင်တဲ့ကောင်ကတော့ playoff တက်ပြီ
Difficult to get outside of your tier 2 towers even.
အဲ့နှစ်သင်းနဲ့တစ်သင်းက playoff တက်
So much control.
ဘိုင်းဘိုင်းမနှက်မှန်မကြည့်ရတော့အဲ့ပွဲ
Or sneaking up to the top area, but buildings are falling.
နေကမှဒီနေ့ရှုံးလဲမနှက်မှန်ကြည့်ရလောက်လေ
In the spot where once it gets the Skadi, he might even think about getting a shard. Get himself that building pushing power.
နှက်မှန်လုံးဝမကြည့်ရမှာဟူလူကနီပဲဟူလူကနီ၄ပွဲသတိုက်ရှုံးသွားတယ်
Helplessness come from? Is this a draft problem? Like, is this because Lorinov and Omar killed the Shadow Fiend early on? Is that mid lane volatile matchup, too volatile?
It's really not about the draft. It's really about their coordination and their moves on the map. They've been like Nigma.
ကျွန်တော်လောင်းနေပဲရှုံးပါတယ်ဘယ်ဘက်လောင်းမိရမလဲ
Been on top of some
Yo.
of those smoke moves. Even hunting now. Look at Devi. He's locked in. Oh, did not get the blink though. Took some damage.
ဟာ
He's going to be able to TP away.
ကဲတူလို့တန်းတန်းနေဖြစ်နေမှတူလို့ထွက်ခဲ့
The fact
ထွက်
that
လိုက်
he's even
ထွက်လိုက်တော့
hunting for him is what I'm talking.
ထွက်လိုက်တော့မယ်
Yes,
Come on.
လာနေပြီရှောက်ပြောလာသေးပါဒုက္ခ EA တဲ့ separate version နဲ့226 key ဟိုဘက်လူကျပွဲတော့မလာသေးဘူးလူပိုကြည့်နေဟုတ်သေးပါ
To the draft, 'cause the
ပွဲတော့မလာသေးပဲလူကပိုများ
I get all your points. I'm just thinking,
တန်းတီးတော့စမ်းတီးပဲ
has this SF flex, right? The unusual SF flex ruined the flow. Usually you scrim, you draft, you go through the reps, you know at what time.
MCGG
you
saw
decide
it,
to do
Joe.
this thing. It feels like the fact you have moved your active mid hero to the safe lane and your carry hero to the mid lane just feels weird.
It feels weird this game.
တနေ့တနေ့တဲ့ဒီတင်းတွေကြီးပဲတဲ့အနာတင်းကိုမမြင်ရသေးဘူး
They
တဲ့
haven't been doing anything. SF got his blink dagger. and
VG ကိုဖြတ်မြင်းလေးလို့ထင်မဲ့လို့
He's
ချန်ပီယံရှစ်လေးအောက်ချန်ပီယံလေးထည့်ထားပါဆရာကြီးတွေကဟိုကားတွေကျဲလို့
kills off cooldown with his ulti. It's very, very strong with the blink Kayasha. But before BKB timings, he did not manage to do anything. And now, of course, the game is hard because there is BKB.
တေးပြန်ပြီ တေးသွားပြန်ပြီ
Divide. He's got to jump straight in onto this XMSM.
အာခေါင်းခွဲခံပြီနောက်တစ်ယောက်
Lost to Shadow Fiend and Shiro's already at half HP.
ကြားမှာဘောင်းဝင်လို့တယ် ခလေတဲ့
Sumail just keeps on chasing in onto Y.
မှားရမြ
This poor little Mirana gets taken down.
ညားတွေပဲဇောက်ထိုးပြစ်ဘိုင်းမနှစ်ကောင်အောင်လေမတန်ပါဘူးကွာဘိုင်းမနှစ်ကောင်
Thrown in, gets the kill on the axe. It took an XM and a Y buyback.
ရော့ကလည်းစနေပြီ
Very fortunate that Tiny got the last hit instead of XM.
ခဏနေ VG ကျေးဘယ်လောက်ခေါ်လဲတော့ကြည့်
They did
နိုင်
manage to kill the Aegis, which, sure, it's a minute until
He's
the time
that.
comes. But more importantly, those buybacks cost you a lot.
Scanning.
မတန်တော့မတန်ဘူးလား
And yeah, the moves have been very impressive coming out from 𝐓𝐴. The coordination is definitely there. They have so many different setups, and different people who can initiate.
𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤
Question
mark.
So for those curses.
ဒီဘက်ငါတို့ဒီဖွင့်လားပိတ်လားတိတယ်ကွာလုံးပြဿနာပြန်ပိတ်လိုက်တော်ပြီလို့
Let's just run straight into the middle of
အောက်ကျင်းနိုင်ရင်တော့နေကမားတဲ့ဖိနိုင်မှာတော့တဲ့ That's all.
Find a bit of room up top.
ဒိုးတော့ကတဲ့အရင်ဘယ်အသင်းကလဲတဲ့
To this Viper and Hoodwink. Shifting through that northern jungle.
တိုင်းနာမှာစော့တယ်ဆိုတော့တဲ့လင်းကကုံတော့မယ်တဲ့စော့ရင်လည်းရှောင်မောကောလို့ကခဏလေးဟိုဘက်ဘွက်လာနေပြီလေကျင်းနေပါ့ပြန်ဆောင်ကြည့်လား
vio un día y trajeron a Notice, ¿no? Y desde entonces el equipo ha tenido a ver, la esencia está ahí. No one, conocido como el Inca, ¿no? Ganar su primera égida, muy favorito también a que termine al menos en la gran final de este internacional.
¿Ah?
I know when we played with the 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤, he also likes playing Earth Spirit 4, and his idol for as far as Earth Spirit is concerned was always 9 class. He would always use him as an excuse, like 𝐓𝐴, bro, 9 class is playing it. Please let me also pick some Earth Spirit. So I'm sure they could do it. But yeah, the mid Earth Spirit just super strong. Especially now that we have the draw picked as well, I think mid Earth is very powerful. You can get on top of her. I'm expecting Cruella's Crozier, perhaps even first item. Well, okay, maybe not first, maybe after Vessel, but it is already a really nice Ghost Scepter games. Team Spirit have 2 heroes that deal a lot of physical damage. So you already extremely good against physical damage. You have your Cold Embrace heal. Very, very nice draft from both teams.
I think it's going to be interesting because there's some ideas where you can put this Earth Spirit as a support. Usually Dark
Vision's turn to pick.
Vanjavu. Vision 2Z ပါရင် Vision separate 2-1 ပဲ separate 2-1 ညီလေးယာကြီးညီလေးတဝဲလို့တဲ့နိုင်ကလေးဒါပဲကင်တော့အားရရှုပ်လို့ဟာတာဖက်ခါတဲ့နှောက်ကောင်နဲ့ဟိုဒီဘက် support တွေဘာထုတ်
You got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
ဆိုင်လန်သာတော့မိုက်တယ်နော်ကိုရီးယားဆိုင်လန်သာကြိုက်ဒါတော့ဒေါ်ရညာကြီးနဲ့ဆိုင်လန်သာကြီးနဲ့လင်းရထင်းရခွေးဖြစ်
Radiant team pick.
Rain Master သူကဲကူကဲ Rain Master ကြီးကောင်းလို့ကဲကောင်းနေလာကဲကောင်းနေဘုံဝင်မပစ်ဘူးဒီဘယ်ထူးစံ
10 seconds to pick your hero. You
Rain
Yeah,
ဟိုဘက်ပြက်သွားတယ်ခလေးဖေတို့ကြမ်းသွားပြီခလေးဖေတို့ကကျွေးရတာဘယ်လိုခလေးဖေတို့လှုပ်ကျွေးသွားပြီမနဲ့ကိုတရုတ်ကြီးကိုကြေးစားခေါ်ပြီးကွာကျွေးရမှာလားမကျွေးရမှာလားမသိဟောပြန်ကြောက်သွားပြန်ဟုတ်သေးပါဘူးလို့ခေါ်လိုက်ပါတော့တရုတ်ကြီးတို့ပွဲပါဟိုအော်ကျူနှိုက်ထားပြီးကြည့်ရမယ်ရှောင်းလိုက်တော့တော်ပြီကိုကြီးညီလေးကောလိုက်ဒီအောင်ကောလိုက်ပါတယ်ဆိုမတွေ့ဘူးဟောဒီအောင်ကောလိုက်မတွေ့ပါဘူးဘယ်နဲ့မရှိပါ
Come on, Dire Team, pick it good.
Yeah, Nomi 4 ကောင်ကြီးရတာစိန်ခေါ်တာဖြစ်သွားပြီပေါ့ Nomi 4 ကောင် Rain Master ကြီးတော့ဖြစ်မဖြစ် Rune ကောင်နဲ့
Oh man, Rick,
Lara
there's only 10
6 ကောင်
seconds left to pick a hero.
ကိုလက် 6 ကောင်
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
Nomi ကဘာကင်မှလည်းမသိ TI စပြီလားစပြီပဲညီလေး10ကောင် ယာယီ8ကောင်ညီလေးနဲ့ယာယီကိုတန်းညီတာအဲ့မဟုတ်8ကောင်နဲ့10ကောင်နဲ့တတ်ယာယီကိုစော်ကားဖြစ်သွားပြီဒီ2တိုင်း TI ဝင်တာအဲ့ဒါ2တိုင်း TI ဝင်တာ draw ယာယီကြိုင်ပါကွာဟိုမနေ့ကလိုပဲလှိမ့်သေးနေမလားမသိယာယီကိုဘက်ကန်လိုက်ပိုကောင်းမလဲညီလေးကြိုင်မဲ့ကောင်မထွက်လာသေး Rampage စပမ်းမလား Aegis စပမ်းမလား Aegis ရှာမတွေ့ဘူးရော Aegis ပြောက် Aegis 2ပြီးစနတ်မတွေ့ဒါဝဲလိုကတဲ့ not မီစီကလူတာတဲ့ Vision 2စီပဲတဲ့ဂျာကြီးတဲ့ နှစ်ခုစလုံးစပန်မတွေ့ဘူးဘယ်လို Aegis ရှာမတွေ့နေ Aegis ပြောက် Aegis ကစောကြီးတဲ့ထဲသားမှနဲ့တူမတွေ့ဘူး
Oh, Dire Team ban.
I speak for the trees.
Okay, စောကြီးထဲရတာ Aegis ကမရှိတော့ Game 2မှာရ Game 1မှာမရတော့သွားပြီ
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Ooh, Radiant Team ban.
Nile Prophet.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a
Nile
hero.
Prophet လဲဆိုစက်တကောင်တွေမှာဖြစ်ကုန်
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Nile Prophet
Dire Team ban.
ဘောကြီးထုတ်ထားတာဟုတ်တဲ့ဘာလို့ keys ဘန်းတာလဲတဲ့ဟမ် keys ကအရင်ဘန်းဝနဲ့တူတယ်နော် bro တော့နောက်မှထုတ်တာလားလို့ keys က1ကောင်2ကောင်3ကောင်4ကောင်မကြီး1 2 3
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
နားလေးနေအောင်1 2 3
5 seconds left.
1 2 3 4 keys ရင်ဘန်းတာ keys ဘန်းပြီးမှ drop ပစ်တာဒီမှာ drop ပစ်တာအောက်ထိုးကြီးတော့မလုပ်ရပါဘူးဗျ player ကြီးအဲ့လောက်တော့သိပါ not me ဘာကိုင်းမှလဲ bro not me
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10
not me
seconds
win မှာ
left
စာ
to
ကြီး
pick
အဆင်
a
ပြေ
hero.
မှာမဟုတ်ဘူးကွာ9ကလပ်ကိုပဲကြည့်ရ9ကလပ်5ကောင်
5 seconds left now.
ဓာတ်ဝဲလို့နဲ့ကေးရတာများဓာတ်ဝဲလို့5ကောင်
Go Dire Team, pick them up, pick them out.
ဒီကွယ်ကြည့်ခြင်းလို့တဲ့ဒီပွဲပဲကြည့်မှာ bro
Radiant Team,
ပွဲတွေကြည့်ခြင်း bro Telegram နဲ့ဝင်တာဘုတ်ပေးအဲ့တော့ဘုံအများဆုံးပွဲတွေပြပေးနေမြတ်တ Telegram ထဲမှာဘုတ်တောင်းတယ်ဘုံများတဲ့ပွဲပြတယ်
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. 5
စ
seconds.
ပတာ
Morty.
ထွက်လာ
It'll be
မှာ
fine.
တဲ့ညီလေးက profit bro စပတာထွက်လာလို့မရဘူးမကောင်တာတွေက share ပဲဟမ်ညီလေးတို့ရက်ကွက်ဒွန်းဒီဘက်ကလည်းကောင်တာပြန်ထောက်တယ်ဒွန်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တင်းမောက်ဖြီမဲ့ကောင်ကျွန်တော်ထုံးစံတိုင်းပဲလာရယ် separate နဲ့ထိန်းပါအနည်းကတော့နိုင်သွားတယ်နော် liquid ကိုဆလာဒါနဲ့ separate ကိုပဲနိုင်သွားတယ်ကိုလက်ဒွန်းနဲ့ပုံစံလေးကြည့်ရတာတော့ ရရကြည့်ရတာတော်တော်မျှတာဗျတော်တော်မျှ ဒီပွဲကယာကြီးနဲ့ညီလေးပဲရှင်ရမယ်နဲ့တူတယ်ဗျပုံမှန်ဆိုမနေ့ကဆိုလက်ကွက်ကကြတော့နီရှာနဲ့လာရယ်နဲ့ရှင်ကြည့်ရဒီနေ့က Prophet နဲ့ Dory ညာနဲ့ဆိုတော့ Prophet တာမလားလို့ Game 1ကတော့ညီလေးလိုပဲထင်တာပဲเนาะဒီနှစ်သိန်းကစိုက်ရွေးရခတ်တယ် Dory ညာနဲ့ Prophet နဲ့ Duration Under ပွဲကွာA few ပဲကောင်းမနဲ့မှန်ခတ်
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Okay, a few ပွဲပဲနဲ့အတွင်းလေးရရွေးမှာဖြစ်မှာညီလေးတို့ပေါ့နော်ဂိမ်း1ညီလေးတော့လေစလိုမိုနဲ့ဘဲမှမကြည့်ရတော့ဘူးနဲ့ဆိုလုံးကိုကြီးတို့ပဲယုံလိုက်ပြီ separate အတင်းမရွေးခြင်းပဲဒီဘက်အတင်းရွေးရခတ်duration ကြီးက duration under ပိုတန်တာဘောကွာခဏနေ a few ထက် what the fuck ဒီဥပုံမိုက်48မိနစ်ကြီးများ no me ၄ကောင်နဲ့ခဏနေဒါကြီးကမတက်တော့တော်ပြီမကြည့်တော့ဘူးကမင်းတို့အိမ်ကိန်းကိုလည်းတင်နေပြီလို့ငါဒီကပဲကြည့်တော့
Here is the best pairing, which is banned. But maybe there's an angle for like an Enigma here. Enigma Earth Spirit could lane well together. It's a hero.
For himself so many different ways, and he's playing a super high impact hero. Hard to execute sometimes. He can do so much with it. It's getting counterpicked. We did see that timber.
Sure, they've got ways
we'll
to get damage in. The box isn't necessarily going to always be that saving grace, but against a lot of the other stuff, it does have the potential to come in for some pretty clutch plays. Looks like we are just waiting for the game to start, so apologies, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a little bit of a pause.
Oh, there's just so many different things to look at in this game, right? Because we've now seen these teams a lot throughout the year. We're seeing more and more teams with like the first pick drows. Sure, this one wasn't first pick, but the way teams answer versus it. So now they have multiple different ways to close on top of him with all 3 cores, right? And they have Cold Embrace to be able to deal with him too versus that physical damage. And even Willow. So you could look and you can say that Vision have a lot of ways to address the drow in a way. But it is Yatoro on the drow, and he's been able to counter the counters in some of these situations as well. So
he does normally find his way out of some pretty tricky situations and through some pretty tricky periods of a game. Yatoro on his drow, very hard to catch and find with sort of the sort of how quickly he moves around the map. It always feels like when he's on his drow, he's sort of in the place that you were going to look for him next, but not the place that you're looking for him now. You know, you're making the move down bottom. He's already TPing up to the top. And he's somewhere else.
He's I mean, not the only player, but he's, you know, when he gets that gust it like crazy. His mobility is fantastic on it, so yeah, we're in for an absolute. He struggles in terms of the early game. How much profit? This is one a lot of the teams theory crafted of level 2, level 3.
high ground down.
You get that momentum going. You take towers.
No, I think it's one of the best against the drow. It's obviously going to be a lot of fun to see here because this is a scenario where we're going to have both carries bumping into each other pretty early in the game. You know, if things go the way that Satanic wants them to. You know, he is going to be looking to turn up and get involved if there's any early opportunities to dive in against Yatoro.
And we got to say it for Satanic again too, right? How many more records is this guy going to break?
He's a woman with
first on everything. Pretty much. The games so far. I know a lot of people at home are very happy to have him as part of their fantasy team, getting a lot of points.
Duration over 1.5 over
Yeah, he's been absolutely incredible. And yeah, his Nature's Prophet is probably one of his best as well too. Sometimes I have seen him a couple times, like he has died a lot on this hero if they are able to get aggressive onto him early. So that's where I'm looking at this Slardar ring, or sorry, the Doom plus ring.
So you would say out the carries that we've seen him on, it's not. You wouldn't say it's the most stable.
Not the
carry.
Stable, yes, but just not the safest always. I've seen him die more on this hero than.
Yeah, VG leggings
it makes sense, right? When you're playing Nature's Prophet, because some of those aggressive TPs.
Yeah,
it is one of those carries that you can, even the best in the world, can start feeding on with the TP placed the wrong way.
Whoa!
My goodness, I mean, I know Satanic's been playing well, but 100% for Vision here. I don't know about that.
Daughter Sanding round daughter Black.
How much is this going to be able to do to save targets? It definitely doesn't look like the easiest.
No, but this. Just don't have a ringmaster player.
I would say, yeah. I think this is a hard hero.
There's a lot of supports that just didn't touch it or like touched it and then just never. Relevant.
Super hard.
When you see the good ringmasters play, it looks great. What we had so far in all these games.
Ringmaster, Radiant Master, Leeboy saw Leeboy 9. No, me, Joe Light on you.
What side he's on here? He's on the Radiant side.
No, me, you, Joe Light, brother. I told you, my man. No, me, leader.
In this game for the saves. And good to see, they're going to have clutch saves from both sides, right? Ducal's
100%.
Also with the Cold Embrace. You've got to look out for that when it comes to making big counter plays. So honestly, huge impact in this game.
There's so many things to look forward in this one, like we were saying.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about the teams. You say overall, you feel that Vision, their wins have been a bit more convincing than that of Spirits on their run so far. Looking at the heroes in particular, is there a style that you think has been working out better for teams in this international group stage? Like, are you going with this Drow, or are you going with this kind of Drow response that Vision have when it comes to drafts?
I'm not sure, honestly, because I feel like Vision, I would say Vision counterpicked more than the opposite side.
Sure.
Right? Spirit, they just got heroes that they wanted. So, not sure. I mean, both teams very happy probably with what they've gotten. We're just going to have to see how these
That's not
good.
So we're just still getting things set up. You know, it's a big game. Got to make sure that everything is all working and in place.
Great voice line, by the way. I bought that one as well, the Chinese Dota baby.
That is a nice one.
I like that one a lot. He says go. Go. All 5 disconnected.
Ready to play, not me.
Sorry.
Little collapse supporting everybody.
Not me as well. You of course got that Quelling Blade. They've got to get the Quelling Blades out. You don't want to get caught up by these early Satanic Sprout plays.
So this is actually really interesting to point out also for a collapse. I think this is the, I want to say second or third time I see him do this exact item build. Right? I think he did this the other day when he was playing the Night Stalker.
The 3 gauntlets in the ring.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. He's an avid fan of backpacking the gauntlets and then like eating a tango and walking back in the lane, so he maximizes as much as possible. So.
And as it goes for heroes that we've seen have pretty crazy games, obviously having the Earth Spirit team Vision, how are things going to look from that mid lane? Is this one of the answers that you feel are to try and punish the fact that you're playing against this melee matchup?
I like it quite a lot. It's one of the better ones for melee, and then in the mid game too, you have so much control for him and so much extra damage. These Earth Spirits, yes, they build armor, but it comes.
Asa break ကလည်းဘာလို့မဲဆုံးမထဲတော့တာလဲစကေးတူးနဲ့မဆော့တော့တာလေ bro စကေးတူးနဲ့မဆော့တော့တာ level 3နဲ့ပဲ damage ထုတ်တော့အမားတွေအဲ့ဒါဒီဘွဲဘာမှမထဲရသေးဘူးပါဟုတ်လားဟုတ်တယ်ဒီဘွဲဘာမှမထဲရသေးရဲ့ဘာထဲလို့ထဲရမှမသိလမ်းပြောက်
Very nice.
ပုံမှန်ဆို spirit match winner ထဲတာ 2.5 လားသူက 2.22 ဆိုမထဲချင်တော့ Separate ကလည်း early ပိုကျန်းတယ်မလား ကျန်းနေလေဘရိုဒီကစလာရာနဲ့အဲ့ဆိုရင်မင်းနဲ့စပရစ်ကတန်းနေပြက်ကအားလေးကဝိတာကြတော့ဒွန်းနဲ့ဒေါကြောင့်တော့ပြန်ဝိသွားနိုင်ညီလေးတို့ကကြတော့ပရိုဖက်နဲ့အစပရစ်နဲ့အားလေးကောင်းအဲ့ဟီးရိုးကမျှလိမ့်တာတဲ့ကောင်တာသွားမှာဒီဘွဲစဖန်တာစီပွိုင်းတပွဲသားပဲယူလာလားတဲ့မဟုတ်ဘူးလို့ခဏနေသူပြီးသွားမှတွက်ကြည့်လိုက်ဘူးမှတွက်ကြည့်လို့မရအမှတက်ချင်တက်မတက်ချင်မတက်ဘူးအဲ့လိုကြီးဖြစ်
WW Zavos
အမလေး15ခေကြီးကတိတာကြပဲ𝐲𝐧𝐠ဒီပွဲနိုင်တဲ့ကောင်ချန်ပီယံနဲ့ဟုတ်ပါမလားညီလေးတို့နိုင်သွားရင်တော့ချန်ပီယံမှန်းလို့ရတယ်စပရစ်နိုင်မှန်းလို့မရလာဘူးညီလေးတို့တောက်ချောင်းနိုင်သွားနိုင်တယ်စပရစ်ကကြတော့တိတ်မငြိမ်ဘူးပလေးအော့ကျရင်ပြန်ရှုံးမှာကောင်
Adiós, payasos.
Это the big.
Жизнь одна, а Дота 2.
Дота.
30 seconds to game start.
你干嘛干嘞？这你啦！啊，老便秘了，十六毛啊嘞！你这把没加的教育。3,900နဲ့မရလာဘူးလို့ကျွန်တော်အကောင့်ထဲမှာ8,000တိရှိတဲ့လူတွေရှိတယ်ကျွန်တော်အကောင့်ထဲ7,000တောင်ရောက်တော့သူတို့ကိုရင်းနဲ့2ဆလောက်ပြတ်ကဲမင်းလေးကိုကြည့်ရပါပဲဂျမ်မီရရှိပြီးသားအေးညီလေးဆက်တက်ကောင်ကစိတ်ဝင်စားဖို့ကောင်းတယ်ဒီဘွဲအဲ့ဒါမထည့်ပဲနဲ့ကြည့်ညီလေးပရောဖက်ဖြစ်နိုင်ရတော့များတွေးလိုက်ညီလေးဆက်တက်ယာကြီးကတော့မဖြစ်နိုင်ကျင်းနေဒါကြီးတော့ညာဘိတ်ထားတေးတာများညီလေးရတယ်အကြိုက်တူတယ်ညီလေးခုနလေးတွေထည့်ထားတာမနေ့ကညီလေးလာမြောက်ပေးသွားတာဗျတယောက်ကဂျကားနဲ့တွေပါထည့်တယ်လက်လန်သွားဂျကားနဲ့ကြီးရတယ်နည်းသရိုးတာဖြစ်ပရောဖက်ကြီးရတယ်ကျန်းတယ်အဟီးရိုးကြီးကကျန်းတယ်ကြောက်ပါယာကြီးကတော့မဖြစ်နိုင်ဘူးဟီးရိုးကြီးတော့ညာကြီးကတော့တည့်တဲ့အတိုင်းပဲလှူနေရတော့ညာအလှူတော်ဖြစ်ကြည့်လိုက် ကောင်းတဲ့ player လေးမှတ်ထားပြီးသူတို့ကင်ကျန်းတဲ့ကောင်နဲ့တွဲလိုက်မစိုးနော်မီဆိုဒီဟီရိုတိတ်မမိုက်ဓာတ်ဝဲလို့မိုက်ဥဝင်မိုက်အင်ငင်းရေလုံးပါအောင်လို့အိုးငါမင်းနေတာဒီလိုကြည့်လို့ရအင်ငင်းရအတန်နဲ့ရဟာနဲ့ပြင်ပြေတော့ဘာမှလည်းမသက်ဆိုင်နေတိုင်လားဇိုင်ဦးအတန်နည်းဟာနည်းလေးဟာ
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dream start here as the drought needs to cannot slow him down at all.
No,
the wave pushes up too much, right? That's where the risk is for you.
Try
to take advantage of him. So far, not the case, and that's
if
Rue's able to get the pull off, that's going to deny even more the timber.
ပြည့်တယ်လို့ထားတာပေးတာယူကျွေးတာသာဘွားဖြစ်
Nightglass is able to actually get those melee creeps. Nicely done. Yeah, full free farm for the Drow.
ကောင်းမှလည်းမသိဘူးကျန်ငါအဖျူးလေးပေးရတာကောင်းနေတဲ့ဟာဒီယူတော့ပေးရမှားပြီလား
They're killing so many of those
trees. Every
time that he summons them, every single one of them just get cleared out. Even throwing a blood grenade to just get the extra bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was about like 21 gold or so per tree.
Yeah, same with that one. Chris out was same with that.
Wants to just, it doesn't want to risk, doesn't want to waste his salve or anything. Wants to come back with full HP and full mana.
Doesn't mean they'll have to play.
They have 33 last hits. That's a lot. Two of them compared to the 12 of the timber in the bottom. Sure, as you said, a lot of it is trees, but notice definitely gonna have the.
That's just crazy, really, how close things are. Right, you see both Yatoro and Satanic. Literally the exact same CS out of the lane. 26 and 8 on both of them. 4 minutes in. These guys, they're that evenly matched on their laning skills.
Mid lane too, right? Look at that, 25-4.
That's kind of crazy.
This is why we're
both
so excited
the two
for
mids
this.
and the two carries, they are on exactly the same level. You don't see that. You don't see that, but these,
Let's say they thought do.
Having very similar skill level.
Yeah, just the difference. Yeah, he's safe. He's actually pretty safe here with this build. Extra tanky, keeps eating the creeps. They keep cleaning out all those trains, so it means Satanic. Maybe he's like,
youပြောင်းတာနဲ့မတွေးလိုက်ဘူးတဲ့ FU ပေးထားတယ်ထင်နေတာတဲ့အဲ့ဒါတော့ကောင်းသွားပြီလေဘယ်မှာ FU က AC ပဲ9မိနစ်ထိ0ပေးတယ်ကျွတ်စင်9မိနစ်0ပေးရရှားတယ်လို့ပြောမယ်
Unlikely to catch Spirit by surprise when you look for that sort of early TP play.
Laro's got the 6 a bit faster here than the Earth Spirit now at the moment. Power Rune is going to be that big point of contention.
Yeah, you may appear.ပြောရင်ဆိုညီလေးအောက်လန်းသွားပြီညီလေး
Pressure. It was the most likely time for it to occur there. And there's no kills up to 6 minutes in. Where did we have to look? We have to look to where Satanic wanted to make the move, and he makes it. Takes down Yatoro.
It felt like it was going to be that case, right? With how the lanes were going, just that third rotation. Does mean that Laurel doesn't, that no one doesn't get any help securing that.
The cold embrace comes out.
They should have him.
We'll get back in with the infernal. But should be fine. Not me will tank the last few tower hits. They get the kill, they get out.
Laurel gets the rune, he gets an arcane, a lot of damage onto this tower.
It was just a huge move from Satanic. You get the first blood. Not only that, but of course you're getting it against Yatoro whilst he was trying to TP out, so he had nowhere to get back to the lane. Might just die here with 9+ getting the wraparound. You get the 2 kills, you get the tower. Pre 7 minutes.
This is what we've seen most of the times from
တိုး
these
လိုက်အောင်
Nature's
9 မိနစ်နဲ့
Prophet.
ဖြုတ်သွားတာဝါတွေပါဖြုတ် hero တွေလည်းဖြုတ်
They're the ones that dictate that tempo. Now
အားလီကမတာတော့ spirit ကနေသွားတာဝါကြီးဇူးဇော်ယူ
I mean, this is not easy to do, but it definitely.
Prophet carry.
And Nature's Prophet, I really do feel this is one of the carries you want to run against the Drow.
100%. It does feel like they have some very good
This is Prophet carry
on the side of Vision versus what Spirit
ဒါ
wants
အမြ
to
တ်
do,
မှန်
at
မ
least
မ
in
မီ
this
တော့
early
ဒီ
game
မြတ်မှန်
in
ကြာ
particular.
ပြီဒီချက်ကောင်းတဲ့မြတ်မှန်ပျောက်နေလို့ဘယ်လာရောက်နေလဲမသိအိမ်မှာမြတ်မှန်နေလိုက်ရှာအောင်
Keep some of the
ပြင်း
areas
တင်
a
နေ
little
အလုံး
safer
များ
for
နေရတယ်မဟုတ်
Torah
ပြင်း
to
တင်
try
နေရ
and
တယ်မ
catch
ရှာ
up.
ပြစ်
Satanic already has he's been doing it so many games, right? He's top net worth by a decent amount relative to how early we are in this game.
Collapse. Almost gets brought down there too. And this pre-6 on the Nature's Prophet too, so it doesn't even have... Yeah, Wrath of Nature's going to come out soon too for increased farm or increased kill threat onto these side lanes as well. And losing the tower this early for '𝐸𝐴𝐻 is dangerous. Just extra access points for the NP to TP down, even the Air Spirit to make moves onto you. Not to worry about the tower.
DO ကလစ်ပြီးတယ်
For 9 class,
Not the
hard to
easiest.
get. He's got the Shadow Realm if he feels pressured. Doesn't even need to use it.
Notice now at this point has just completely caught up too, just with that rotation.
အားရဘာသာလို့လဲဘာသာလို့လဲ
Not me trying for the
Did they
wrap round on this. Won't get caught by the bramble.
Here comes
လိုက်
the
မှာ prophet ကြီးပါတယ်
Close in.
တိုက်တဲ့နေရာပြေတောက်အောင်မပြေးသေးမှာ
Not getting out of this one.
ဟာရဘလို့ကြီးမစားလိုက်ရတော့ညီလေးက nature 1နဲ့
getting that pace going, but Laurel not overreacting. He sees the rotation from the Earth Spirit, just continues to slam onto the mid tower here. He's having a really good start into this game. And he's the one that they have to rally around at least to make that early movements, right? The Slardar, in comparison to the Doom, he's going to be the one to make the moves to...
Blue Light Fader ဆိုတာတဲ့ထည့်ရသေးလားဗျာထည့်ရတယ်ဘယ်လို
Well, for
အဲ့ဒါ
Vision,
တော့ထည့်
it
ရ
feels like they can make more moves with just everybody. A little bit easier. Lap's going to Midas. Going for that greed.
One of those heroes that you can still get away with it.
We
But
don't
even
see it as
then,
much.
I was going to say, even then, it's not the hottest of pickups, but still one that some Doom players do favor.
Maybe indicative of how Spirit wants to play toward, like they want this is one late game, right? They just,
Oh, for
like,
sure.
okay.
And normally they're able to get the game
They
to
are.
that point, right? Especially when Tori's on his drought. You know, sure, they're able to punish him with that early play, but beyond that, it's hard to catch him again.
နောက်ဝတ်ထောင်း
They probably also feel like they do at some point, like maybe not drastically, but they can outscale in a way. It is tight though, because Vision also does scale very hard with the Earth Spirit and the Nature's
ညီ
Prophet.
စိုးလေးညီစိုးလေးကိုကြီးနဲ့ညီလေးနဲ့ပွဲရတယ်ညီလေးကိုဂိမ်း1နိုင်1ကိုကြီးတို့ဘက်ကနေ2-1ပြန်ထည့်
With this type of start than 𝐸𝐻 is, unless 𝐸𝐻 gets some kills handed his way. It's going to naturally be the
အဲ့
case.
မောင်းလေးတိုင်းပဲလွတ်ပေးထားလိုက်ရင်ကော
He's
င်းမ
going to
လား
get outpaced from the farm from Satanic.
Yeah, Satanic's not only going to be able to likely farm faster with a quick maelstrom into Mjolnir timing, but able to join that
ဒါ
much.
ကြီးဘာစားပြီသမင်းစားပြပါလို့မင်းစားပါ
Not be easy for Toro to keep on par with that farm.
Yeah, just losing that tower so early, it's really dangerous. It limits the extra space.
That play was brutal.
Yeah, makes it so he kind of just has to hit jungle creeps. He can't really hit the lane
နိုး
creeps.
ဝိုင်းကြီးအောက်လမ်းပဲရောက်နေရောက်ဟေးယာကြီးကောင်းကောင်းမဖမ်းအောင်အောက်လမ်းမှာကြီးပဲနေဟမ်ယာကြီးကိုပေးမဖမ်းအောင်တဲ့
It'll be
အောက်လမ်းမှာ
quiet,
control တာ
from Spirit for the most part until Laurel has the blink dagger. Not many moves will probably happen for them. Well, for Vision, yeah, they can make all the moves.
အဲ့ကိုသိနေတာအပေါ် prophet ကိုဘာလို့သွားမခန်းကြလဲမသိပလာတာအားမနေဘူးလားမသိသွားခန်းဒါကဖမ်းပြီးမှသွားခန်း
Quickly on this Nature's Prophet. It's an early days, but likely another game where you're just going to see Satanic zoom that far ahead of anyone else in the game on the net worth.
Oh yeah.
ပလာတာလည်းမအားတော့ဘူးနော်ရ
And he has protection, right? Does have kind of 2 pseudo saves. He has
ပလာတာလည်းလည်းမ pressure ပေးခံနေရ
protect them
မအားနေတော့
versus this heavy physical damage that Spirit does have.
မေးပြီတေးသွားပြီအောင်
A
ရေး
little too low HP under the tower up there, but a roll in, get the setup.
Oh, that's a rough death for him too. He was having a
No,
pretty
he
good
put-
entry
the
into
game,
this
yeah.
game. They might have been able to just push the tower with this kill too.
ညီလေးဆက်တဲ့ကောင်လေးဖန်တီးရောအောင်နော်ညီလေး
Got Treants, this tower is likely just dead.
ကောင်မလေးကပြန်ကြိုက်အောင်ဘာပြောရမှာတော့နဲ့ဘာကြီးလားအပြေတောင်းတာလည်းမဟုတ်တမျိုးပဲဘယ်လိုမေးတာ
Challenge here for Spirit.
That's for sure. Especially since they're going the greedy route, right? He is committing for the Midas and all.
Can they live through this stage of the game?
Gonna be the question.
ဒါကြီးရတယ်ကိုကြီးဘက်ထည့်ထားတာတီးတာလေတဲ့ ကိုကြီးပဲမောင်းပေးတာလေးဘယ်လိုမတွေ့ကြဘူးလား
Is he going to get any of this farm too? Because as we said, there's two different gap closing onto him to constrict the farm.
မောင်းကတော့separate အနိုင်ထည့်တာဒါပေမဲ့ဒီပွဲကညီလေးဆက်တကောင်ထည့်တာ
losing the momentum to get that.
ဒီပွဲ agent မဆက်နဲ့ agent စနကထည့်မရလိုက်လွတ်သွား
Going to get delayed a lot more here.
ရရင်တော့မျက်ရည်နဲ့ကြည့်အောင်ထပ်
When they have Rue level 6, they can start to make more of these aggressive moves without Laurel, but he's still just level 5. Nice juke. Nami does have the 6. Couple calls. Move up top, no one is looking for collapse here. And they're going to see.
You got it. Name change
It's a Doom with the Midas. We can just go for all of these objectives very early. It's hard for collapse to really contribute too much.
Titanic trying to make sure that not too many of those.
No, why no name? Okay, Jai portal lemမရှိရဲစားပြီလို့ portal လည်းမရှိကားလင်းပလေအာဘာမှမဆိုင်တဲ့9ကလကကြားတဲ့စားဟွာညီလေးမစားလိုက်ရ
They will get the setup here with the Wheel of Wonder on towards Notice. They'll have to drop the Doom down to ensure the kill.
9ကလကြီးက play စားဟွာလုံးလို့ပြဿနာပဲငါမှားမြန်နေဒီလေးတဲ့ကောင်နဲ့9ကလ4ကောင်လောက်စီဖြစ်တော့မှာလူကောင်းမှားပြန်ပြီ
Baited Yatoro to show for the TP for Satanic to come forward.
OG ရတယ်အိမ်ပြန်သွားပြီလားမပြန်သေးဘူးလို့ OG မနှက်ဖန်ဆော့အောင်
Pause. Okay, let's see.
ဒီလေးဆက်တကောင်ဝေးပြန်ပြီနဲ့တွေ့ရောက်နေ
And 9 class back to full HP with the urns that he has down here. Not slowing down. Laurel does have Blink Dagger finish, so Spirit can react a bit better here at this point, but they did use their Doom, they did use the Ring ulti to finish off that Timber.
And Vision, they've got their ult.
They got everything.
Ready with the Fear on the Willow, the Curse, Magnetized, they've also got this Vessel picked up.
Early timing for it all. 9 class again, getting the catch, looking for not me.
Gonna try and push him back with the whip.
Nice cogs.
Let's have Lale ready with the counter. He'll get the Shadow Realm off.
He's living.
9ကလက် double gate triple gate dominating ဟုတ်သေးဘူးနော်ညီလေးကိုကျွေးလိုက်ပါကွာမင်းတို့ကောင်တွေကလည်း
chasing him down.
Teleportation ညီလေးမတည်သေးညီလေး
and
လွတ်တော့မယ်
not even worth the chase. No one wants to go for this.
ညီလေးလွတ်တော့မယ်လို့
Oh my god, juke and kick.
ညီလေးဆင်းပြလိုက်မလားညီလေး
He tipped him for sure. That was some nice moves, but he will go down. Kick there from no one at the end.
They're trying to react to these plays, but it's just too hard, especially when Satanic turns up as farmed as he is.
He's so big
already. About 50% more farmed than Yatoro. And we're only 15 minutes in.
It's been such a good answer for the Drow Rangers in so many games, and this one's looking like another one of those.
I don't think we're going to see Vision get the chance to get the Nature's Prophet if Spirit are going to want to run back the Drow this series. This is just... It's looking pretty unplayable into
Satanic.
He's literally just... Look at that. Satanic.
အာလီယာဒီဘက်ကနှစ်ကောင်ရှိတယ်လို့ဟိုဘက်ကဆလာသားကြီးပဲရှိတာလို့ဒေါ်ရညာနဲ့ဟိုကဗာလဲဘယ်လိုပြောဒွန်းနဲ့လေကင်းကောင်တွေဗျာဆလာသားတစ်ကောင်နဲ့ဟိုကနှစ်ကောင်နဲ့ကြာမမြဘူးဖြစ်သူက
Very sneaky. He will get found, but he's obnoxious.
He's got backup.
Oh, they miss. It gets pushed out of the...
He's going to be fine. He gets away with the Wheel of Wonder.
Hey, show go.
Coming in to buy him even more time. Surely should die. He's trying to get the fear off. Will fall.
Oh, no.
Collapse.
Poor Laurel. He got the Blink Dagger, turns up, dies. His game has been completely shut down.
I mean, not me. They're kind of like, well, where do we go?
Yep.
Bit
lucky there with the combo, with the ring onto the cog, pushing him onto the low ground. Gets super awkward there. Yatoro will say, guys, thanks for the space, I guess, but hemorrhaging more and more kills, and this time it's the 2 cores. And notice now at this point, doesn't look like he had that tough of a bit of a lane start, right?
Overall in
the matchup, sure, the Doom is annoying for him, but versus everybody else, this is a great Timber game. Spirit. Let's see where they want to do next.
Jaya, bagan lo kong long be ba tege den ha. Dori nya 0 bi Pouman le be.
Turn up to some of these fights now with just a blink. Can just get popped into.
Jaya bagan la ya. Jaya dori nya bagan.
Not me.
ညီလေးဆင်းပြပါအောင်ညီလေး
Deep on Vision side of the map.
And tied.
ခုတော့မှားနေပြီနေတူတယ်ကွာ
No one having a very good game also 3-0. Has a shield rune too for the next fight. Collapse does now have a blink.
Brew. Should be fine over the cogs. I said that Brambles actually still catch him from a distance 9 class. Ryu has to use the hook shot to get away, but Noctis is ready to close up on him.
Hook shots through
ညီ
another.
ဖမ်းတာကွာဆင်းမပြတော့လောတောက်တော့တာယာယီဘက်ကန်လိုက်တယ်ယာယီဘက်ကန်ခိုင်သွားပြီဘလို့မညီလေးအားကိုမှာကားကြိတ်နေလို့ညီလေးအားကိုကားကြိတ်
Like crazy flashy. They're just kind of approaching it with a straight up approach, getting all these extra kills, shutting down.
ရပါတယ်ဂိမ်း1မြဂိမ်း2ပေါ့
Seemingly one step ahead. And yeah, punishing the Midas really. Collapse not able to really get too involved. He does have blink now. 𝐓𝐴ToRo not falling too much further behind though. It's been stuck at that 3K now for some time. How much behind he is, that of Satanic that is.
။ဟိုကောင်လေးထိမ့်မဲ့ဆိုတာနော်ညီလေးတို့ဘက်ကတဲ့။တာဝါနှလုံးယူတယ်မထိန်းထားတယ်။ချင်းကြီးချုပ်နေ။
Before they've able to make any
အောက်လန်းကောင်ဒီကတဲတီးရ
either the Doom or the Slaughter, so he has.
ဒါကြီးကနေရလဲပဲလိုက်။စားတော့အောက်လန်းတီးကန်တယ်။ လဲနဲ့ပေါ်ပဲစား။
So this is actually really nice that he's been able to get these 2 pickups here. But again, there is a lot of answers for this Midas armor and for this physical damage.
Rushan
the shadow
ပုံမှန်လေးက Rushan လူတော့မဲ့ထားမှရှိ
Not easy for Laurel to find the moves. So Collapse, he's looking for something.
Meong Zui, thank you ပါ
That's a very early blink dagger. 9 class also having a excellent entry into this game.
အဝင်းအဲ့ဒါလေးနဲ့ဝင်တာနော် intro လေးနဲ့ ဒီကကားကွေးဖြစ်နေတယ်မောင်းထဲမှာဘာတွေပါလဲတော့မှတ်မိတော့ပါဗျာမောင်းလေးသွားကြည့်ရအောင်3ရက်ဆက်တိုက်တယ်ဒီအင်ဂျီနဲ့တဲ့ဟုတ်ပါဘူးဘယ်လိုလဲမှားနေအဲ့ဒါကြီးနည်းများပါဒီနေ့မှအင်ဂျီချင်းလိုက်တယ်မနေ့ကဒီဝင်နေသေး
And if the Wyvern's behind him, he might just save.
အင်ဂျီချင်းလိုက်တဲ့နေ့မှာ blink ကန်နေမဟုတ်သေးပါ
Not able to make that play. Have to just hit the creeps try to get these BKBs on.
VG နဲ့နေကမာနဲ့ငါမောင်းကိုနေကမာပေးရတာပဲကွာပြီးတော့ငါ VG သွားထည့်မောင်းနဲ့မှာနေကမာအနိုင်ကွာဟဲ့
signs of them being able to find any way out on the map.
နေကမာအနိုင် liquid အနိုင် separate အနိုင်
He's in the safest place possible.
All the space in the world and
almost VG နိုင်မဲ့လို့
get anywhere close to him.
Yep. And they can't even hit the tier 1s either is the problem, right? Being able to take any of these objectives to get access to go for this Nature's Prophet just isn't easy for them at this point. They do not really hit the buildings in the same manner. It's got to be the Drow to do so.
What about you guys? Don't hit that.
I mean, probably next, I don't know how long, depending on if they get a fight win or not. Yeah, at this point, Satanic's just going to start popping the ult off cooldown, right? Just to get that extra farm, so we will see that separation start to increase. It went from 3K lead on him over 𝐓𝐴ToRo, now it's up to the 4K.
DS ကလည်းပြန်လာအောင်မလား
He's able to just get BKB ပြန်လာအောင်မလားပြောတဲ့ kind of hard counters. The idea
2မှာပြန်လာရင်လည်းပြန်လာလောက်ဒီကောင်တွေကတော့ game 3တော့သွားမယ်ထင်တာပဲဒီနှစ်သင်းက
What does Spirit do in this position? So they want to BKB themselves and farm their own BKBs.
I think that's the case.
And then what you immediately have to try and look for a play?
I guess so, but they're hemorrhaging a lot on the map.
ညီလေးကိုသွားလှူနေရနော်မီသွားလှူ
I guess they're trying to find like any type of ways to put in
ဒီကိုနောက်တစ်ခေါက်တော့လာခဲ့ပါ
vision of them, but
down bottom. Okay, they will let the backup coming in.
Laurel,
they can't save him. Laurel's gone.
နိုင်ကလကဖြုတ်ချတယ်
Can he get away from this Timbersaw? He can. They will at least bring down 9 class.
နိုင်ကလကြီးပဲကေးယူညီလေးတော့များနေတယ်လူပေါင်းမှာခဲ့
support for a core.
ပါတီမှာတဲ့ထားချကုန်မယ်ပါတီမှာကျေးခေါ်တယ်လို့ပါ
Keep pressuring down in this bottom side to ensure they can set up for that Tormentor whenever they do want to. BKB now done at a very early time, also for no one. They're gonna have to commit so much to kill just one of these cores. It feels like.
It's looking like a pretty difficult task.
Right, because you're gonna have to Doom and Ringmaster. You're gonna have to throw like double ultis on either the Earth Spirit or the Timbersaw to bring them down, which just means that Satanic is just gonna have free reign.
They got banner do. Think on the gong. Oh, I know when they do that. Okay. Mount them. I know when gong.
I'm sure Satanic knows how much faster he's farming than him as well too.
Oh, for sure, yeah. He knows he's pretty much getting very close to being a full item ahead.
But Yatoro's not doing bad at keeping up, right? Like, it's 251 to the 313. He's the same level as him as well, too. So hasn't gotten picked off again, but it's just now Satanic has the BKB, no one has the BKB. They've got their timing a bit faster on triple BKBs. And Laurel again. He's taken out.
He's going to fall pretty low. No one heads in.
Like that, no one share like that.
And the root's going to be there to stop.
All the
work cut out for you. I think we were all expecting something a little bit closer than this, but apparently Team Vision, they are just that much more ahead right now.
Laurel's rotations just back to back not working, right? And him dying like this has slowed down any progression for him. You can see him battle with the course now. He went for the Midas build, so they know the only moves that can come out is from Laurel, and he's just getting punished time and time again. 23 minutes in, super early. Super clean so far here, Vision. Not really any mistakes.
Satanic has not been letting these sort of leads slip away.
Nope. And they're maximizing as much as possible. You see Rue, he's rocketing it, expecting them to go for it, but instead they're actually making the move again to look for more kills on the side of Vision, looking to keep constricting that map. The two supports on the side of Vision also both level 12, so both of them having access to level 2 ults now at this point before the opposing supports do. Yeah, everything just going their way.
Hey,
the supports in this game on Team Spirit.
Not for anybody except for Yatoro. BKB done now for Collapse, but as we said, for Laurel, his has gotten slowed down so much. Can have that first component of the AC finished up after his BKB already. And yeah, I don't blame Yatoro. Has to go for BKB versus the Earth Spirit, even versus the Willow. Collapse.
Trying to get the Doom down on a 9 class, but 9 class a step ahead with the blink. I'm ready to turn and set up for Carlos to come across and help take.
He truly is styling this game. Said it's just Yatoro having any type of game right now for the side of Spirit. That's Midas farming. That's why his looks so good. No one?
No one. Start you guys. They don't.
Bring him down.
No one. BKB don't have. Oh, yeah, but they are good. The challenge is a bit bad.
He's just able to casually walk away from them. They continue to win again another trade and lose nobody.
And apply so much pressure.
You're very much seeing how far ahead they are. No one knows it's safe to be set for Satanic. He's just rolling in on this wherever he wants. Satanic's just TPing into the middle. He knows they can't kill him. They can't touch him.
And that was, what, 5 Pyros forced from the side of Spirit to try to protect them right around their own tier 2 right outside the base. So the map, yeah, unable to really farm outside of it much. Then that's, yeah, essentially the AC now done there for Satanic. This kid's crazy.
What are you sort of saying if you're Spirit in this sort of situation? If you are indeed discussing kind of the plan for Game 2, what's got to change when it comes to these picks, do you think?
Well, I don't know if they're doing that just yet. So, but overall, maybe it is just taking out this Nature's Prophet if you are going to go for the Drow in some of these situations. But it's not just that one thing that's kind of countering them, right? It's a lot of vision that's gone for. My class does.
Gonna be able to time anything.
9 class နဲ့ညီလေးနဲ့ထည့်တင်တာတကယ်ကညီလေး hero က profit ကြီးတကယ်လို့ share ကီးတာ9 class hero လည်းကီးအဲ့ဒါကိုထည့်ရလို့မကီးဘူးဖြစ် profit ကြီးနေ
Throws a blood grenade, throws the spells onto it. Won't be the case. Oh, and all right, when they're at this deficit, at least they can get the tormentor, but there's that AC.
Yeah, there's something getting that objective in a game where they are in a very rough position. Timing, continues to fly out ridiculous moments here. The AC done on top of the beat.
Smola.
Okay, Spirit. This
timing.
Let's see what you
Russian fight, Gamba,
Spirit has been able to build.
Gamba,
Build up so far.
Oh,
BKB.
They have gotten themselves out of some tough spots before, Spirit.
They have.
Would be one of the harder ones. Looking for no one.
ရှာနေတယ်တွေ့တယ်ဗျာထဲကောင်ဘေးမှာရောက်နေပြီသွားချတယ်
Curse is already down.
ဟောညီလေးဝင်စော်တယ်ညီလေးဒုံးထည့်ပြန်ပြီသွားပြီညီလေးကသွားပြီ
Trying to chase him down.
ပေါ်တယ်သွားထောက်နေတယ် အိမ်ထဲမှာရှောပြီလားမသိဘူး
And now you're Toro in a dangerous
ဟောမှာယာကြီးလက်ယာကြီးနဲ့တင်းမနဲ့ဘိုင်ဝမ်ကျုံးလာ
Can they provide any sort of safety to allow you to live? They will bully back.
ညီလေးကမသေးသွားဘူးကွာညီလေးသေးတယ်ထင်မသေးသွားဘူးပြန်လာတော့မယ်ညီလေးပြန်လာပြီစော်ပြီညီလေးစော်ပြီဒါရင်မသေးဘူးမာတယ်ဟာဒဲမထဲရမှာဒဲမမလောက်ဘူးမတွေ့သေရမှာ3 4 5ချက်လောက်ပြစ်နေတော့လည်းမလျှော့ဘူးဖြစ်
Notice finishes off the kill. They get Lala and they're ready to move straight.
ဒါကြီးတော့ပြန်လာကြအောင်ဆောင်อ่ะ
Team Vision. They gave it a shot.
ဒါမဲ့ကမလောက်ဘူးမှန်းနဲ့ယာကြီးချောအောင်ဆိုရည်တယ်
right up until tier 2. And they still couldn't do it, even though they find that kind of perfect target prioritization. They get Collapse and Yatora on top of Satanic. But they couldn't get him off. They get the Doom down, so it doesn't matter. He's able to back off. I think he got an extra sort of kick for no one to get him a little further away so he could TP out, reset, get back into the fight. It's all Team Vision again.
If they weren't so far behind, right, you could see that could probably have been their fight, but the fact they are this far behind and how deep it truly was. Yeah, Satanic also very heads-up call, just BKB, TPing out, resetting, come back in. You could see it coming there for Yotaro as the time went on. These guys are good at fighting. They know how to protect each other as well as we've seen, and no one, as you said, that nice little kick distance away, perhaps being the exact thing to keep Satanic alive, because he did drop
separate 2-1 ချမှာနော်ခါသေးလေလို့ခဏလေးမြစ်ပါအောင်မကျုံတော့မကျုံသေးဘူး game 1 show မှာကျုံမယ်လေ
24,000 net worth for him. Notice the full Shivas, as we saw, was revealed in that fight too, so it's not just, of course, Satanic, it's also this Timber Saw that is a huge problem. 8-1-4 this game.
ညီလေးစားတဲ့ကိုရီးယားနှဆရတာကဲကိုလက်ရေးပြေးတာပဲ
Rambles are down, he's got a BKB, but even with that, he's not getting away.
ဟောင်းရေးစော်နေပြီညီလေးထော်နေပြီ
Small crit has been picked up.
ညီလေးဒဲလက်ဆရပြီလားမသိဘူးအမဟုတ်က critical ပေါက်စာလေးနဲ့ပြည့်ပေါက်စာနဲ့
TPM is just out of control, really. Getting those early kills onto Yotaro, truly setting the pace for this game. 18k lead. We've seen Spirit.
ကိုလကလည်းမနေတဲ့မထိုင်တဲ့
But this is going to
တော့ကတော့နည်းနည်းကွာတယ်ဘလို့ဟိုကောင်နဲ့အာလီdrama ရအောင်တဲ့ separate ကမနေ့ကလည်း liquid နဲ့သူတို့စော့တာအာလီသူတို့တာနေနိုင်တယ်ကွာရဲ့သူတို့ရှုံးနေမစော့တဲ့ separate ကအာလီတာနေမှဖြစ်
Another catch.
Gonna stop the TP out for not me.
Feels like they just do have too many of these answers, right? Just too many in combination of what they're playing against. The counter picks absolutely working for Vision.
Oh, separate ကအနိုင်စောနေကားကြိတ်သလားလို့လက်ွက်ပွဲတဲ့ကြည့်ခေါင်းနေတာနေမှရ
And Laurel Collapse in particular. Just being
ခေါင်းနေ drug ကအာလီတာမှဖြစ်ဟိုကအာလီနှစ်ကောင်နေတယ်ဘလို့မစော့မြင်
Or even getting into these kills to slow some of these heroes down. All 3 cores on Vision just having the time of their day. Yeah, time of their lives, really. 7-0.
တင်း separate ကလည်းပြန်လာမှလားမလွယ်ဘူးလို့ဘုံတစ်ကောင်နေတော့မလွယ်တော့ဘူးသလားတိုင်းကတိုးမတိုးတော့လောက်ဆိုသာသာဘူးပက်ကတိုးတော့ဝင်တာလည်းပါညီလေး goal လိုက်ညီလေးတော့ပွဲ goal လိုက်လေ
Heading over, maybe seeing if they can find Collapse up here on this top lane. They know he's out, and in fact he lands the silence straight on top of him. Also the BKB.
He can't go anywhere.
There's nowhere to go.
ညီလေးစခေါ်နေပြီပြပြမှန်ညီလေးတို့ပွဲခံနေ
Tougher and tougher.
ညီလေးကောနေကြီးညီလေးကောင်းတောင်ဖြစ်နေညီလေးကောင်းတော့ ညီလေး3မောင်ပဲလို့ညီလေးလောက်တာကျိုးတာ fight တဲ့ညီလေး
5 or so minutes ago, they have literally just that one word on the bottom right of the map, which isn't giving much information at all. 𝐷𝐴𝐴𝐴.
Maybe another one for him. Yep.
3 shots.
ညီလေး call လာညီလေး call လာဒီတန်းနေဆက်တကောင်နှစ်ကောင်ပဲလို့တော့ကဲ
There's no way after this that Spirit is going to want to leave any chance against this satanic nature's prophet. It just looks so broken in his hands.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. Well, that 100 has gone down, but indeed.
အဲ့ရများပါညီလေးအဲ့ရဖြစ်နိုင်တော့ညီပြန်သေးသွားအောင်
minute 0. It's kind of looked like
ဒီမဖြစ်နိုင်ဘူးလား
𝐷𝐴𝐴, oh my god, half HP, almost dying.
Gonna get away
ဟော
with it.
စော်တယ်ဟောဖြည်းဖြည်းတော့ပြပါညီလေး
tanky.
ပြန်လဲရှော့ပါအောင်
just does so much damage. Laurel pops BKB, but it's barely even protecting him or 𝐷𝐴𝐴.
နော်မီ9ကောင်နဲ့ဘယ်မှာတော့နဲ့စိတ်ညစ်
They're just too far ahead at this point. I mean, Satanic's damage.
နော်မီကရင်းမာစာကြီးလေးဘယ်လိုနော်မီ9ရောမီဝါအတိုင်းမှာကျုံ
Go for the Lincoln's next if he feels like he needs it
ဒ
versus
ဝဲလို့ဟူဝင်
All right.
These desperation smokes.
Yeah, give it some sort of an attempt.
Still a minute.
ယာကြီးတို့စိတ်တန်းနဲ့ဆော့နော်ယာကြီးတို့လူလေးရှင်ခဏဖယ်ထားလိုက်စိတ်တန်းလေးနဲ့ဆော့
Drop the doom on him.
ဒါကောင်းလိုက်တဲ့ဝင်းနာကတ်ကြီးရောက်ရေးဆော်ပြီးညီလေးဆော်ပြီးအမဟိုလောက်ဆော်နေပြီ miss တွေထားနေတယ်ရောက်ညီလေးပြစ်တာညီလေးပြစ်တာ miss တွေထားနေလုံး
Dies to the new.
နောက်တော့ညီလေးတကောင်လဲလို့တော့ညီလေးteleportation ညီလေး GG ခေါ်တော့မှာပဲကောတောက်ပြဿနာပဲ
I don't know how much more of this game they're going to play for. This is looking pretty miserable.
It looks pretty done and dusted.
တကောင်လေးလိုပြီးကတ်ခံရအောင်မျက်ရည်နဲ့ကြည့်ရ
He's
တယ်
now hitting their buildings. Notice still alive.
Carry did.
Just beautiful gameplay from Vision.
Yeah, this is.
I know we all hoped for a closer game in this one.
You did don't
have to be game.
Missy la tha.
Go through. Spirit, I'm sure they're going to come back super hard in game 2, but this game one, they have been absolutely destroyed by
fully answered. Not just the farming from Satanic, but it's the movements that he's been able to do. The pressure on the bottom lane, getting the tower.
This hero is incredible in his hands. This
really is.
I don't know how you destroy. How do you beat this? How do you defeat this?
Maybe not giving that and the Earth Spirit as well too, which we've seen. No one. It's one of his best heroes as well too. So yeah, there's gonna be half. Come out from Spirit in this next one.
Why is my analysis come hold in now? No,
Spirit. I'll give it one final.
Oh, they're even in a beat on alone.
And the 5 of them are back up. Maybe Team Vision make a mistake. It's unlikely, considering what we've seen so far this game.
Never can be a
chance.
They're gonna have to make more than. They're gonna make like 10 mistakes.
Yeah,
this game state has been. Truly have made none in this game. Super disciplined play.
Not
me overall, having a pretty quiet it snowballed pretty quickly in this game, and Satanic already hitting 6 slots. He's going to break 1,000 GPM perhaps again, and 1,000 XPM again in this game too.
It's a
moonshot already. I mean, this is absolutely crazy what he's doing.
No me a hero do my yam, that way to do and then a tita. They must say, take my look me out.
Oh, Laurel's Curry even dies as he gets his relic
towards the nullifier. Laurel might have to BKB TP, he does.
Okay, I was about to say Wyvern's getting close, but not close enough to stop him. It's almost at that 1K per minute.
Like me.
At least I haven't seen that yet in this tournament.
We did have a quick game earlier today. There was a Yandex got like a maybe that one. But honestly, in a game that short, you're probably not even getting that much. 1K a minute. This might be the only one that's getting close.
Buildings are dropping. These trees hurt.
အကောင် BK မရှိနော်အကောင် BK မရှိတတ်ထောက်တာပဲတကယ်ကြီးပေးလိုက်ရတာဩမီဂါကြီးကို free free ဩမီဂါကြီးလို့
Yatoro
ယာယီချောတော့မယ်ယာယီ BK TP လို့လည်းမရဘူးကွာ win တိုင်းလိုက်ကတ်နေရတော့
He is.
And he's got Brew by his side. He might just be able to run away from this.
ဟိုမှာစောကုန်ပြီအိမ်ထဲမှာဖြစ်ကုန်ပြီဖြစ်ပြက်ကုန်
doesn't have the buyback.
No one beyond goal line.
Drop a down to notice. I don't really think he cares too much.
Maybe တင်းမကိုစော်ပြီတင်းမကိုထော်ပြီ
It's not
ရပါပြီညီလေး beyond goal line. No one beyond goal line.
Wow, incredibly one-sided. Vision it just.
ညောင်ဖျားစုကန်တော့ရောစက်တကောင်ကွက်တီမာလူ
play from everybody, not just
Set up
one
on
player
what
in
do you-
particular, right? This was all of Vision, just styling.
Yeah, one of the biggest stomps that we've seen.
တော့ချက်လေးရောက်ရင်ညီလေးတို့ကကကကကပွဲလေးညီလေးလားမသိဝင်ရောက်လာ
How greedy this hero is. A lot of people think Darkseer, that's a team fighty hero. He wants to join
ညီ
his
လေး
team.
တို့ game 1 easy
Every Darkseer I see,
ပါပီ
they
ရဲ့
farm
control
well.
အောက်မှာ
They just
အတော်ငြိမ်ပါလေဟေး
and keep accelerating their farm. They can farm very quickly, so it's pretty damn
ကြီး
good
တိုက်တာ
to
လေ no D လည်းမတက်ဘူးတဲ့ဟုတ်လား sorry ပါ bro
It's on Vici to make something happen.
sorry bro ရန်နိုင် thank you ပါမတွေ့လိုက်လို့ဗျဟိုကပိတ်ထားလို့ no D တွေပိတ်ထားလို့
Individualistic. Everyone's doing their own thing, farming their own stuff. Vici gaming very communal. You know, stick together, play together.
no D ကဟိုလိုပဲမတက်တာမလားပုံလို့ပေါ်တယ်အတန်ကျွန်တော်ကိုယ့်ကိုပြန်ကြားပိတ်ထား
Everyone else down.
But if they're all about that, how come the
Candy loda
is living on scraps, Gareth? This is not a very communal.
တူတူဆန်းဆန်း voice separate တွေပါ
A very communal living.
voice separate လို့ပဲ
I think it's Radiant who has a nice equal distribution here.
We've got to gather the farm before they
ညီလေး profit လောက်ကတနာတယ်စူမင်းရဲ့ဆော့ဗျဒီ
Got
ပါ
to make sure that your labor force is working correctly.
The true equality was brought by OpenAI, who let the POS 5 and 4 farm. I'm now gonna play as a core.
teleportation နူးတော့ယူပြီးလိုက်တက်တယ်မယ်တင်နေတာအိမ်မက်တွေပြီးသွားတယ်ခဏလေးပါပြန်လာခဲ့ပါမယ် break
Why must one guy get all the items?
No, don't give the support any ideas. That's bot behavior.
Yeah, I'm a robot. I'm part of the machinery now. I'm one of them.
In a bot world, you might actually be allowed to farm. Speaking of that, look at GH down bottom. Got a massive creep wave coming in. Is this for him? Do you think this belongs to the Mirana?
Yes.
Think you can.
No. I think that belongs to Mirana. Sumail thinks otherwise. Other people may think otherwise. I believe that GH nurtured that creep wave. He brought it into existence. He kept it alive. He put it in position, and then someone else harvests it. Oh, hook shot.
Invoke some from the Finders Keepers.
Into the butt of Devi Lama. Not going to land onto XM or whoever the target was.
Unfortunately, didn't get to start. Yeah, he wanted to set up mid and then have Void Spirit follow-up. Didn't happen, but they did get the bottle on the Invis rune at least. This is the most even start that we've seen today, perhaps, though. 7-6, only 1,000 gold difference 12 minutes in.
Very close.
SF is definitely wanting to make his presence felt, though, the moment he gets the Kayasha and maybe the Blink Dagger as well. Need to offset the fact that the rest of his team is struggling a bit.
Yeah, I mean, they would love to be able to plant this Tide Hunter somewhere, to be able to, like, shove a tower or defend a tower, but top being cracked so early on meant he never got that chance to sit top. Playing center of the map doesn't feel particularly good as Tide, so his only option now is to continue running bottom, dragging waves, and doing what he can to get gold, but that means he's out on the map, deep on the enemy side, and he can get punished heavily by Enigma Galaxy, who globally maneuver into position to kill the Tide.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's very hard for him to find space. He doesn't really have stacks to fall back on and keep farming there, so just going down bottom and gets taken down very easily. Void Spirit, by the way, working towards a Meteor Hammer. The moment he gets that, the mid tower could open up. It's fine to see how many Meteor Hammers we get. Even with the nerf recently, it didn't really impact it too much. Just mana regen amplification nerf it's still a good item.
That's a funny item. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is buy all the Kaya items. They look so pretty next to each other. Kaya Sand with a Yashikaya and a Meteor Hammer.
Oh my god, Gareth.
Spell amp.
You asked me if I felt physical pain from like seeing stuff in inventory yesterday. I mean,
well, the Yashas don't stack, but the Kayas do.
Wait, do all the Kayas actually give you more spell amp? I didn't know that the different Kayas worked. Are you sure?
I don't see why not.
No, I'm not sure they do, dude.
Why not?
I don't think they do, Gareth.
Why wouldn't they?
Have you actually looked at it?
I actually haven't. I've assumed.
Oh god. I'm like 99% sure that they don't stack, Gareth.
I know for sure the Yashas don't stack, right? All the movement speed. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. But are you telling me none of those items stack?
No, keep buying them, Gareth. You're fine. You're golden.
I will. I will. No one's called me out in my games. No one's actually said, "What are you doing, idiot?" Idiot warlock buying Kaya Sand.
Because they also don't have any clue, Gareth.
Because they also don't know what's going on.
Nobody knows you can just hover these stats on your hero and see all the details for what you actually have.
I'm gonna try it later when we're done. In what? In 5 hours.
We can ask Lorinov to buy one right now.
Yeah, Lorinov, do it. Do it.
We have a request from the casters.
Well, I'm going to be itchy. Actually, I might not wait the 6 hours during our until after our shift. I'm going to wait until this game is done and quickly jump in the lobby and test it.
Do you really want to know at this point, Gareth?
Yes. My life's goal is to prove you wrong one time. I need it. It's never happened before. You know everything. I've never been allowed to be correct before until now, maybe?
No man holds all knowledge in Dota, Gareth. You'll find the time to punish me. There's too many things, and I suffer a lot from the being old and having known a bunch of different ways it used to work. It messes with your mind, man. Oh, we have Tall Void Spirit and Short Void Spirit going for a gank together. The Darkseer and the Void.
Oh yeah. Pointy-headed purple boys. The device sends Mud Golem into the creep wave, all iron shelled up, while the rest of them hunt in the shadows, but can't find anybody. The scribbling on the map, a very good indication that this time, 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 Gaming have the read on the situation, fully understanding where 𝐷 Galaxy are coming from.
𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 actually looks like they're paying a lot of attention, and they're sending Y first to maybe initiate, maybe gank tank.
Well, I've got a Terrorize coming in onto Lorinov, trying to chain stun up this Void Spirit. Looked good to begin with. The hook shot not going to be able to save him. They vacuum back the Tusk, trading out 1-for-1, but now Omar's stuck. And 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 Gaming sticking around in this area on the map, defend their territory very well.
They didn't have Nature's Prophet wanted to TPing in there as well. I think he feared getting ravaged if he did join the fight. You know, very difficult to find a safe spot to TP in where you won't just get overrun by like Dark Willow and Tidehunter being on top of you immediately. And unfortunately, there was a nice attempt with the Shield Rune play. Shield Rune on Void Spirit, he tried to bait them to commit spells and then use Shield Rune, turn it around, but the damage is so high from Kayasha SF that he just bursts him anyway. Shield Rune or no Shield Rune.
GH starting but failing.
Yeah. Pulling some circus moves. Use the SF, send an arrow under him. Don't explain, leap away.
Still gonna make a move into mid.
Hello.
Through Moonlight Shadow, but dire scan. XM, even with the scan turning red, yeah.
You come on, doing it. To be able
to secure a rune with no help when the enemy have 3 heroes on the rune, so kudos to XM for that play. And with the Shard and the Meteor Hammer, Void Spirit is set up to start ramping up his farm. Both these abilities can actually farm quite decently for you. Obviously, it's combo pieces for killing the puck.
Getting a little
tight now. Starting to consider, how do we get to Tormentor? How do we get to Roshan?
Oh,
push these lanes out, so we've got a bit of space to farm. Get our Tide to blink. Get our Shadow. Vici Gaming.
9 လားအော်ဂျူဒီပွဲလား over လား
Putting bodies out on
Hero
the map
ရ
to make
duration
sure
over
that
ပွဲ
Enigma
ဘယ်
Galaxy don't
ဟုတ်
have
တယ်ဖြစ်ဖို့
easy
များ
access into these jungle points. Now, Puck very difficult to go on, but has spent the orb. Yules into hook shot, not going to land because while he puts his body in harm's way, arrow straight through though onto XM means Omar can continue, but with his Shadow Fiend and Willow there, I make short work of the clockwork and another good defensive move from Vici Gaming.
I
like that they bring everyone very quickly, realizing that when you play against Nature's Prophet, if there's an engagement, likely your opponents are trying to outnumber you. So we saw the same thing down bottom. Fight early on. Everybody just making sure not to get outnumbered.
And I send it. Late game, shadow feed.
To make place.
Go to the mirror. Pin I need she. That's a galeba.
Blink and Witchblade are complete. And yeah, Hurricane Pike on SF. Interesting that he respects the Sprout and the Cogs that much. That he doesn't want to go for the Blink build.
Yeah, draw lead GB. Oh, and to me, I did genie. I'm near Lam Sudo. I told him, and don't want it.
Pike yourself, pike someone else out of those dangerous situations.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you did
ways of using that same save tool.
No, we're line journey now.
The remnant, get them out of this like Yule's arrow setup if you can force them. And potentially.
Of course, I'm a catching the alarm. You're that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Even against
in Sabrina, Vision, Mabia, Piania, Libu, Maladia, Game one Piwa.
Feels like Sumel's been a little bit quiet, but he is this carry Nature's Prophet, joined in a couple of those fights, 1-0-4, Milner, and the Hurricane Pike done. What chance does he stand heading into this like mid-game period?
Oh, I mean, he has a very big power spike that he will hit, but I think level 25, the SF will still take the cake. But Nature's obviously is a very, very good chassis.
You got to look at it. You are the woman. No,
the rest of his looking very strong as well. Darkseer getting so much farm and Void Spirit being ahead of the puck by a little bit. I think he's decently.
Shadow to reposition, grab the Wisdom Shrine, and also try and push down through bottom. It's been a real back and forth flow to this game. One team advances, takes an area of the map, then retreat. The vacuum is filled. Space gets created and then taken away.
They're waiting for items on the side of Enigma, just trying to delay. They have the Shivas working on a BKB on the Darkseer. And once they get the BKB timing on everybody, right? Getting pretty close to this. Triple BKB.
I don't win this quick.
Of course. So I think Puck is missing a power spike right now. Not making any active moves with the two supports, not finding any pickoffs.
Do you have any surprises in store for us for this international?
In our boony.
BKB timing is going to be huge for him. Vici Gaming on the hand.
He's only thing play up that shit then
Try and connect into him. They've dangled back in his bottom lane several times. This time there's a smoke trio behind him. We'll see if Enigma Galaxy defending this tier 1 down in the bottom lane because it's basically full health. It would be so nice to keep your tower alive, but they've got this vision on the Mirana to just jump on GH and blow him up. We'll see if Enigma Galaxy want to try and react because I think this bottom right-hand corner is kind of done for now.
And Puck keeps leaving his fish behind, goes back to eat it now. Gotta eat your tasty little fish.
Teammates
start pinging it. There's a fish on the floor. There's a fish on the floor.
They're officially yummy as well. The description even says they're yummy.
How do they spell officially?
A lot of the he's
on the description, on the buff on him.
I mean, the
eaten 2 yummy fish.
I mean, no saying it.
I assumed it actually said officially yummy, and I thought they spelled officially with fish in the middle as a pun.
Unfortunately not.
It's just an open media. Tell that every game one and game do. Game one, but
probably the game that I've played with the most amount of puns in it. If you listen to all the different heroes' voice lines, they honestly should go with that. The worst offenders are like, what, Razor, Morphling?
They just can't stop. Honestly, they're all puns.
Goodbye.
XM.
𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 𝐅𝐨𝐫 𝐖𝐚𝐭𝐜𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐠 ပတ်တောင်ရှောင်လို့မရလား
Back down here, even after losing their tier 1 and the Torm falls.
ပတ်တောင်ရှောင်လို့မရဘူး
Kill off the Parker now. A bit of map space opens up for them.
Yeah, he probably thought that this was going to be an empty area, but instead they reclaim it. And I do think they've weathered the storm, so to say, on Nigma. They are getting to the point of mass BKB timings. We have them flying out right now. Void Spirit is getting hit.
ဒီလေးနဲ့စုမိရဘာကွာစုမိမန်နာ0ဖြစ်
And Nature's Prophet is this
ဖမ်းတဲ့တိတ်မဖမ်းနိုင်ဘူး
triple timing is
သူကကောင်လေးရပဲစပေမပေးလားတော့မသိ
online for Nigma.
တိတ်မဖက်ဘူးနော် Prophet
Lornoff, Meteor Hammer, just send it onto that mid lane tower. Nothing to stop him from doing that. And Vici Gaming getting a little itchy. One thing Fiend, group up with Y, head up the top, and again you're playing into this Bark Tide who has trouble is it's only Omar. And you will be able to jump him and kill him. Dead in the water used, a quick little catch on the clockwork. Does this allow them to move into an objective though?
ကဲ liquid နဲ့ liquid နဲ့ iron win နဲ့က down breaker တဲ့ separate မဲ့တဲ့ tiny carry တဲ့တကားနဲ့
Well done
တကားနဲ့ကြီးကတော့သရိုးလာလားတော့မသိဘူးဗျာဒီတကားနဲ့ဘက်ကန်မစိုးပါဘူး liquid ဂိမ်းလူလောက်တော့ပြန်နိုင်မယ်ထင်တာပဲတကားနဲ့ပစ်ဆိုပြီးတော့ dazzy ရတဲ့ tiny ကလည်းပစ်ထားသေးတာ
But
နိုင်တော့ပါ liquid ဂိမ်းလူတော့အပိုင်
stealing the outpost, it would make it awkward to contest Roche.
No, this is
really
that game that you were spinning was
Rambiတော့မထည့်တော့ပါဘူးဗျာ
They weren't making enough moves, doing enough actions, not utilizing their heroes.
လာပြီလို့တော့ထင်တာပဲ
Mostly on what Spirit is gonna bring to the table in this upcoming game because
လာလဲစောင့်ကြည့်တော့ဟိုမှာ
Vision,
ဒီမှာဘောတလန်တလန်
they
နဲ့
had
ဖြစ်
a solid draft. I'm sure that Team Spirit is gonna try to
play like Mirana goes bottom, clears the wave, mid lane gets shoved, and
come on, boy.
They are not allowing Bark's Tide to do anything.
Yeah, they're playing good keep away, and unfortunately they only have the one BKB cancelling spell in Tusk. Actually going in now.
And trying it with Divine Lornoff, catching up to Y. With the turnaround play,
Don't pin ya, show me.
Looking for the kill on the Tusk inside the
Hey, camera be lam di.
Easy one to stick around.
I am not sick of Jan.
Stands his ground and delivers the damage.
It'll be a pian me, maybe. It'll be you. Does he have to do a pian me, maybe?
Still going to be the casualty.
Yeah, thanks to your chain. Thanks to your chain. Just hobby, just hobby.
The arrow's going to land on the Tide instead. And
just hobby, just hobby. I pack up a little.
Right clicking down.
Hello, Sabi. Pack a show.
Face shift spend, but where are you going? Where are you hiding? Come back. Bang. So Male with a double kill.
I think he messed up there. He face shifted, and I think he did have the blink ready. But you can only blink out of phase shift in the direction you were looking when you fade. If you're against Iron Shell, which is instant damage, and I think he tried to blink in a direction he wasn't looking before phase shifting. Also, a nice little trick about that. Just for anyone who is an aspiring puck player, you can actually turn right before you click phase shift. If you give a turn command, say you're looking up, right, straight north. You click below your hero and press phase shift immediately. You hear it turn. Suddenly you're looking down, even though you were looking up. Yeah, you just need to give the command to turn before phase shifting, and now you can blink down because your hero while in phase shift.
I thought pucks can't look up. Or is that pigs?
With
that neck, I'm not sure that he can actually.
Yes, if teams are picking it like this, it means Earth Spirit's not very good at going through the shield, which means Ember can probably do the annoying stuff where he's like and like taking space from
it's kind of fun because there's this battle of the spirits. And I think Ember triumphs all the spirits in a 1-to-1 matchup. So when you see Storm, Earth Spirit, Storm Spirit, you can pick Ember. And usually Ember will be the strongest in the mid lane. So be the strongest at contesting the runes and thus like getting ahead. So I like this more than the Slaughter because I think this is just easier to execute. I think the Slaughter requires a little more niche things to make it work. So right now, I think they should get strong supports on Spirit side, supports that play with the Ember, and their plan should be to constantly control the mid wave, attack their Spirit, don't let him get
random miss, bro. Thank you,
control the tempo of the
thank you for the BBB. Oh, BBB, I'm going to
like follow up any sort of
Well, I was just
ဒါ
about
ရ
to say,
ကား
I
တယ်
feel
လုံးဝ
like
လောက်
with
မ
Ember
ကောင်းဘူး
Spirit,
လား
I
လို့
don't mind Emirana.
ဘယ်
That
ရ
is
တော့ဟုတ်
like
တယ်
the
နော်
good old combo chains into
ဘယ်ရ GBK
They
လည်း
did
ထု
ban it, however, that's a very good
ဒါဝဲ
ban
လို့မရ
from
ဘူး
Vision.
ဒါဝဲလို့မပစ်ဘူး
They'll
ဒါ
have
ဝဲ
to
လို့မ
do
ဘန်းရသေးဘူး
with,
နော်ရ
with something
နော်မီ
like
ဒါဝဲလို့
Klaus
ဆိုရင်တော့
said,
separate team
some hoodwink, some nice follow-up for the Ember.
And Willow's not bad either to throw in there. Pretty much all the heroes that 9 Class mentioned in the interview as the top 4 positions.
Yep. One ban is what
AJ စနကလည်း AJ စနကစပေါ်တယ်လေ bro ဘယ်လိုမှရမှာလဲမဟုတ်စပေါ်
Any
စ
other
ပေါ်
heroes
ရ
from the previous game that you'd like to see taken out, or was it just an Nature's Prophet that was like the main instigator here? I'm thinking of the Winter Wyvern that we have seen first phase banned a lot today. I don't know how important we felt like this hero was. It's gaining a lot of popularity.
I think Wyvern is the support that kind of blackmails you into picking certain heroes. So you pick Wyvern.
BB အတွက်လေးရှိုးပေးပါအောင်နဲ့ BB ကပါစော့နေ
heavy physical
ဒီအောင်ထားမိ
have to go for all these
ဟုတ်
magic
သားပဲ
damage
ဥဒို
heroes.
ရာနဲ့ BB နဲ့
It's just
BB ကခြားသွားပြီပါ
that's
BB
what
က
it is.
ဂွမ်းသွား
So you
ဒီ
have
ကောင်
to
လေး
just think
predicted
about all
ထဲ
these
တာမှားပြီ
factors that go into
တော်
the
ဂွမ်း
game.
နေ
And we instead see the Largo, which is a very popular hero against Ember Spirit. So
Kadu
maybe this
land
was
it
more
out.
like a let's just deny pick this. It
အော်
is
ဒါ
a
ပဲ
good
နိုင်မယ်
combo
တဲ့
with
Dota
Ember
Plus
because you
ဝင်
can
ရိတ်တွေပါ
amplify
ပြ
his
တယ်ဟာ
magic. And you
စို
can
က်ပါစ
also
ကောက
dispel
ဒေါတာ
spells
ပလက်
from
ဝင်ရိတ်ပြတာတဲ့
Ember
ညီ
Spirit,
ကိုတို့
so it's not necessarily bad.
Yeah, good against Vessel, good
အော်
against
အော်
Silence,
59ရာခိုင်နှုန်းနဲ့ VP 41ရာခိုင်နှုန်း
Banning Satanic 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 in the process there as well as we
တ
get
လာ
an
တာမင်းနဲ့
Enchantress on the
Asaprit
board.
မင်းနဲ့ WS က
Ench is kind of nice against
အ
Largo. I'm
ဖိုး
wondering,
ကြီးဒီဘက်က
do they play
ဒုံး
Largo on support on Team Spirit, or is it just
ရရ
collapse
ကြည့်ရ
Largo
တာ
this
တော့
time?
ဘဘုံမိုက်တယ်
I
ဘဘုံ
think
ပုံမိုက်
it's
တယ်
going to be collapse Largo because they also
ဖိုးကြီးက
banned
ဒီ
the
မှာဒုံးကြီးနဲ့
Kez,
ကောင်းတာမိနေ
which is
ဘဘုံ
one
ပုံ
of
မိုက်ပါလေ
the carries that people like against Largo, as far as I understand. So I think they just.
Spirit
revealed what
winner
they're
at
doing,
Jam
and I
Jam
don't think it's anything wrong with that. I think now Spirit
BBK
has the
Salada
information
Ketri
about what
winner.
Vision is doing. Vision is picking
See,
these
yeah,
supports that can
remaster.
actually contest the Ember in the mid lane, because the Ench can come mid. She can take off the Flame Guard, and if she takes off the Flame Guard, then the Air Spirit can actually fight the Ember. So I would like to see some kind of response to the Enchantress in particular, so they can fight in the mid lane. I think Hoodwink is still not bad because it's a hero that can kill Enchantress with her ultimate. And then I'm trying to think what else. Maybe, actually, never mind. I was gonna say Pudge, but it's the wrong team. I was like, that would be cool.
It would
but
be nice,
We do
yeah.
get the Hoodwink now. We just need one more that makes sense. Maybe even a Crystal Maiden could be okay.
You want to support that will
Good trick,
rotate
good
mid
trick.
to help out with this brawl that might occur.
Exactly. I was thinking about Maiden. I just don't know if Rue really plays that hero or likes it.
Yeah, usually when you have like
Ah,
this
yeah.
spirit against spirit matchup, then the
Look
early
here,
game
Messi,
becomes
wow.
a lot about runes, like the 6, 8, and
Easy
10
hand
minute
over.
runes. So you just want to pick supports that complement your spirit.
Why don't you just go for an Oracle then? Then you know where the rune is.
True. Well, you already have a perch from Largo though.
That's
Then
fair.
you're just kind
Oracle kind of suffers against Ench as well, running the creeps at you. And Earth Spirit backline silence.
Well, if you really want to win the rune skirmish, you get Arc Warden and then steal the rune with the magnetic
The
field.
ultimate,
သူမ
yeah.
င်းနဲ့လူတော့တဲ့တွဲညီ
It's a
လာ
bit
ပြီ
too late for that in the draft, with having the Ember locked in, but who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it's the secret 9 class
Shit.
hero. He said it's melee, but it's actually just ranged because it's Arc Warden.
I think 9 class might be playing the Willow.
ဦးထဲမှာလည်းဒုံကျန်းနေလဲတဲ့အမ်မာဆပ်ပရစ်
I think he's
Oh, well,
another
look.
follow-up for Ember. I don't think it's particularly an amazing Ringmaster game. I don't see anything that box really changes. I don't see the interaction against the Ench creeps that much, even with the dagger. It's
အတူ
it
ရ
doesn't
တဲ့
really
ခ
kill
လုံး
the
မ
creep.
တုံးတာလို့ရှုံးနေတာ
I
ပါ
think it's okay. I think they just went for comfort. I don't think I've ever seen Rue play something like a Maiden, which would match the Enchantress better. Nothing wrong with it. I think the idea is still there's going to be a lot of skirmishes happening around the mid lane. So, yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay. Let's see what Vision wants to do with their 4th pick. Oftentimes, a lot of teams, especially when they're in the pick position where Vision is right now, they spend a lot of time
Da wei lo
thinking
lu
about
gan lai ya
this
bi
pick,
ba da wei lo
including
tamen
if
ma
they can protect it with the 2 bans that follow.
အပြုတ်တယ်
Satanic's hero,
အ
probably.
ပြုတ်ဆိုရင်တော့မှောက်တော့မ
I
နဲ့
wonder if he's going to
OG
go
ရ
for
တဲ့
the
champion
draw
ဖြစ်နိုင်
range.
သေးလား
Very
နောက်ပါ
nice
နဲ့
matchup
နောက်ပါ
against Largo, and honestly, it's pretty good against
OG
the
က
other
ထိတ်
heroes
ဆုံးကနေ
too. You
တော့မ
have
ထွက်လာ
your
တော့ကျင်းနေပါ
Silence, you have Ench and Earth Spirit that protect you, and you also steal it from Team Spirit who like draw themselves.
What about like a Nake's Juggernaut type of hero, because they cannot really kill Nake's or Juggernaut right now through the Magic community, and I think it also pairs well with and Showcase. So they go.
Likes the
Satanic, yeah, he's
really
great.
Yeah,
he's so good. I think it makes sense because, again, everything is kind of revolving around this mid lane, and Nake's is a hero that can be left alone.
Yeah.
He should not be under any threat. And throughout the whole chaos that's going to happen around mid, that's what I'm predicting, the Nakes could maybe find openings to infest the creep, maybe gate maybe he can join in mid. So he will have a lot of cool openings in this game that I want to look out for.
Yeah, I love this Lifestealer pick for all the reasons you mentioned. Like, he is just and this is where Satanic shines. If you give him a hero that is just totally uncountered and no, pressure on him whatsoever, he will map and just be top net worth. So my question is, last pick, Yatoro sees he's playing against Satanic on Lifestealer. He sees that there's going to be all this pressure around the mid lane. Then what is the last pick? Void would have been pretty good. That would have been pretty nasty. Like ultimate carry.
And so he does get the matchup, right? Like Vision's going to be picking first.
Yes.
Notice has to pick his hero blind. So Yatoro will definitely try to get some kind of good lane so he can also be left alone. And then ideally a carry matchup against Lifestealer. I'm just trying to think what Notice is going to play in this game.
There's still quite a few offlaners in the pool that we saw back. Big one coming to mind that has been highly contested is the Centaur.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I think like when you have a blind pick like this and you don't know what you're running against, I think Centaur is always gonna be solid. They already have everything they need from their draft. They have like, a way to start a fight. They have scaling with the Lifestealer. They have plenty of damage, so he can. So in that scenario, I think you just want to in any scenario.
For that,
Dark would have been very nice as well.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking a lot of the heroes that are like good against Lifestealer and fit Spirit Strap would be countered by Darkseer, right? Like Drow.
And if you want to have a lineup that is everywhere and is able to jump on people, then Underlord is still in the pool as well. You're on the same line. Spirit, they end up going for it.
It's good.
Yeah,
The only thing I worry about is that it maybe gives Spirit a chance to pick the Draw Ranger.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. I mean, I'm very worried about this Lifestealer because Team Spirit has 2 stuns, but none of them are instant, right? The Bushwhack flies, and then same for the Ringmaster. Like, so it feels impossible to get this Lifestealer before he pops Rage, and you can try to solve it with the classic, because now maybe you can get like a random silence and he can't.
This draft has been really fun to watch because you can see the ideas through both teams, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to respond to each other. There's a lot of like little games happening. And honestly, both teams again, I think they're both winning drafts. Like, I don't think one team got completely outdrafted or anything. I think I like Vision's responses a little bit more. I think the Enchantress idea was really cool from I can see exactly what they're going to do. I think there's going to be a lot of space for Satanic to rotate under Draw Ranger throughout the whole chaos of the game. So I'm going to go Vision on this one. I like what they did.
Fly, he feels that Team Spirit don't have what it takes. They do, just not in this game in particular. What do you think, Saber?
I think
as to why Spirit is gonna do well.
Yeah, I like the draw. I think it's very nice. It should be a good lane. Honestly, I think it's a lot on collapse. Like theoretically, Largo against Nikes is a bad matchup during the game. However, in lane, you have about more damage, so you should be able to outlast him. And maybe if he's able to like snowball from there, then I think Stretch can get a very nice game going. But yeah, you know, it is against Satanic, so it's not as easy as it seems.
It's not easy. We talked about potentially a lot of rotations going mid Jenkins. How do you see that going down?
He's going
to be the dominant one going mid, which should help out in the Earth Spirit matchup. I also think that 𝐓𝐴𝐽𝐽 can go through the portal and pressure.
Fantasy point နဲ့3000ခွဲတော့ရပြီတဲ့မက်ဝဲရနိုင်လားမရနိုင်ဘူးဘရို8000သမားတွေရှိတယ်လို့တင်လဲရေးပေးပါအောင်နဲ့ရေးပေးလိုက်တယ်လေဘရိုမမြင်ရဘူးလား Telegram ထဲမှာရေးပေးတာရောကြီးရတော့ဘလို့မှစမပြောဘူးဗျအာယိုလေးပစ်လိုက်တော့နဲ့ဟုတ်တော့အာယိုကလည်းပစ်ကတော့ခတ်တော့ကိုပြောဆိုရေဇာတို့မီဒူဇာတို့ပစ်ကဘာပစ်နေမှလည်းမသိဘူးဘိုးရှိကဘေးပိတ်တယ်မောင်းကျိုးကျင်းတယ်
The same level, that's going to be quite something, but it's unlikely. Even if they do dominate, you can't really dominate as quick and just masterfully as you can across the map as a nature.
Also, I don't think that they're going to get into this case where they don't have this offlaner to play around either, because you know, 𝐓𝐴𝐽𝐽 did go a very greedy build and it ended up hurting a lot. They didn't have that much to play around. It was just Largo who ended up sacrificing himself. This time it's a Largo, right? So he's going to be more involved. He's going to be pressuring a bit more. He's going to be playing with the Ember rotations too. So let's see what we do get. Vision, of course, they do still have a very strong draft, right? They've got the for no one. This threaten him besides the Drow Ranger in particular. And noticed, I did want to talk about no one is so good, right? I feel like this guy goes under the radar of how good he truly is on so many of these heroes. So I'm looking
last game, right? He didn't have an easy lane, but he still popped off.
He did, and I'm looking forward to see what build he goes. He's not going to go. You know, he's not going to go Midas. He's going to go much more aggressive type of style build. So let's see what we do get going.
So this bottom lane, here to start things off, because last game, obviously, his name he had a pretty much, you know, he had very good farm.
Not the easiest to pressure. We've seen them, they're cutting off the trees as well already. The preparation to not allow any of these bushwhacks, so 𝐓𝐴𝐽𝐽 does have that base damage advantage, like they were mentioning, but Satanic, he's just very good at getting the CS. I don't think I've really seen too many games almost ever where I look and I'm like, man, he's missing last hits, right? He's always able to secure those. And this other is playing right. Like, move over. Let me try it this time.
Party ဘက်ကနေထည့်ပြီးမောင်းထိုင်ကားရုံနဲ့ကျန်တော့ Party နဲ့ Liquid ကိုမောင်းထိုင်ကား
It's a harder hero to play from the mid lane than any of the spirits.
Game 3ရောက်ပါစီဆူတောင်းမယ် Liquid ပေါ်ရအဲ့မှာကားလို့ရအောင်
See how much more impact he can have this time round.
ပရပေါ်ရကြတော့မမီတော့ဘူးလား
Spirits line up their heroes deal a little better with an Earth Spirit that starts balling at them if he does control early, no one.
Yeah, has Flame Guard built in. They have the Lick in order to dispel the Magnetizer, protect some of their heroes. So I'm saying all this, but the thing is, the mid lane, I don't know, no one. I've just seen him dominate some of these Embers as well. Sure. With the Slardar, I feel like actually the matchup is maybe a little easier, at least for Laurel in particular. We'll have to see, because level 2 Flame Guard, that's when you have that way to trade as Laurel. But I mean, no one is just going for almost the kill here.
No one here. No one here.
You might have a chance to
burning him.
It's gonna get him low. Won't quite be able to finish him. No one's fine.
But now no one's gonna be able to get that rune that Laurel did walk past.
That's true. Laurel did focus on chasing rather than getting the refill. So both mids will be able to get a water rune.
Top, Yatoro. Farm up here, right? Playing versus the Doom. should be pretty safe up here. The ring, though, can absolutely get caught versus the Willow and the Doom. And if there is going to be that third rotation, we could see that Enchantress send a creep, and that's where really the fear is for the Drow. If they do bring that creep and they bring like the third hero.
So far on the sideline, as you said, it's looking good for Collapse. He's able to easily CS down here against Satanic, so both cores getting something out of the bottom lane.
Yeah, no.
BB got it, Mount BB.
Not class.
BB Mount BB. Kurila Mount BB. Bari mana shout here. Drop to Junior. AJ Sana Masana Mamia Ula. I go shout here.
Mid disparity continuing to grow. 19-7.
It is. It's certainly a little concerning considering how much no one did do with that early lead last game. He's going to get the chance to do it again.
Catch on to Rue. Got to stand his ground with Vitoro.
BB got it. Mount BB.
They're going to be spamming out. Ball's healthy though. And overall, his hero, right? He's going to be again the dictator of the pace for his team, and he has two great supports.
He is Saragon.
And yeah, something about this.
He is Saragon. Game one.
So the Slard are a bit more risky. Level 3's been hit for the Edge. Can start getting these big creeps.
And they try and set up onto Collapse.
A lot of damage here.
Time before the stun comes in. Stun comes out in return. Slow onto Collapse.
Got the lick. Taking a lot of damage here.
He'll get back under the tower, but taking quite a fair bit of damage there from the two of them.
He has got it.
Grenade from no one.
Kill Lal.
But not going to be the case.
Does still have Tango and a bottle charge to rely on to stick around.
I love when I see mid laners use as possible. Laura will be okay. Notice top. They get the and Notice is definitely struggling. They're actually well too because of that. That Drow pick absolutely seeing why they did go for it in this position now.
That last game.
Titanic's chilling. For the first few waves, damage advantage, but now at this point, with the phase boots, Titanic under no threat whatsoever. Yeah, similar to last game though, like you mentioned. Look at the last hits across the board, right? One of them is left out. It's Noticed again, who is the one who is struggling.
Yeah, did a lot with a little last game, so likely that we're going to see the same sort of comeback from Noticed, even though he's having the slow start on farm.
6 minutes. Are we going to see those rotations? I imagine
so.
Spirit heroes in the mid lane. Level 6 is hit on both.
Ducalis tried to head over. He's burning. He's going to die to this.
Larry. He
has the regen, gets a kill, gets some momentum going his way.
And yeah,
Noticed, as we say, not going to go
for the
usually he does like the phase drum kind of style build. I thought that's honestly what we were going to see from Collapse in the last game too, but perhaps felt like he could go for the greed. Obviously got punished.
Lavi, no me, saying
They're going to start to get broken. They want to
they're
bringing 4 heroes to Collapse.
They will probably
sacrifice theirs for this.
Unless sort of they want to send the log
over
for the steal. Did you want to react to this? 9 class. Shrine of Wisdom, but indeed the trade able to get round and take spirits.
Spirit though this time, they're the ones setting tempo.
Connection straight in. Gets the setup on a watch. He's gonna start ticking down in the Magnet side. Get him out of the reach of no one, and at the rotation coming from chains to hold no one back. So much damage for Such a long time as 𝐵𝐴ToRO comes to an end.
Oh,
and he gets
tap
out
you
there,
to
roll away. Maybe they can find
Larry,
something out of this one. The Brambles are going to hold out, and notice he's getting out alive.
Punish
his flame guard was running out anyway. It doesn't feel like he could have continued to
chase
there.
Rotation
just a little too far forward there on the ground. The second he shows under the tower, no one just an immediate TP forward and gets it right on top of him. Also almost gets the kill on the Ringmaster with that kick. Very close to getting it. And easier overall, right, for Vision to go for these threatening plays onto the Drow. Going for any plays onto the Lifestealer, I don't know how they do.
That's true,
right?
but he presses rage.
Got a free game for himself.
He runs away. He's got the extra point ready to spend if he needs an emergency infest.
There really is no threat in the game for him until the Drow shows up with like a gust and potentially catches the death, but that's not something that he wants to do early. So Satanic absolutely set up for success in this early game.
Along with him.
He was baiting noticed.
He was, and it looks like it's going to be a success.
They're going to steal some of these stacks too. No one's coming in.
And immediately deletes not me.
These trades, even though Spirit's trying to make these heads-up moves, Vision is getting trades every single time, it feels like. It did block the camp, so at least the Ancient will be able to get prevented to get stacked again. No one's got magnetized.
So the thing is, it's early, but already the overall, right? The threat for the Drow is there. Not just the Earthspirit, but even the if he does want to use like an infest play, he's not safest for 𝐵𝐴ToRO in this game. I mean, it really just that's the difference, right? That you look at what the Earthspirit could do against the three cores of Spirit. You know, once he has the it's just not as easy, not anywhere close to as easy for the Ember Spirit playing into the cores that Vision have.
That's why this Lifestealer pick just seems so damn good for Satanic in this game. He's going to have very good timing on this. High fives going in top. They just want to take out this pesky creep. Was putting a ton of pressure onto the tower. Laurel gets the invis up top.
𝐴ToRO
is definitely going to have to give some of his best carry performance here to out-carry this Lifestealer as the Drought. So many things he'll need to do in these fights to set the team up with a chance of killing off the Lifestealer in the mid game.
Yeah, at least they have the box, right? They have the lick. They have a couple different ways to protect 𝐵𝐴ToRO from the Earthspirit, but he can just keep it going, right? That's the problem with this Earthspirit lately. That's why it's picked in every single game pretty much. How much you can do even if you're playing versus some of these pseudo counters. And just no threat for Satanic.
Yes, damn it.
BKB at all in the game either,
Robert
right?
Sandoz
He's just going to be able to rage TP out even if he is going to be split.
Hey, no one
Get caught from the silence.
Look,
That's a magnetize wasted, 100 seconds. 𝐷𝐴ToRO looking to get some damage onto this mid tower here with this catapult. See how much he wants to persist. He's going to take a creep, but Laurel's turned up. But as you said, much closer this game than the last one. A ring ulti will connect, not fully onto 9 class.
And he's dropped the TP, won't happen.
The numbers 5-2. 𝐵𝐴ToRO keeping up with the Lifestealer, even though he did get ganked the one time.
He always
gets the weighted dice as well.
I mean, late game drug.
A little bit.
Look
Look how, like, this is what it means. Right? Look how far forward he can play. There's just walks in, even farms these. I mean, Radiance plus magnetize.
Mid game.
For this. With the Largo with the extra heals, they won't find his courier as well.
I Telegram name bro.
I mean, Lyle's coming over to
Telegram.
But as you say, it's sort of hard to see the play he can make.
Just can't go for the lifesteal ever, and even for Ducalis.
Really, yeah, you I saw you at Nile.
Himself, he should
just
on the inch.
Super difficult to make moves as this Ember.
One
of the reasons why we see a lot of Spirit being picked up first, but not really picked up as the
good answer though versus the Earth Spirit in general, right?
Sure.
You can go for the mage start to try to
counter. YouTube profile name Do call it.
For them to just combo down.
Put him in the wheel.
Got it in
first.
Keeping
him alive.
He survived.
They'll get a bushwhack off. Lul's going down, and they can't get the Enchantress. Satanic, he's ready to bail him out.
Every little thing coming into play, right? He has treads, he's got a raindrop. Extra little HP is what makes the difference there to survive. 2K lead
now. Slows down his so hard to...
It really is.
Where do you look? Where do you go?
And all during this downtime, right? Is starting to get that full catch up. He's going to be able to just sit back and farm. The Devour is going to start. Radiance, it's done. Pre-14 minutes.
They're going to try for the steal.
They'll try for it again
they
here.
Might be quick enough to get it. They won't be able to stop the take that one, so they'll be able to at least secure 14-minute wisdoms. Team Spirit.
They don't want to throw a Doom or anything onto him. They want to save it for the next. Ducalis will be able to get the tower deny. Mid lane again. Last game also. Slowed his entire
It's just not connecting. It's going to feel so rough playing an Ember Spirit from behind this game. It's not easy. Against Team Vision's lineup, you're behind. It's hard to see what you can do.
Collapse is doing this build that I've seen popularized by 33, and I don't know if people have talked about if you've played this hero, the down, you see the 2 second down to 1.5 on top of course, your other abilities being faster.
So you can quickly switch out, get your spells off, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Invested. Is that really that much? Especially in this game.
I mean, I like this.
I love it versus the Drow. Armor is super good when you're playing versus Drow.
9 class, they'll catch him out in the river.
He's kind of the only one getting caught though, right? 3 deaths now for 9 class, but the lead, it is just continuing to grow here for Vision.
Toro, he's hitting the creeps, keeping up on farm with Satanic, but again, as we alluded to earlier, it's going to be a heavy game for Toro to carry.
And just for Laurel, right, there's just a lot of different ways that he can get caught still.
That
doesn't mean that until he's got the Mage Slayer.
Yeah, and then if these two sort of cores are sick by one another, they're
feel good.
Not going to be climbing their way out
If he just gets caught into a silence and then just a Willow follow-up, he will just get brought down on the Ember, very likely. More efficiency around the map. Even the supports, right, getting that much more, especially the Enchantress in this game, just using the creeps to get that extra. He wants tower.
Oh, that's an easy tower last hit there.
They did get the deny on the mid one. I believe Vision was also the one that got the deny on the top one, so a couple tower denies coming
tower 3လုံးတော့ကျွတ်သွားပြီယာကြီးတို့ယာကြီးတို့ effect နဲ့ထုခံနေရတာကွာတကယ်တမ်းညာကြည့်tower 3လုံးလုံးကျွတ်သွားပြီဘာညာမဟုတ် Now what 5k Now what ပြတ်သွား
Yeah, farm efficiency up to 5k now.
အရေးရပြန်လာပြီတဲ့အရေးတရေကြပြီလားအေးကြည်ကားမယ်ကျေးဇူးမေ့နေတာ
Game 1.
No, not yet.
ရေပွဲကားမှာ
Okay, Spirit in this game too in this matchup, but
so Noticed is doing the build that I actually thought Collapse was going to do in the game, because this is the one that I saw him popularizing. The phase drum, you get the shard, you hope you get a black dragon, and then you're pushing lanes invisibly. You use the fireball from the tree lines, and then you can farm jungle constantly with the cleave. So this is essentially like a mini Midas in a way for Notice, just to be able to get that extra farm and pull ahead of the Largo. I hadn't seen anyone do it in a while, though. I've been seeing that Radiance more coming back, but I'm happy to see him doing this. Because, see, look, you just, every time you don't have to show yourself in the lane, you just use that fireball. Clears the entire one of it.
Looking pretty nice for him. I mean, all 3 cores of Team Vision in a very solid spot.
Borrow does have the Mage Slayer done. See if they want to look to smoke up with that timing. They will. These 3 together, very strong.
Maybe if they catch the Doom,
that's the question, though.
You know, out of the heroes, that's probably the one that they're most likely to be able to take down out of the cores.
And ideally, wanting to get these kills before BKB.
So they're going to come this right round here. Look this deep for notice.
This is pretty deep, though, and they're pinging.
No
one was pinging it before they even away, so they knew that.
Just unfortunately wasted time there for Spirit.
The Infest is ready here now.
The scan was, Spirit went successful with their attempt. We'll see if Team Vision are.
If Vision's able to get these double BKBs plus the life.
Immediately
on top of him, collapses. Very likely dead.
Maybe
they get to come. Sharpshooter, they will. If they can get more, no one let back. No one
don't see them.
No one's got a shot.
Look me out here. Like that and target out of no one. No one target.
That's a big kill. They put an end to no one.
No one be like.
It seems like they also knew that move was coming as well too. It took them a little longer to bring down Collapse. Much needed kill onto no one.
So Satanic. Making the correct call not to try and get involved after that initial.
Yeah, I didn't have the. See, if he didn't use the initial Infest for the, for the kill, could have potentially gone for some type of safe play, but not being the case.
Spirit
knocking back. Not letting them just sit back and get these BKBs. Because if no one in the Doom get the BKB, then there's just so many limited moves that Spirit are going to be able to do on the This counters pretty much all besides that Drow. Oh, gets the rune. And the nice thing for Laurel also in this game, at least, right, he is going to have the Croak in a lot of situations in this game. Octarine is now finished up.
Titanic, though, still no threat. This cannot be touched.
Manta's going to come up pretty soon.
Going to take some pretty sort of big mistakes.
Especially when he has them.
But they've kept 5K hasn't increased that much more. Spirit is slowing down Vision. But there it is. That's that BKB for the Doom. BKB soon on the horizon for no one.
Super annoying for heroes like the Ember.
Yeah. Also still as well too, so you can send creeps all over the place. This Ags is very powerful. I think we are starting to see
a few players that do like to rush.
It does two different things, right? That's a nice thing. Having the double creeps as well too, you're putting so much pressure on the map.
Like attempts here from Spirit. They're ready to try and get Yatura involved once more.
Before the BKB kill no one once more. Could lead them into getting a Roche. They do bring it down very quickly. Oh, that's a nice rune too.
Iron win, bro. 1-1 mode. Iron win.
I mean, with that, maybe they can have a
chance.
Still not the easiest by any means, but if they do catch him off guard. A lot of time spent.
အောက်တော့ဖြစ်တယ်ဘယ်လိုပြောဟိုအောက်လင်းကိုသွားမစားဘူးသူကဘေးနဲ့အေးရှန်နဲ့ဝင်စားခိုးပြီးတော့ရိုက်ရှာမတွေ့ဘူးလို့ညီလေး position ပေါင်းရှုပ်လို့မရညီလေးဖန်နီးတွေမဖတ်တာစောက်ရမ်းကော
At least something gained out of all that movement. We'll get it. Not the best shard in particular, but
အခုမှထွက်စားတာဘလို့တီးနေလဲမသိအပေါ်မှာပေါ်တယ်2ယောက်ထောက်
Get that AC online. It's going to be very beneficial for himself and his team.
တကယ်ကောင်းနေတာလို့ညီလေးရတဲ့လောက်စားအောင်မှာဖင်ရနေသေးတယ်ညီလေးညီလေးအကောင်းလုံးပြီးတေးပြီးနေတယ်
He doesn't even
But
off the rage.
pretty much all they can do is look at this lifestealer right now. They can't go on him.
And there's that BKB. So they've got built-in rage from the lifestealer, double BKB on the course, and there's just not that much that goes through. It's just really the drow's damage that's going to be going through.
တော်မန်နာလာရသွားတာ 5K နောက်ဝဒီဘက်ကတားနေပြီ
It's going to be a fight coming to a pretty rough.
5K ပြအောင်နဲ့ဘာမှပြလို့မရဘူးဘလို့သူတို့ပြတာကြည်နေရတာပါ
Let's see if they can avoid the fight or just cut their losses as much as possible.
Yeah, they've got to run.
Hey,
just let Root die, get everyone else out of there. Nobody else wants to be a part of this if you're Spirit.
Roshan လောက်ပြီးမသိဘူးကတန်းပြီးတော့တလက်စားဟုတ်တယ်လောက်ပြီး Roshan လောက်ပြီး
Might just have to though.
လာလူမယ်ညီကိုတို့လာလူမယ်လကားမပေးပါနဲ့ Roshan လေးကိုလူကြမယ်
But with 20 seconds down still on the ring.
လကားမပေးနဲ့နည်းနည်းလူမယ်ဘာလို့မ
They do want to contest.
I mean maybe Lal could go for some sort of crazy play.
Not me. Caught immediately.
As they're holding them away from the pit. There's the BKB.
No one.
Fight chains on a no one.
No one မှာဝါတာ BKB တုံးလိုက်ရပြီ no one တယောက်ဆေးထိုးလိုက်ပြီ
Might give them the confidence to step up.
Roshan ပြန်လူကံမလားမသိဘူးဟုတ်ပါ
They are going to start to fall back a little bit after the BKB is used.
Immediate smoke here from Spirit to look for the fight, forcing no one's BKB. They're pretty massive.
လိုက်လာပြီ no one လောက်လိုက်လာပြီရှေ့ကိုလိုက်လာတာဟိုဘက်ရက်ကွက်လိုက်ပြီ
Spirit.
I don't know if you want to go for
this. Yeah, that's a bit of an annoying one.
ဒုံးထဲချလိုက်ပြီကွာသွားပြီနေတူတယ်ကိုလက်ကတော့
Pushing him with the rage. They'll have the box to bail him out a
ကိုလက်
little
ဘော
bit.
ဖြစ်
As
သွား
soon
ပြီ
as he's out of it, they still take him down. The
ညီလေးစားခုတ်နေပြီညီလေးစားခုတ်နေပြီ
Root.
မြောင်ညီလေးအရန်လိုက်ခုတ်လို့မရအပေါ်မှာဒေါ်ညာကြီးရဲ့စော်နေတာ high ground ကနေ
They turn with the sharp.
high ground နေစော်နေပြီ
down 9 class.
Both teams just very good at disengaging, as we see there.
ပြန်လိုက်ပြီဟာဘာနေတော့မပြီးသေးဘူးချနေတော့
No one.
Roshan ကြီးအောက်ဖက်ကိုရွေသွားတာလိုက်မှာ
Roshan is shifting. How long on no one's BKB? Because he had an arcane.
ချန်ဖြုတ်ကလည်းဖြုတ်နော် Roshan fight ကြောင်
It might catch him off guard.
တွေ့ရှိကကြည့်ရင်တော့16ပုတ်ရှိတယ်မကြည့်ဘူးဘယ်လိုကြောင့် YouTube ကကြည့်နေ
Oh, he does. You're right.
So if they get on top of Yatoro,
this could be
တွေ့ရှိက
so
4
dangerous
လို့
for me.
အေးယာယီ
they're going to see him.
ယာယီ BKB မရှိဘူးအားရလွတ်လာ
TP out. Is there anything to stop it? There's not. He gets out alive.
သွေးတရား
Toro survives. Lal's going to try and battle on. But he's surrounded by the four of
Who
them.
wanted to do
He's
that,
going to have to
Lazo?
put the BKB himself and start to back away. He cannot do the
Hey,
damage
yeah,
to any of the
who
kills.
got on the
Rude's going to
show,
get picked off at the side by no one.
Oh, heads up from Yatoro. At the least he survives, but they're just still having to just run away from Vision. Stalling out the road.
ရေးတယ်နော်မီစေဦးပေါ့ပြီ
Gonna be able to respawn with the heroes to
ညီ
try
လေး
to contest.
ညီလေး KO ပါတော့ရမြမသိယာယီ KO ရတာတော့ရဖို့နည်းများနေ
Grabs the creep. Gonna be able to take the.
နေကမှာခြေနေကောင်းလားကောင်းတယ်နေကမှာကျုံနေပြီဒီမှာတူးစီးတယ်ဒီနေ့
Carlos will have that Aghanims.
He
Just
will.
under 700 gold off it.
That will hurt. And no one getting closer and closer to having a Shivas. He'll have that plus armor, so now perhaps in that next situation won't feel as forced to pop the BKB that soon. It's that much quicker on these items coming out for Vision.
A big chance that they have
ပပြုတ်ကဘာကောင်းလဲတဲ့ပပြုတ်ကဘာစရန်ကောင်းလေး
He's able to get the butterfly though. That's going to be a pretty key timing for him. It's just the other cores again, they're falling behind just like in that last game. Again, just Yatoro versus the world, it's starting to become. Blink also for the Willow, so just more gap closing. Looks like they're going to go again.
Gonna get the serrated shiv as well, Satanic.
Oh, he did. Right before they're gonna go for this move as well.
There we go. Spirit, are
ဒီ
they
ကမှာ
ready
ဝဲ
for
တဲ့
this?
ညနေလေးရှိရင်ပြပေးပါဦးနဲ့ခဏနောက်ပွဲဘာပြမှာမသိသေးဘူးမပြောတတ်သေးဘူးဘုတ်လည်းမခေါ်ရသေးဘူးဘယ်ပွဲကြည့်ကြ
Not much that Spirit has that bypasses them.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, he saw him. They get the jump instant.
straight away.
Don't worry. We're going to name me. Port them is you la. Port them down. Look at it.
Slowly but surely by 9 class and no one.
Do it. Really do it.
I think he's gonna be
Really.
He's okay.
Look there, yeah.
So at least
don't know like I'm
out of there despite being doomed.
Now boy, mà tè đi u ya. Oh, để boy mà tè đi. Now boy bé boy chi à, tí đi. Đi nè bà nè, sang ai à nè.
Spirit looks like they are just going to wait for that butterfly, right? Not looking for the fight themselves. They weren't looking to react to it. They immediately just start to disengage as the fight does kick off.
Oh, 3-2-3-2 ရတက်တယ်ကွာ16ရက်နေမှာစော
Willow in position for this.
ဒီနေ့ပွဲတွေအများကြီးကြံသေးရလားမသိဟုတ်တယ်ဒီနေ့ပွဲတွေအများကြီးကြံနေတာညနေ9ခွဲတိရှိတယ်ဒီနေ့ပွဲပုံများ15ရက်နေပဲကွာဒီနေ့ညနေဒီတေကုန်ကြည့်ရမှာပဲဟာနဲတဲ့ပွဲတွေမှာမဟုတ်ဖုတ်လိုက်နော်ပွဲ TV1 ဖုတ်ခိုင်းလိုက် Telegram ထဲမှာဖြစ်အော်တော့ပွဲကကိုတင်တာဒီပွဲပြီးတော့မစီရသေးဘူး CV1 မှာတည်ရ
That's going to be now at 29. Your Spirit as well is going to be pushed up a lot safer too.
ရန်တာကရှုံးသွားပြီလေလို့ရန်တာလက်ကိုရှုံးတာ
He tried to mess around.
လက်ကရရရပါပြီအနေနေလေးတဲ့ ACR တဲ့
The lockdown.
ကြည့်ကြတာပေါ့နော်
He's going to do a lot of damage here though. He does have that butterfly finished.
Rage comes out from Satanic.
It is armored though.
လက်ကိုပွဲကာလို့ရပြီပါ
Will get brought down. No
one
on the sidelines here.
I think they can maybe catch Lol there with a fear from the side.
ပွဲများတာမဟုတ်ဘူးတဲ့ over တွေဖြစ်နေတာ
So much physical resistance that they're going to have here for Satanic. So the butterfly, it's going to give him good damage, but more than that, it's going to give him some of that extra protection for the Lifestealer until that MKB does come out. 𝐓𝐴𝐚𝐽
should have a good
မြန်တက်လိုက်ပါလို့ညီမဒေါ်ရညာကြီးဆင်းလာပြီကွာမင်းတို့ကလည်းဒုက္ခပဲ
damage to take.
ဒေါ်ရညာကြီးဆင်းနေထိုင်ဆောင်
They can maybe start at least like poking it the roach.
တမင်မပြကြအောင်နဲ့ခန်းတာ
30 seconds until it's going to start shifting.
ရိုချန်လုံနေပြီ
Surely Team Vision are going to have something to say.
ရိုချန်လုံနေပြီကိစ္စရှင်းအောင်
I think you get away with this one for free if you're Spirit. They're definitely trying their best to. Yeah, 10 seconds until it moves.
ညီလေးပြေးထိုင်မလားရိုချန်နဲ့
He's kind of doing it here with the damage that he has with the butterfly.
ခိုးကဝါရှုပ်လေမရပါပြန်မင်းတို့ဟာလေညီလေးလမ်းပြောင်းနေတယ်
As Vision are ready to fight on.
ကားတွေနည်းနည်းကြိတ်နေပြီဒေါ်ညာကြီးပြစ်ထုတ်နေအကုန်လုံးပြစ်ထုတ်နေ
Spirit, they'll
ပြန်ဆုပ်လိုက်ရပြီ
the roach, they get the Aegis.
ရိုချန်ပါသွားပြီရောင်ဟေး
Super smart calls, right? They only have 30 seconds to do it.
Well, that was
going to fly to the last.
ချောင်းသွားသေးတယ်ပြန်ကိုလက်က
Actually does end up dying there. Very smart call though, right? They get just to kill an Enchantress and it's enough for them to go for this type of play.
All right, yeah, 𝐴𝐴 might just have it in him to make the calls to turn this game around.
That was scary. Doesn't have the BKB up. If he gets hit from the roll, he might just die there.
Much more of a chance here in game 2, Team Spirit.
Much more of an exciting game that we've got going on here. 𝐓𝐴𝐚𝐽 Feel good?
သမင်မအပြအကြောင်းရတယ်ဘာလဲတဲ့သမင်မပြအကြောင်းရူတာရူပြီးတော့သူကဘေးကကောင်တွေဝိုင်းခုတ်
Do get the Aegis. Don't get out fully cleanly, of course. They do end up losing their Largo.
But they'll take them.
They'll take that. Yeah.
Taking away an Aegis and a Roche kill.
Cross arrow ကတဲ့ match တဲ့
This time he does get hit.
တော့ဆိုရင်လည်းပြောပြီဗျာဒါရယ်2ကန်ချက်လေးလို့
Playing on these lanes. He's got to have the defensive remnant down instantly, and even then it's that.
ဒါရယ်တမုံသရိုးနဲ့ဒီပွဲ short ချက်
Vision still feeling strong enough to just run at them here. Even versus this Aegis, they are not feeling afraid.
Satanic gonna dive in.
ညီလေး share ခုတ်ညီလေးတေးဦးမသေးတာလို့ပွဲလိုက်ဟာ
Pretty quick to
အသေးတာပြန်ဒီပွဲ
And yes, 𝐴𝐴 is strong, but as we keep alluding, the other heroes just feel so weak. It's really just 𝐴𝐴.
MKB တွေပါသွားနေပြီလို့
This game 𝐴𝐴.
အောက်ကြီးရတယ်နှိုက်တင်လားစပရက်ဘက်ကလာပြီးကျွန်တော်တို့နှိုက်တာ
His data is definitely going to be very important for him as well too if he can get to this timing. He's all the damage for his team, it feels like at this point. Vision, all 3 cores continue to get this scaling.
time round. But,
on the numbers,
the GPM and the last.
GPM ဒီပွဲတော့တူနေပြီပါတိတ်မပြတ်ဒီပွဲ
pretty much this point it's like a 30k goal
ဒီလေးရတယ် over ပါမလား over လောက်တော့ဥပဒေ game 1တော့ကန်ကောင်းလို့ရတာ game 2တော့သွားပြီ
shot here in game 2 but still
a hard one.
Quite the struggle.
Full Shivas now for the Earth Spirit, just buying all this plus armor. Natural build, of course, for him, but excellent versus the Drow Ranger, of course. Lotus now at least finished up, so extra things. I think you just have to buy everything you can to buff up this Drow Ranger. You have to hope that he can take this game into his hands. The lead does just continue to grow up to 10 or 11k now at this point. And as soon as that MKB is out, no longer is Yatoro really that safe. If he just gets caught on top of it again, he will get brought down very fast from Satanic. 2 minutes left on the Sages. Not able to do too much with it, though. Not even really looking for a fight. Not able to touch a tier 2. Still looks like they're a bit afraid on the side of Spirit. Tormentor, though, still be able to get again.
That timing on top again, the full daedalus. Might just be able to do it.
That the MKB done.
My brand, Hyper Ace Quick Cut. ညီလေး MKB တော့ရပါပြီအကြည့်ကအေးကြတော့စောင့်မှရပါမယ်ဆွတ်ချလို့မရအေးကြကြီးကြံနေအေးကြကြီးကြောပေးချရင်တော့ဖုတ်ထုလန်းလောက်အကြောပေးချမှာတော့ရောက်အေးကြကြီးကြောပေးပြီးချမှာဟုတ်ပါမလားတာဝါကြီးလက်ပါသွားပြီနော်ဘာတော့ချမှာတော့ဖြစ်သွားပြီဘာတော့ချမှာလဲမမီဘူးပြန်စော်ပြီဂျာကြီးဟိုမှာရွေးမေးတာလေဗျာအေးကြီးရှိတဲ့ဘဲရွေးမေးတာလေဟုတ်ပါမလားမဟုတ်တော့နော်ရအေးကြီးပြောပေးပြီတော်နာတာရောတော်နာနေပြီရောလေကင်းဟာတော်ကြတယ်
Still has the BKB at the ready though and does have healing. Oh, that's a big rune bottom.
Yo,လာတယ်
Amp damage, the Aegis getting reclaimed.
ရေဟုတ်လားမဟုတ်လားရုပ်ကိုပဲကြည့်လိုက်
Not going to want to fight into this.
Earth Spirit's farm also just continues to be pretty ridiculous in comparison. He's going to have the Octarine finished up soon.
Satanic still yet to die.
Yet to really feel that pressure.
But both games, the Satanic seem pretty.
And overall, the offlane position that they've put Spirit in both games too, right? Collapse has a pretty wide series, I would say.
Especially.
လာရဘလို့တော့ဖြစ်လို့
But dodges it with the illusion there.
ဒီဘက်ကလည်းပြန်ရှောင်ပြသွားတာတဲ့ဓဝဲလို့ဟာနောက်ကောင်ဝန်းချရင်ထဲမှာတေရတော့မဲ့နိုင်ကလေးဖင်သွားရရှော့ပြီစကေးတွေသွားပြသူပြကိုပြကိုလက်ကဗလားကြားတဲ့ဖလာဝင်ကြိတ်တာ
I don't even remember what that illusion thing though. Funhouse mirror, is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
It is, right?
That is the one.
Damn, I can't believe I remember that. Oh, Bloodstone. Sorry for the Earth Spirit. Apologies. That's the one that he's gone for. So extra sustain that he's going to have.
He's got the Bloodstone. Satanic's got the Nullifier.
Got the Cloak of Flames as well, too. He's going to be doing absurd damage in these fights and healing a lot, too. Aegis is gone. Vision. They're looking for the move here now. Laurel again. Careful.
Hey, maybe.
Maybe. Try and get aggressive on it was no one.
Can load there.
Force the BKB immediately resets.
It's a pretty early BKB.
No one
Very smart way that they're poking and prodding to get that BKB. Shield rune also spawns.
Roshan Mosquito low
They've got a gem on both sides.
ဒီကမှာပွဲပြမှာလားခဏဘုတ်လိုက်ပြီလို့ဘုတ်လိုက်ကျွန်တော်ပွဲတွေမသိရသေးဘူးဘယ်ပွဲဘုတ်လို့ဖို့အတွက်တော့ဘယ်ပွဲရေးရမှာမသိသေးဘူးဘာလို့ဒီပွဲတွေပြီးမှဟိုထွက်လာတရားတွေထွက်
to catch back up as well too here. We definitely have a game on our hands, Owen.
No, we really do.
Telegram ဂျိုင်းလာတာနဲ့ဘာမှမပေါ်လို့ဟမ်
situations like this many
Telegram
times.
channel ကလေပေါ်ပါတယ်ဘယ်ပြန်ကြည့်လို့ရပါ channel တော့
I was worried that he wasn't
ဘလူးတွေဆိုရင်တော့မပြောတတ်
start to break out again here. Now he's got the Aghanims. Speaking of the Aghanims though, noticed also having one picked up for himself on the Doom. Probably means Hey, does he want to go look for the creep? You know, the congregations that we do see them usually get when they have the Shivas as well. Probably going to be the case soon. Right now, still farming with the fireball, though. And there's Lincoln's, but yeah, he does have that Aghanim is already for the two, so does have the way to go for it anyway. Not me.
We'll be fine.
Able to get away again. They're not hemorrhaging nearly as many kills as well, too. This time, Spirit, they were losing their supports all over the place the last game. This time, they're doing a good job of just being that much more elusive.
Still want to try and chase on for not me this time.
It's pretty caught this
He's
time.
not going to be able to hide.
Make him work for it, though. This does get brought down, though.
Tapale pocha dilo, banana ilaw saw ma lamni diပွဲကြီးပွဲကကြာအောင်မှာဟုတ်တယ်ဘလို့ ပွဲကြီးကြာတော့မှဒီလောက်ဆိုနည်းနေပြီ
to these level 25s that are pretty absurd.
ဘောရညာလေကိန်းဖြစ်တော့မှဖိုက်ကတော့နေစော်တော့ညီလေးပြစ်ချတော့ဒီပွဲယာယီနဝက်ပုံများနေညီလေးပြစ်ချတော့
40 seconds until we do find out.
ဒါကြီးဒဲတက်လက်စပရက်နိုင်ဖို့များနေပြီဘလို့
Neither team's going to let
ဘောရညာ high ground လာတော့
Neither team really having that much vision.
ဘုံထဲလို့ရရင်မရရင်စော်တော့မှာ
haven't taken out most of these wards. It's just one ward on both, or actually 2 wards right now for the side of Spirit.
လေကိန်းဖောက်ပြုတ်ကြီးရတော့ပုတ်တော့ပုတ်မှာဗျာမကြိုက်ပဲကြီးလို့ဖောက်ပြုတ်ကြီးတော့ပုတ်ဝင်တယ်လေကိန်းရောက်တော့ညံကြောက်လဲစော့လို့မရလားပြစတန်နဲ့တေးသေးချာမရှိဘူးသေးတယ်တေချာကြည့် separate စတန်ကောင်းကောင်းလည်းမရှိဘူး Rim Master တကောင်လောက်ပဲရှိဥဝင်စပယ်တွေဖြတ်ပေးလို့ရတယ်တကယ်မူးပြီးသွားတယ်
Spirit looking for an angle.
Get a quick jump to start this one.
Would be pretty. I mean, any kill, right? Can
seeing
lead them
𝐷𝐸. It's not a bad catch here. They're going to have the sharpshooter hit. That's going to be 𝐷𝐸 dead.
Roshan fight ပဲဗျာ Roshan fight ပဲဗျာ
Kill it pretty quickly with your Toro.
Vision is going to go in for this play, though.
ဒီပဲလေ Roshan ပဲ
Spirit's respecting this.
Roshan ပဲချတာကနှစ်ဖက်
Take this fight 4v5.
Not starting the roast just yet. 30 seconds until Ench does come back. So they are a bit afraid to just tap it. It's a similar situation where it's 30 seconds until it's about to start shifting. Looks like that was not enough for them to even start.
Last time they did clean it up in sort of the final 20 seconds. I wonder if they'll be tempted to try again.
ကိုလည်းမကနာရဘန်နာလားမဘန်ဘူးဘလို့မစော့
It's not happening. They
can't really just commit.
I mean, I say it's not happening. They're tempted to try and see.
မကိုင်းနာကြလို့မပေးတော့ဘူး
Very fast with the drought.
Where's the roar?
ကိုထင်တာကတော့ဘလက်ဆလန်လောက်တဲ့အဲ့ဒီပါလေဒီပါလေဟိုကဘန်နေစားလာစော်နေပြီးရော Roshan ကြီးကိုစော်နေပြီးရောမြန်လိုက်တာကဝင်လာပြီးကွာရောက်ဒုံးကထဲလိုက်တယ်လင်းကင်းယူလင်းကင်းယူဒုံးထဲလိုက်တာဟုတ်ဘူးဒုံးကြံသေးတယ်နိုင်ကလေးစော်ကန်းပြီဗျာနိုင်ကလေးတော့စော်ကန်းပြီ
Shadow Realm up in a second.
He's burnt down.
ဘောင်းတော့ကြွသွားပြီ4ယောက်5ယောက်ကျွန်တော်ဒီဘက်ကလည်း
has to be careful with his moves.
ဒုအေးဒိုဝိုင်းမာနေတာဒိုဝိုင်းမာနေတာတွေ့သွားပြီပြန်မေးပြီတကောင်ပြန်မေးခံလိုက်ရပြီ
Vision so quick to clear.
လက်ကိုတက်ပဲ
It's going to give time for 9 class to respawn here. Not much committed. They just jump in, able to get the hoodwink.
ပွဲဟုတ်နေပြီပါတွေ့ရတော့ကျိုး Roshan ရဲ့တော့ကျိုးနေ
Not quite as easy for them to hit it.
အေးချိန်Roshan ချိန်စားတဲ့ hero လေးပါမပါဘူးလားမသိပိုးစားလို့ရအောင်
At this HP. Gonna start doing it though.
Hey, လာလူအောင်လေ
Force the roar. Full abyssal coming on the courier. Satanic has spent the gold.
So somebody's able to get him in on the front lines, whether it be the Doom or the Earth Spirit. The abyssal nullifier, he's killing any of them.
Any target that he gets on will die. Notice
this. Hey, Winnie.
Gonna look towards large.
ဒုံးပြကြအောင်ဗျာအစ်စ်လေးအပြကြအောင်တစ်လေးခုတ်ခံပြီယာယီရဲ့စော်တယ်ဝင်လာပြီယာယီကိုပြန်စော်တော့တော့ကောင်းသွားပြီလို့နော်မီထိန်းလာတာမရဘူးကတောက်လျှောက်လိုက်တယ်ညီလေးကညီလေးတစ်ချက်ခုတ်လိုက်လေညီလေးရဲ့ရက်ဆက်လိုက်တာညီလေးရဲ့
But the carry's dead. Collapse is going to try.
တစ်ချက်ခုတ်လိုက်ရနေတော့မခုတ်ဘူးလို့ညီလေးကဒုက္ခ
Satanic just
Qua
too many wins.
And they could turn
back. Hold on, diamondဖြစ်တော့
He bought back for this fight. Can he get out?
diamondရှော့သွားပြီဗျာပြီးသွားပြီ GG သွားပြီမောင်းကြိုပြီ
Spirit. They tried to put so much into that. They could not
မောင်းကြို
succeed. They lose last twice.
no me ညီကိုလှုပ်လိုက်တော့
𝐓𝐴TORO and collapse on top.
ဟိုကောင်နဲ့တက်ချိုးတာကွာ Roshan တော့မလုပ်တော့ဘူးဒုက္ခဘောရင်းညာအမောရှောနေ high ground တန်းတက်
Is he stuck?
Doing so. It looked like he was.
မစတော့ပါဘူးဒုက္ခခိုးမလို့ကြောင်းနေဘဲလေ
Yeah, they're just sticking on 𝐓𝐴TORO can't get
တော်တော်ကြီးတန်းချိုးမှလားမသိဘူးနော်
He started for a second there, but then as soon as
a few ပါရီတော့မဒီတိုင်းဆို
And now, I mean, no mid now for 90 seconds nearly.
ညီလေး6កောင်တော့လူနေတာကွာညီလေးမစားဘူးလို့
And we're truly seeing what the difference that we were saying, right? The Earth Spirit versus the Ember. This Earth Spirit is just running the train. He's just getting on top of any targets, 9, 1, and 10. No risk for no one.
Just the difference in
vulnerability
for all the farm that he's had and how
it's almost
impossible in this team fight to avoid everything. Whereas Satanic with the build-up that he's had as a life stealer, they can't touch him.
That's the dream pick, really. Sneaky spot here.
ဟိုးစားလိုက်မလားရောခိုးပေါက်လိုက်ရောရှုပ်လို့
Trying to steal this road.
That would be insane.
Yeah, လုံးစမ်း
There's no way.
He's done it before.
မြင်သွားပြီ
He's done it before.
Oh my god.
He gets the
မရောက်သွားဘူး
Oh, now if he got
မ
away
ရောက်သွား
with that
ဘူးကွာ
one.
လူ
There's something pretty crazy about this lad.
ရောင်ရင်
but,
တတ်
this
တ
time,
မဲ့အန်တာတိန်တော့မဲ့ကိစ္စကို
Great effort though. Great
ခိုး
effort.
ကောက်တာရောင်
This
ရေ
guy's making such a name for himself, though. In just like half a year, everybody's gonna know him.
ဟမ်ခိုးကောက်တာမရောက်သွားဘူးလို့
Such nice plays. Nice attempt there.
အားထဲထားလို့နဲ့တူတယ်ကွာစိတ်မကောင်းပါဘူးစပရက်ကောက်နေအေးချစ်ခိုးတာ2ရက်ရှိမရဘူးတခါမှ
And no one now, right? Level 26.
စပရက်အေးချစ်ခိုးတာကျန်းတယ်လို့ကြားဟုတ်လဲမဟုတ်နော်
Even go for the Aghanim so they can have further saves and protection.
အေးချစ်တွေလည်းမခိုးနိုင်တော့ပါဘူး
And just a quiet series from collapse.
တို့ရတယ်အစပရက်ပါရင်တိုင်ပတ်နေအေးပြစ်လည်းမပြစ်ရဟိုကလိမ့်နေတစ်ချိန်လုံးလိမ့်နေ
Probably the
နေ
least
ရလည်းမရအဲ့ဒါလည်းပြန်ပြစ်
right now.
Yeah. He just kind of sings a song. Just kind of exists. This live theater pick did just seem like the absolute perfect pick for the team. He's playing it to perfection as well too. 0 depth so far. Always getting on the right targets.
Telegram လင်းရတာ YouTube profile မှာရှိတယ် bro.
Both games, you know, we've pretty much seen one of the if not the best
အေး
character.
တွေခိုးနိုင်တယ်ပြောတယ်ဟုတ်လည်းမဟုတ်
For the moment, right? Last game on the
ဟာကြီးက
next
ပုတ်နေတာပါ
amazing. This game on the
ဟာကြီးကပုတ်လဲ bro အဲမီဒူဇာတို့ရေဇာတို့ဆိုနည်းနည်းဖြစ်နိုင်လားလို့စောရညာကြီးကတော့မဟုတ်ဘူးထင်တာစောရညာကြီးနဲ့ပွဲတိုင်းမောက်အဲ့ဒါလည်းပြစ်
The 1000 XPM again. Not the 1000 GPM, but the XPM for sure.
ညီလေးဒီဘက်တက်လို့စားညီလေးဘာဖြစ်နေမှမသိ
And
တက်လို့ရှေ့စား
already consumed, so just harder and
ချောက်ချောက်
harder for 𝐓𝐴TORO to be able to have the success. It's just 𝐓𝐴TORO now at this point to be able to go for any type of kills here.
ဟာယာကြီးအိုက်တန်း6ကွက်ပြည့်သွားပြီနော်ဆော်တော့မှာ6ကွက်ပြည့်သွားပြီဖနက်တောင်မရှိတော့ဘူးချွတ်ဖနက်ချွတ်ပြီးဆော်တော့မှာ
𝐓𝐴TORO somehow do it.
ညီလေးဘာထည့်တာလဲမသိဘူးကွာဟောအပြာချောင်းငုံလိုက်တာအဲကြောင့်6ကွက်မပြည့်ဖနက်ကြီးနဲ့ညီလေးပိုဘောစီကြ ယာကြီးတစ်ပိုင်းထက်ပြစ်ကွာတဲ့လောက်ပါနဲ့ဘလို့ရဲ့မှာယာကြီးကေးတွေများလို့တိုင်ပတ်နေပါဦးမောင်းမဲ့ကြိုးခံလိုက်ပါတော့
Try to think of these
Yeah,
ways
he
for
bugger
them
now.
to go for these.
Yeah, he don't have the auto bugger.
They're too tough to kill. They're very tanky on all 3 cores as well too. Is the issue? And they have nothing that goes through 𝐵KBO, and it's just the Drow. So they can pop those BKBs, disengage in most scenarios, as we've seen. Level 25 for Notice has been hit.
Come back in နေလုံးလိုက်မလား come back in နေ
They just can't get him off the
ပြော
barracks.
ပါပြီမိကတလန်း
Able to disengage.
မိကတလန်းဗျာနိုးဝိုင်းကြီးကလည်းနော်သူ့သားလေးစိတ်ပူတာလို့ငါလည်းကြည့်လိုက်နိုးဝိုင်းနဲ့ညီလေးနဲ့ရွေးမှာပါပြီကွာနိုးဝိုင်းအစပရယုံသားလဲ
He just hangs on to this dragon the whole time. Didn't end up switching the neutral creep at all. Just really likes it. It does make you farm absurdly fast with the cleave, so can't blame him. Also, still has plus armor, right? I think, right? Does have like that little bit of plus armor, if I'm not mistaken.
See if they can pull together some sort of defense here on the top side.
𝐓𝐴𝐻 just walking in.
Look at the bushwhack onto him. With that Aegis, breaking a sweat.
Really does. I mean, it feels like it's almost getting to territories of rapier for 𝐴𝐻𝐴𝐻. I'm thinking, but he just doesn't really have the slots to be able to go for it either.
It's not. Yeah, it's a bit awkward to sort of fit into the build as a drow.
Maybe eventually for the Lincolns, but it feels like he needs the Satanic instead still.
Well fought for no one.
No one winning. No one winning. No one's talking. We pick him. Yeah, doing it bad. Doing it bad. How you doing? Baby, doing it. South Red Load. Now what? Tell that down. Doing you. Don't mind that. Must have saw that.
Aegis says it's about to expire.
Who are Jimmy? There got yeah. Baby, must have how.
Reset. Wait for the cooldown again.
A little bit need that. He gave him about yeah.
This guy's farm just continues to be absolutely crazy. He's getting tankier by the minute, right? Just getting all these extra last hits. 709 now at this point for that extra HP.
Party winter. Easy, bro. Time you what in it?
Smoke up, Spirit. Vision off guard because I think they're just knowing, right? If it's just going to be these 5v5s, there's just no way that they can do it. They have to do something to split them up. But again, just so difficult for them. They just can't threaten these cores. No real disables to keep them controlled.
𝐴𝐻𝐴𝐻 got dread on BD, no? Game 3 yet. Dread on Saturday. Trolley dodgy, Bianca minute.
All starting to come out on the bottom lane. Oh, this one not me. Come on. The silence and the kick.
Push coming in toward top again. Satanic. And they're just farming the whole map.
Pretty much farming there. 7 items, really.
Pretty much already at this point. Looks like they'll find the enchantress.
3
ညီလေးစီတန်းလေးပဲဆိုင်ယူလေးပဲညီလေးစီတန်းလေးပဲဆိုင်ယူလေးပဲညီလေးစီတန်း
ပြန်ထဲလိုက်ရင်ငါအားနာလို့တံပြန်ထဲလိုက်သူကရောက်လာရင်လည်းဟုတ်တော့
ညီလေးစီတန်းလေးပဲဆိုင်ယူလေးပဲညီလေးစီတန်းလေးပဲဆိုင်ယူလေးပဲညီလေးစီတန်းလေးပဲ
နေ့ပွဲတော့ဘာမှတော့မသိသေးဘူးလေခဏလေးနေပါပွဲတော့မစီရသေးဘူး
Push forward for him.
Telegram bowl line.
Wants to look for the infest. Noticed a Wind Waker also picked up now at this
point.
Incredibly comfortable spot here. Team Vision, not really a whole lot they need to do apart from just ensure that if anyone heads out to base get back home
alive. For Spirit, it's an incredibly complicated one. Aeon Disc even being picked up for their Earth Spirit. They've got a lick to get rid of it, kind of, but yeah, BKB plus Aeon, 5,000. Once this game.
Considering his next time, probably the Satanic.
You
just get rid of the Lincolns for the Satanic?
I mean, it has to probably be that, but...
Does
he need a second? Right? I just feel like they need more damage. But
I mean, there's still a chance that that does get replaced with something else.
He also can just die, right? Like so easily. So maybe he just needs a Satanic too, because the Magnetize could just like tick onto him forever and bring him down too. So probably wants that extra protection. It's hard to say. It really is. Roche, it's up. Vision in a very good position to be able to go for it here.
Egypt.
As you said, his 7th item.
Ready to put the phase boots.
Now they actually have a way to catch. I was waiting till somebody they have a hex now on the side of Spirit. Before this, they've had like
Telegram profile ထဲမှာ bro YouTube profile ထဲမှာကြည့်
this will be that extra thing that allows
နေကမာတော့နဲ့10%နဲ့ကမ်းပတ်သေးတာပဲတဲ့
Stopping this Aegis lifestealer though from taking a base.
Yeah, and there's only one Rax left. Refresher as well too on the Earth Spirit, so infinite magnetize.
Lavi, smoke, surprise တိုက်တော့မယ် surprise တိုက်တော့မယ်
Duration of the fight and more.
surprise တိုက်ချင်မယ်တာဝါကြီးကအရင်တိုက်ခံမှာနော်မင်းတို့ကိစ္စ
Go in, get some information. It's going to start things off, making the
surprise ကမတိုက်ခင်မှာတာဝါကြီးကတိုက်အေးသေးပြီးနောက်မှာဘက်ကလည်းမရှိဘူးရှောပြီဟာ
He's got buyback back.
ဘိုင်းမဲ့တော့ရှိတယ်နောက်မှာအေးနောက်မှာဝင်ဖြုတ်သွားပြီတကောင်ယာကြီးတကောင်ယာကြီးနှစ်ကောင်လုံးတော့မယ်လေတော်ပြီးမှဘိုင်းဝမ်းဘိုက်ထဲဝင်သွားပြီယာကြီးဘိုက်ထဲဝင်သွားပြီယာကြီးဘိုက်ကြီးနေပြီသွားပြီယာကြီးသွားပြီအားရကောင်းတယ်နော်ကောင်းတယ်နော်ခုဝင်ဖြုတ်ပေးရတာဒါပေမဲ့မရဘူးယာကြီးကဂျားတဲ့ရောက်နေတယ်လို့
He has got buyback.
ယာကြီးဂျားတဲ့ရောက်နေတယ်
He's going to almost certainly have to use it here, Root.
ဒီနေ့ကတကင်းမဟုတ်မရတာခုတ်တာခုတ်တယ်
Satanic back onto the barracks.
ဒီနေ့တက်လို့စားတိုင်းပဲချိုး
They have got the hex on a notice, but the infection
အားရကဲလာပြီးပြန်ပြီထပ်ပြီးတော့
Got the cheese as well too if he feels necessary to use it.
လို့ချင်တယ်လို့ပြန်ဆုတ်တော့မှာ
Come out for you, Toro. Look at the
ကဲညီလေး agent ရှိရနော်ညီလေး agent ရှိတယ်
They will take him out the one.
ဒီခေါက်တော့မှောက်သွားပြီ
They're up against the mega creeps now, Team Spirit.
ဒီခေါက်တော့မှောက်သွားပြီ
They're having to get back over towards the fountain collapse. Will be able to take
ချုပ်မိနေပြီချုပ်မိနေပြီ
another lick to try and get low.
တိုင်းလမ်းမှာထပ်မိသွားတယ်တေပြီလားမသိဘူး
Sleight of fist of it, remnant away.
ဘယ်တော့လာရဲအော်ဟိုဘက်မှာသွားခိုးသေးတယ်
For the 2 minutes. It's down to the 3 of them.
ယာကြီးဘိုက်ထဲထပ်ဝင်ကောင်မနော်ယာကြီးကြည့်လို့
tears apart collapse. As this game, this
ဒီခေါ်ပါပြီကွာမဖြစ်နိုင်တော့သွား
Team Vision today turning up
ညီလေးခွန်းကောင်နဲ့ညီလေး
against
ယာကြီးပဲဘက်ကန်လိုက်ရမှာမှားပြီ
give a little bit more of a punch back, but
ပြီးရင်နေကမာပွဲပြပါလားနေကမာပွဲလားခဏလေးပဲပွဲကကြီးတာဘယ်ပွဲတွေလာမှမသိသေးဘူးဗျ
they knew exactly what to do against Spirit today.
ဘယ်ပွဲတွေလာမလဲသိမှရ
Right, this pick for this life stealer is just so
တက်ဒီဂရန်နဲ့ကဝင်တာကျွန်တော်လည်းဘယ်ပွဲပြမှမသိဘူးဘာလို့ပွဲအချိန်ကဟိုလိုမျိုးကြီးလာမှာဆိုပွဲချိန်တွေကမတင်ရသေးဘူးသူတို့လည်းဘာလို့ဘယ်တင်းနဲ့စော့မလဲဆိုတာတွေအဖြေတွေကပေါ်မနေဟော TVD တွေကြီးပဲဒီမှာလေဒီလိုမျိုးတွေဒီနေ့စော့မယ်ပွဲဘယ်လိုတွေ့မလဲမသိဒေတာကတော့ vision ကမစော့ရတော့ separate စော့အောင်မယ်နေကမာစော့အောင်မယ် separate နဲ့နေကမာနဲ့တွေ့ကောင်းတွေ့နိုင်တယ်နော်ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့3မှတ်ချင်းတူးနေရအဲ့လိုမျိုးတွေအဲ့တော့ဘယ်ပွဲရွေးရမလဲမသိဘူးဟုတ်လာပုတ်လိုက်တော့ပြီးမှမမတောက်ပြင်းနေပုံကြီးပဲယာယီဘက်ကယာယီတော်ညာဆိုဘက်ကယာယီတော်ညာဘက်ကပြီးနေပြီကဲထမင်းထစားလိုက်အောင်ဗျာအဲ့ဟိုliquid ပွဲပွင့်မေးခဲ့မလို့အဲ့ liquid ပွဲလည်းမရှိ separate vision နဲ့ ion win liquid တွေ့အရေးပွဲလေးမပြဘူးလားဒီပွဲလေးဖွင့်မေးခဲ့မယ်လေ
if we take SD and we lose Centaur and they take it what is our
အဲ့ကမှလာပုတ်လိုက်နောက်ဝဲပါကြည့်မလဲ
in the pocket because there's very unlikely that they Centaur 𝐬𝐧 there. And now you have this really nice matchup against the Centaur's lane that can abuse him. Not a guaranteed stronger lane, though, because the SD's a little bit of a liability there. Stronger lane, though, because the SD's a little bit of a liability there.
Sure.
But it's good. The only downside of this path or this line is that, again, your ace hero, I don't know what it's going to be now, because...
Yeah, what has he got?
I have no clue. Like, it's gonna
show me what you got.
If you can ban Tidehunter Dawnbreaker, and I think he has to play something new if you want to put him in that position.
There'd still be Lycan.
Yeah, there's Lycan. There's the there's the Lycan 𝐬𝐧 combo. There's the Slardar for the 𝐬𝐧. There's some nice ampers here.
Yep.
Comes down to what Pure wants to play against the 𝐬𝐧. That's a big question. I still have a feeling we're going to see his Morphling. I don't know why, but it's not even good here. I just think he wants to play it, you know.
I haven't seen Morphling versus kezh.
I don't think it's great for Morph, honestly, most of the time, but
like I almost feel like that's only theoretical. Right? Because you would have to be both a Morphling player and a kezh player to really extract. Because I'm just imagining like what a Morphling looks like when he waveforms into a fight and turns into kezh and uses some of kezh's abilities.
Could be good.
Like silencing kezh is always really value.
The other funny thing here is Furion's just going to go unpicked, unbanned. And that hero has been premier real estate for a lot of teams.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of funny. It's just going to get ignored. And I don't think Ironwing won it. And Liquid are not going to pick it. So it's probably just going to go completely untouched through this draft, which is pretty hilarious. I'm trying to think of like these traditional Agi carries, but they just don't look great into SD Earth Spirit. It's a really tough spot to pick something like a Void or a Terrorblade or something, right? Like, what are you really doing here?
That's why Liquid's banning away all the strength cores. Lifestealer, Sven.
Naga is interesting on a couple little levels, but I doubt Ironwing are going to play it here. They're going to ban the Tide Dawn, so like you gotta, it's either Lycan or Slardar. It's all that's left, right?
What do you got? What do you got?
I think I'd rather have the Lycan here.
Yeah, so I mean, Slardar offlane for me has always been so questionable.
It's
like,
sus.
If you're in a bad matchup, the Slardar becomes.
There's also a lot of like casual routes to play into with that hero. Ember Chains, the Brambles, Arrow, Stampede. I don't want to.
They know what they want.
Oh,
the Darkseer.
Interesting.
The Ace Darkseer.
He does play it occasionally. Pretty spicy with the 2 cores. I don't mind that, honestly.
It's good Ion Shell, that's for sure.
Yeah, I kind of like it more than the Lycan a little bit in terms of the synergy, though the Wolf Chicken would have been pretty hype.
It's one of his only heroes within his top 10 most played that does not have a positive win rate.
Wait a minute, there's Lone Druid.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
Wait, but isn't Lone Druid
there's Lone Druid.
Is it fine for kezh?
It can be, but they got a last pick Lone Druid against Darkseer. This matchup's unplayable.
Oh. Right.
It's literally unplayable for Darkseer. You do nothing to this guy. It's the absolute freest lane, and then you can't wall the bear if the hero's in the fight.
What do you mean?
Which is a really weird mechanism, but it is something you can play for in the late game.
Yeah, explain the mechanism.
If you vac wall Lone Druid and his Spirit Bear, it will always create an illusion of the main hero, not the bear.
And why would that be the case?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It takes priority, and you basically get the garbage illusion. You don't get the bear.
Okay.
I don't know how much that matters, but even if you vacuum the bear illusion isn't as great as people think. It's not like an end-all be-all. It can be good, but I can't believe there's Lone Druid in the pool. Like, that's just wild to me that they had Darkseer and they got last pick Lone Druid against it when there were pretty limited carries anyway. You get a premier carry.
But I mean, Lifestealer and Sven are also good answers to Darkseer. So if they were settled on Darkseer, then
it is a pure Lone Druid though. He was playing this hero before it was cool.
But he also made that Lifestealer look really good. Maybe they should have given him the Sven. I can't think of a pure Sven. That doesn't sound like a thing, really.
We'll see what this Lone Druid can do, man.
A lot of questions.
I think this Darkseer matchup's absolute dog, but it's not the end all be all. You know, there's still some Dota. I mean, kezh can still do kezh things.
Offlaners getting ruined.
Yeah,
happens all the time at this TI because the meta has not been kind to laning offlaners. So
Anyway, we'll see if he does like the kamikaze method in the late game with the hero to block the bear illusion. That would be kind of funny, but you probably don't play for that, so.
No, I imagine you don't.
It is really annoying though when you try
Get down. It's like instead of get down, Mr. President, it's get down, Mr. Bodyguard. The president dives in to protect his bodyguard.
Now that I'm looking at these drafts in game,
Does that change things for you when you see them on the battlefield?
It does. Your perception of the lineup changes a lot.
Okay. Walk me through that.
What do you mean?
Well, your third eye has been opened. You now see the drafts with the clarity that
no, there's
was
truth
once
in this.
clouded.
It's your heuristics as a Dota player, right? It's your feel for what a lineup looks like and how it functions. I'm not joking. Why would I joke about this? It's TI.
This feels like the most bullshit answer I've ever heard in my life. All right, okay, then tell me, what have you seen?
I've studied the ways these lineups. I've looked into the stars, into the charts. Now that I'm looking at it in game,
okay. Do you want me to figure out what Lone Druid's star sign is? Would that give you a better idea?
No, I kind of like
better?
Liquid more than I did in the draft screen.
Okay, why is that?
This 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧 looks like he's in a good slot to just own.
You mean he's orange? Orange player?
No, like he's gonna have a nice lane against Centaur. He's not gonna demolish it because he has to play with Shadow Demon, but he's gonna have a nice time, and he's gonna cut through a lot of these heroes very quickly. He has a free fight with BKB, and I think this hero's just been overperforming in general.
Yes, it most definitely has.
So I think Iron Wing are gonna have to match that with the Lone Druid having an even more free game, and just having ballistic timings, and then this game can get really weird for Liquid. But they still have the Earth Spirit, and the Earth Spirit has looked dominant. It hasn't lost. Did they address the Earth Spirit with anything crazy? Not really. Yeah, I mean, if you get the 5 slots on Nisha, you probably win this game.
So you've just got the more OP heroes, huh?
Well, this series has been very close, and it's been very mirrored. So that might be what it comes down to, right? Little things like that of just, we have a slightly stronger hero.
What is this? These smokes are wild. All right, so they're already saying Darkseer has a garbage lane.
Yeah, that's what
he's
that
going to have to
is.
default to the jungle. We're going to block out the hard camp already. While Liquid are saying Darkseer is going to have a garbage lane. So what we need to do is get the longest wraparound possible to kill the Lone Druid and secure first blood for the Darkseer, and they found him.
It's super smart if they get this.
Disruption, power shot. Ion Shell, body blocks, and they got him. Ace with the first blood. Will that make the difference?
It's a big difference, yeah. It's huge. You can also just kill the range creep here.
That's true. He's going to go for that as well.
Man, what a heads-up play from Liquid. These are the little things that separate you from being a good team to a championship team. It's figuring out solutions to these problems in real time. It's going to change this lane a lot. It's such a large gold injection for him.
And Tofu's going to stick around here. Dude, with the disruption and the power shot, he's blocked in. Uh-oh, the Starstorm is going to be dropped on him. It doesn't clear out the illusions. Now it breaks through, but the menace is just racking up. The innate is too strong. Tofu knows he's got him. It's 2 kills for Liquid.
What's happening?
He's going to stick around. They're going to
kill him again.
Oh my God, they're going to go for him again.
If he dies here.
The blood grenade slowing him down. Power shot, it's going to whiff, but a disruption's coming back up soon.
I don't think he can live here.
Ion Shell, yeah, where's he going to go?
Oh, okay, they backed off.
All right, yeah, the creeps are all dying underneath tower here. He got level 2. Okay, they give up on him.
If they executed that better, they get him.
Yeah.
If the spells land, and that would have been incredibly debilitating. The Mirana still has to walk from base, by the way, and the lane's going to push out.
Yeah.
So this is still really bad for Iron Wing on this safe lane that was supposed to be free. The thing about killing the Lone Druid there is he has to resummon, and part of you playing this Lone Druid into the Darkseer is that you tank Ion Shell damage with Bear and have the resummon. So even if he's okay playing this lane now, it's still a huge win for Ace and just being able to pressure the Bear a little bit.
Right.
Man, what a heads-up play. Iron Wing, they thought they had the next level, like, I'm going to block his camps, he can't play the lane, and then they just 2 big outplays swinging this wide open.
It does mean 33 kind of got free farm at the start of the game. We've talked about how important it is for those first couple of waves to go well for Centaur so we can get the Helm of Iron Will. So these are all trade-offs.
But this is bigger. What happened up here was just so much bigger.
Yeah,
it's game-changing. Liquid, they came in with some form today. At least since game 3, starting off quite hot.
We haven't even talked about the mid lane matchup, but then again, we've already seen this mid lane matchup in play. Earth Spirit versus Ember Spirit. BZM did pretty well in the early CS in Game 2, but the game really went against him. Part of that was Iron Wing being just a bit too overly aggressive. It happened to them in Game 1, and it happened again in Game 2. So I do imagine they're going to take a bit of a step back here in Game 3.
I'd be really surprised if we see the same level of diving, at least until the Bear's online.
Trying to get the Bramble on him. Nice land. And 𝐓𝐴, he gives up on Tofu. Tofu is going to have to save himself. Does have a Fairy Fire to keep alive if he wants to. Does stay up. Slots in a healing salve. Let's see if he can get back to his tower. He will.
Chilling.
So
he's chilling.
He's got the regen to kick into play. Does mean the Lotus goes over to 𝐓𝐴. Meanwhile, the battle for the Lotus on the other side here, but the big bad bear takes up the fountain, splashes around in that river.
Still so hard to play this lane straight up. Even see that OBS on the triangle. Iron Wing were really prepped for this Darkseer is going to have a rough time, and I want to be able to see where he is and maybe go cheekily kill them there with the Mirana while the bear has an empty lane. So this is how much this game changed off that early kill.
Nice stomp. Ooh, the Bramble to follow it up. 𝐓𝐴 almost being in trouble there, but he actually had plenty of regen. Still had he had 2 Fairy Fires, popped one of them. He also has the Lotus still. So it's 33. He's looking worse for wear as the creep wave pushes in.
He has stacks on him. That's a
hit
level
him
2.
with the Echo Slash.
That's
another poison. That's 4th, and that's gone.
Did you see the smile at the end?
Yeah,
No.
Tofu with the level 2 poison. Nice parry. Turns it back around, and another kill for Liquid. 4-0. 𝐓𝐴 will survive that tower hit. He buys a ring of health.
The execution right now. Nisha chewing his gum. They're in zone.
Yep.
Stepping up here. Big outplays on these side lanes.
And Nisha's leading in the mid lane too. So Liquid looking at like kind of a 3-lane win. The Lone Druid's still got to win that top lane, right? But it's better than it should have been. Roll in attempted. Nisha threatening the kill on BZM. Hit him with the silence, hit him with the kick. And Nisha gets the solo kill. So Liquid outperforming all 3 lanes.
This is wild. This is just out execution. Just straight up getting outplayed.
Yeah, the Lone Druid's not even in the lane. That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, this is, you know, I don't know what, DEFCON 2, DEFCON 3, like, wow.
Sound the alarms,
he's
the
sweating a little.
are sounding. Well, you got the Helm of Iron Will for both our offlaners.
You're a level behind in mid. If this Ember dies again, it guarantees a 6-minute power in. You know Nisha wants it. That's the window this solo kill opened, is you have to pull waves to try and dodge the Earth Spirit ult right now.
Ace being chased out of here, but he can go back to the jungle now if required. It doesn't need that much more until he gets his Helm of Iron Will, and then kind of everything's forgiven. He will finally go back and reveal the fact that, oh, wait a minute, my hard camp's blocked.
So what? The damage is done. Top 2 net worth in this game. Earth Spirit, Darkseer.
Yeah, wow.
That is insane.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 Lone Druid being neck and neck, and they overperformed so much the mid and off lane that Liquid's cores are actually 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, just stepping it up in this very pivotal game 3.
Spawns bottom, a regen for Nisha.
Where can Iron Wing strike back?